everybody, live from the Henry James Saloon. I am John Barcher. This is Vince Quinn, joined by the wonderful Bobby Dubs, who is way overdressed for this party. But
it's all business, baby.
I am in utter shock as 30 seconds before we go live here, I see Vince Quinn coming out of the luxurious Henry James bathroom, and for the past few weeks he's dressed up like a sunflower. You've seen him in a lion's costume. He dressed up like his version of a Bronco last week, and you can't see the bottom part of this, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
What? Bit of the bottom of this.
I guess this is your Giants uniform, and hello everybody.
Yes.
Explain this get-up that you have for us?
Everything is too small.
Everything is way too small.
So this is a men's extra large. This shirt, clearly, this is a men's XL, and this is for people with heads that are as big as my biceps, John. So
see, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. What are you doing?
I'm here for the win.
With the smack of the head. Thank you.
I repulsed the beautiful bar staff here.
Yeah.
Look, I got.
Well, what is the point? Explain the point. I don't understand this.
How else do you dress up as a giant? What else do you do?
I told you. I told him
this is a giant right here.
Yes.
A giant.
I told him last week, go singlet, be Andre the Giant.
Stilts.
Yeah, thank you, Francisco. Stilts.
What?
Kyle, are you looking at this?
I'm supposed to sit in a chair in stilts?
Would you think? Hold on. Kyle Bennett, would you look at this and say, "Oh, that is a giant"? Yeah, a member of the cult of the Village People. I mean, like this doesn't scream giant if you saw Vince walking down the street, right,
Maybe
Kyle?
a giant child. I don't know.
With the Rugrats shirt on, it looks like the big baby bully from
Big Baby Bully.
Are you Big Blue with the blue shirt on?
Beluga.
Unbelievable.
I'm hearing big baby though.
A big baby.
That's a big baby.
Vince is a big giant baby today. That's what he's dressed up as for Dave Gettleman, right? You're celebrating Dave Gettleman, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. He is a dead man. I symbolize
Dead man
birth,
walking?
and he symbolizes death. We are the circle of life together.
I like
it's a beautiful thing.
I dressed up for the funeral. I'm in all black because it's time to write the obituary for the Giants
I'm giving
tonight.
the eulogy. That's why I got the time. I'm giving the eulogy. Right.
And Bobby
Dearly
Dubs.
departed, we are gathered here.
All right, I'm standing for the show. I've decided.
Oh
by
God,
the way.
please, no,
I've decided.
sit down.
No,
sit
I'm a giant.
down.
I'm a giant.
Sit down. Please,
There are
God,
kids
sit
watching.
down. I can't look at that at all. Sit down. Sit down.
Can't look
Hey,
at
I
what,
won't
John?
do
Goodness, no.
I'm
Can you
losing my
believe
train of
this?
thought.
What can't you look at?
I'm not even going to turn
I
because
don't
it's so.
know what the problem is.
Anyway,
I don't understand.
What were we
don't
talking
understand.
about? I
Well,
lost my train of
we can
thought.
get into the game whenever you want.
I'm going to go to you because I can't even look at this man. But I'm saying keep it simple today. Are you not?
Yes,
keep it very
absolutely.
simple
keep
today.
It simple. And you
No, seriously, sit down. I can't. I can't take it. I literally can't take it. Sit down. Sit down.
getting mad.
This is absurd.
He's getting mad.
I'm not getting mad. It's just gross. I can't look at it. Keep it simple today, Dubs. Unlike Vince Quinn.
Absolutely, I'm right with you. This is the team that has made not getting off the field an art form this season.
Yes.
The Giants don't get off the field. They're 31st in terms of plays per drive, which means people stay on the field against this team. Keep it simple. Run the rock. Pass when you have to. The passing defense is horrendous. Get guys open.
See, Dubs can't concentrate either. Can you imagine this?
I can talk a mile a minute, and if I can't concentrate,
all these notes for pregame, and Vince Quinn's is
I
belly.
got nothing here.
Vince Quinn is trying to be a giant and went shop at Baby Gap.
That's pretty much what I did. So the shirt, now we get inside the costume, all right? The shirt is a child small.
Not anymore.
I'm sitting there in the store of a Burlington coat factory, and I'm like, can I fit into this child small? I'm like stretching the side. I'm like, I don't know, but we're going to go for it. So I bought that. I have a medium that I did. I wanted to try the small first, so I fit, and I didn't get to the medium. So here, I got this. I looked for a baby hat. I found a baby's hat. So, yeah, we've got the cap here.
What's up, Stephen? How are you? What a mess. What a mess we've walked into. Unreal.
Oh my God.
Stephen, who has been Yeah, what was that, Taylor? Is this the what?
Is this where the budget goes to?
Yeah, I think so.
This is the budget.
Luckily, this is cheap. I gave it's a prize. This is a cheap costume.
My goodness. Well, thank goodness that we're 10 minutes away, and then we can. Yeah, because I would have thought this is perfect for Ezekiel Elliott. I think Kyle had said that at one point when you walked in. This is.
All right, well, can I say something else
Yeah,
as well?
please.
It's getting hot in this shirt already.
Oh, God.
It's
You barely
getting
have
hot.
anything on. How are you hot?
It's getting
It's
hot in this
ugly.
shirt. I'm
It's not covering
compressed.
anything.
I'm like stretching the seams of this. It's like it's gonna get ugly in here.
Oh, my
It's gonna
goodness.
get really ugly.
Barkley did the cropped up too. So okay, we're in good company. I guess when you spend money on ridiculous running backs like the Giants have, that's what you end up with here. I mean, Joe even came by, as you can say, and would you expect Vince Quinn to be in this type of getup? When it's your first time coming to the Henry James Saloon there, Joe?
That's better than the sunflower. I gotta say that. I think at least the hat is correct. I mean, I don't know what's the blacked out. I think.
Yes.
I'm from New Hampshire though, so this is all far. The fact there's music playing at noon on a Sunday is a different experience for me. So I think we're
Yes.
Well,
expect the unexpected.
always.
I'm sure I'll be back spouting some take that is unimportant, but
Yes. No.
We'll have fun this
what
afternoon.
are your
Never.
takes for today?
Yeah. What are you
takes
feeling?
you got? How you feeling?
So I think the problem with the Eagles right now, and I think they're going to win. My issue is that they're trying to win, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing. I want development. I don't necessarily want to win.
Okay.
Now, if you have the thought that Jalen Hurts, with the winning and the experience, will become a better thrower, that invalidates my entire argument. But I would rather see the development and the system working correctly than running the ball and winning, and maybe it doesn't. I don't want to be the Titans, I guess, is the thing that I think they're becoming. With run the ball, play good defense, and have a quarterback who can't make plays to win a game.
Yeah.
And we can
And
we
that's-
can argue that Jordan Howard and Derrick Henry are the same guy now, right? They're the same player.
Exactly.
One's
Yeah,
just a little
same,
more injured
yeah,
than the
yeah,
other.
same offense though.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the passing offense. So
Yes.
that's my current position. I want them to win. I'm a fan, but I don't know. The fact they're trying to win is concerning to me.
Yeah, because like that means you're actually giving hope,
Right.
So you're feeling like you're going to be crushed if they're starting to try to
Right,
win.
and if they lose, it's also a double loss because they're losing in a strategy that you know is not a Super Bowl winning strategy.
In terms of like running
Running
the
the ball.
football. Yeah. See, all right. At least Joe's on our side a little bit here. Of like you can't. I appreciate the running. I really do. I
Yeah.
think it's the best thing that you can do for this team.
Right, it's the
But
best strategy for winning a game right now.
Yes. I don't
But is it
know
the
about.
best strategy for winning a Super Bowl? Absolutely not.
Yes.
And then does it give you false hope that you can with this 1990s strategy?
Yes. Well, hey, I mean, like it's. I think you can absolutely get to the playoffs doing this. I would probably say you can win a playoff game doing this. But yeah, if there is
There's a
anything
maximum.
beyond that,
There's a max out with the current strategy. And I would rather. And if it gives Hurts the confidence to develop in the playoffs, saying, "Hey, I need to be a better passer next season," that's a different scenario.
Absolutely.
That's I think the whole hope right now.
Yeah, and that's what we're hoping for too. I'm feeling blowout today though. Whether they're trying to win or lose, it's just the Giants are so bad. Whether you're trying to do either, they just end up getting their ass.
Interim coordinator scares me.
Oh, Freddie Kitchens scaring everybody.
Well, no, they never announced it's Freddie Kitchens.
Oh, yeah,
they went
sorry.
out of
That's
their way.
right, yes.
Joe Judge,
Joe Judge is
it was
doing
like whatever. What was the title? It was like something offensive coordinator, interim offensive coordinator,
Acting-
something like
acting
that.
as,
yeah.
Acting offensive coordinator.
Acting
So-
play caller.
Acting is right because that's all he's going to act to do today.
Yeah.
Like, he's just going to
So.
throw out a bunch of Saquon Barkley runs, which won't go anywhere, I am sure. I feel like the Giants are the Eagles should dictate just to let Daniel Jones throw 5 yards in front of him the entire game and just force him to go on drives because I think that's just impossible for the Giants offense to do today.
We should encourage the Giants to run the ball.
Yes, absolutely.
That would be a good
Yes.
thing.
100%. So how about this? Final score prediction for Joe.
I'm going to go 31-21. Eagles.
Ooh, 31-21.
Eagles. I think they get out ahead by passing the ball, then they run the ball at the appropriate time.
All right.
Okay.
So I like that. And Joe, for now, I want you to enjoy the food at Henry James.
Get some liquid death in me, and we'll be good
Beautiful.
to go.
Yeah, and
Nice.
feel free to check back in with us around halftime. Feel free to come by and say hello again.
So, Joe in town, listened to the pod, and definitely showed up at the Henry James Saloon. You can do the same. Text us anytime. Let us know you're coming by. 215-509-5833. Join and jump on the show just like that. Dubs, what do you think of that, though? I mean, we've talked about the football like crazy, but the way the Eagles are doing it with 11 personnel, with just saying we're going to spread you out and just go kill everybody, I don't think that's such a bad thing to do.
I'm not mad at it. I think it works to a certain extent, but you are going to need a quarterback within that system that can make the throws he needs to make on third downs when they get stopped on first down and you got second and long or something like that. You're going to need a quarterback who can make accurate throws on third down when you're going to be a run-heavy team, because sooner or later, you're going to start stuffing the box. They're not going to let you run all over, and then you're going to have to pass. You're going to have to make accurate throws. You can't be behind receivers. You can't be missing guys. You can't hold on to the ball too long and be indecisive with whether you're going to run. I put it in the dues.
Sorry, Francisco's being your hype man really well behind you. It's amazing.
I put it in Dub's dues for this week that you got to have Jalen Hurts on the move. If he can pass it on the move, fine, but he has to be consistent in whether he's going to run or stay there. If he runs too late, he doesn't take up as much ground as he should or he could, which is a problem. But if you're going to be a running team, you're going to need a way more accurate passer of the football.
well, that's where it got to be. Yeah, Hurts needs to be better as a passer. Here's the thing about Tay. The Giants suck at everything. They suck at everything. Like, you're not.
Oh, you need none of that today. You just need to not be
Yeah,
bad.
I mean, for what you're looking at, what the expectations are of how can the Eagles go and win this game today, just do the same things you've been doing. You don't need to change anything. You don't even necessarily need to attack the Giants anywhere. Just continue to run the football the way you've always wanted to do it. If it doesn't work, make some adjustments. But otherwise, just keep doing your thing. Be yourself. Keep playing the game that's worked for you. You have that identity. Now it's time to build on it. Can you see growth in the passing game? This would be a good week to take some chances and start developing that.
Yep.
But until they develop that, at the very least, stay true to yourself as a runner. Don't go out of character for the Giants. They haven't earned that.
Not at all.
No, and then you shouldn't. Like, there's no reason to go out of character today. You can, like we were saying, you should be able to do anything you want to this defense. You know, and same principles still apply. Go up 14-0. Then it makes it very, very, very easy for your defense to pin their ears back and just go kill the quarterback. The Giants also are just so banged up everywhere else. Go make John Ross just run a bunch of routes on that bad hammy until he no longer can, because you know that's going to come eventually in this game too. Nothing about the Giants scares me. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's banged up,
especially in their wide receiver core. Sterling Shepard is out.
Yep.
Tony is hurt.
Yep.
And out.
and out. There's a bunch of people who are, they're not playing. So you got a secondary that's hot right now. They're taking the ball away. They're scoring with the ball. We get another Darius Slay touchdown. This whole city might explode.
Which is very
so
possible.
You got to
again
lean
today.
on what you do well and put pressure on what they do not.
Yes. And speaking of pressure, this is one thing that Vince Quinn, I'm going to try and convince you probably by the next 2 months, because I don't know if you've heard Ian Rappaport today had said that, hey, Jalen Hurts is playing himself into a QB1 type of spot where you're not going to worry about Russell Wilson. You are going to go after those picks. Like, you should develop these guys around him and so on and so forth. If that's the case, why aren't we talking about trading for a premier pass rusher instead of a quarterback? Why aren't we flipping that script? Khalil Mack is just sitting there in Chicago begging to be taken out of there. A lot of people are, Allen Robinson we've been talking about a lot, but I mean, Khalil Mack, his contract where it sits right now and where the Bears' future is in terms of Ryan Pace more than likely not going to be there. Nagy's definitely getting fired after this year. I would consider one or two of those first-round picks, probably just one of them, and a player to go get Khalil Mack instead. I would roll in, and if I'm Howie Roseman, that's all I'm thinking about. Who is that 26, 27, 28-year-old premier pass rusher that I can go grab instead of dumping a whole bunch of picks that probably my owner wants to go do with a veteran quarterback?
I mean, you make an interesting case of, hey, if you're not going to go and put everything into the quarterback, do you go and trade for basically everything else and try to build a contender overnight? I mean, that is the fundamental question for the Eagles, and for you as a fan, how you feel about Jalen Hurts. Can you win in the next 2 years? That's the thing. Can
Yes.
you win while he's on the rookie deal? You have to believe that. And if you do, then you can go all in. If you don't think that, that's why you go the Russell Wilson route. It's exactly why you do it. But for the guys that are pass rushers are generally available on the market in free agency, available for trade. I saw Von Miller get dealt a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
Those guys are especially older guys. So I'm not going to say it's a bad strategy. I would still go the Russ route first.
Yep.
But the more Hurts wins, and the more he wins games like this, if they continue to win down the stretch of the games that they're now supposed to, expected to win, then the more he wins these, the more I would get myself off of the Russell Wilson bandwagon. He's got to earn it.
Dubs, what do you think? Pass rusher or quarterback?
The more I'm hearing about the pass rush, the more I'm liking it, and I'll tell you why. Because of all the players on defense, all the positions, defensive end, pass rusher, if you want to go 3 more, you're doing outside linebackers, but pass rusher, defensive end, that is the position that has an immediate impact. You are immediately affecting the defense, the way the game goes. You get a sack, you get a fumble, you get anything like that where now you're putting teams in second and long, third and long territory. You're getting off the field. They have an immediate impact on the game. So if you got a team where you can run the ball, you're keeping the chains moving, and then you get a defensive lineman that's going to immediately make it harder for offensive to go up and down the field and get you the ball back. You got to go for something like that while you have a team like this. It's built to have a star defensive lineman that can go get sacks, impact drives, make drives longer, and eventually pretty much give you the ball back. Nobody has more effect on the opposing offense immediately than a defensive lineman or a linebacker that can rush the passer.
Yep.
So I'm all for it. You get one of those guys, this immediately changes, pushes them up a few levels, in my opinion, as far as they are as a team and where they can go.
Yep, and we are just getting set underway. Couldn't agree more there, Bobby Dubs. As always, brought to you by Liquid Death, as it is in front of us at the bar. And if you ever need a case of the best mountain water from the Alps in a can, liquiddeath.com/bell, as the Eagles are underway as they are kicking off to the Giants. They take it out from their 1. Still up and about, running around the 20. Still can't bring them down, and down about the 23-yard line. So the Eagles will get the ball in the second half. That's a good thing. Let's see how quickly this defense can dismantle. I don't even know what to call it. The mash unit of this offense.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, pretty spectacularly bad last week. Everybody just thinks Freddie Kitchens is going to change that up. We heard Joe saying the same things, that he's a little worried about that. But Daniel Jones in shotgun, as he likes to be. I'm predicting a fumble on the first play. How about that?
Oh, that's a fun prediction. Okay. He's going to
Immediately.
fumble today. There's no
Right.
doubt he's
Fumble
going to
interception
fumble.
right here. Empty set, as he's got plenty of time. Pass rush doesn't really get there.
And there was a bad note behind him. It was definitely able to be taken the other way.
Out to Saquon Barkley, incomplete. Other thing about the Giants, too, they are missing 2 tight ends. They also, Evan Ingram is the only like semi-healthy guy that they got going there too. So should be the commentators aren't coming
I'm going
through.
to work on that.
Okay, as we're just going to place that on the bar here. So Vince is going to go
Excuse the big baby.
find a shirt.
He's going to go find his passy. I don't know.
The Giants are in some crazy pistol formation. They hand it off as a RPO. Daniel Jones is going to keep it himself and try and slide down. Ooh, are they going to throw a flag? Yeah, they are not.
No,
They are not. So that should. Yep. Yeah, you should. That's the only thing that's missing there, but probably got unplugged, I would say. So now that we have a what do we got? Third and 4 coming up here, Kyle.
Just about.
Just about. Dubs is enjoying the fries today.
Oh, yeah. I got to leave some for the press box at the Union. They got a
That's right.
whole smorgasbord they give you.
3rd and 5 here for the they go empty. So no, they don't.
No, they got to run back.
Shotgun once again.
Look, are they bringing pressure?
It looks like they're
I see
bringing the house
safety
here, Bobby
creeping
Dubs.
up.
I think they are. And
they
a
fall
little
back.
bit of pressure. They bring 5. It's dumped out.
Beautiful,
Nobody there.
beautiful
A nice
defense.
little
I
3
love-
and out. We'll take that.
Don't say his name positively much, but I like Singleton backing up into the coverage. He had the
There you
safety
go.
help. That play was not going to work. Beautiful call by Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah, that was great. Pressure when it's needed. Taylor, I have no idea how the Giants got 2 primetime games and the Eagles only got 1. So explain that.
The
market. It's a damn
New
market.
York.
That's
Yeah,
all it is.
New York.
Kyle, why don't you slide on over here? I'm just going to go see if if they need some extra help, as we're trying to get the tunes down to everybody down there. As Daniel Jones takes his offense to absolutely nowhere. And now we have got Rager backing it up from the 30, going nowhere, north to south.
He
Just
loves
incredibly
going
bad. I'm going to go grab Vince real quick here, guys. Why don't you just tell me, well, speaking of which, tell me why Jalen Hurts is he coming on? Make the case for why or why not for sticking around long term or going to get Russell Wilson.
Jalen Hurts is staying with this team, Bobby.
Absolutely. I'm with you, Kyle. I'm with you, Kyle.
He's the guy.
He's the guy.
This team, he's staying mostly because he's a leader. Like, he has proven time and time again, he wants to win. He wants to lead this team. And the guys around him, the rest of the guys on this roster, they believe in him, I think, more than anybody else on this roster.
I think you're right. We need to build around him. I think, like you said, he's proven he's a leader of this team. They listen to him. They have his back. And nothing helps your team more than having a quarterback that everybody can get behind. You want to play a little hard.
Goes nowhere. I love how they're signifying that Jason Kelsey is a rookie on the offensive line.
Yeah, I don't
That's
see how
completely false.
I don't know what they mean by that. I don't know. Fox, get it together.
And I don't know about you, Bobby Dubs. I want to see them feed Dallas Goedert today. The
Oh,
Giants
yeah, me too.
linebackers absolutely stink. They don't have Blake Martinez. Dallas Goedert can feast in this game as we have 2nd and 11 here for the Birds. Jalen Hurts in shotgun. And
Little
incomplete.
outside. Little outside on that, but that's okay.
Eagles got away with a false start, I believe, too.
All right, well, right now, so you got a 3 and out. So that's nice. Now, for the Eagles, I mean, look,
Take a shot.
I have no problem with that. Yeah, early on, take some chance. It's 3rd and 11. Go for the sticks here. I wouldn't want to see him do a give-up play. Try some, even if you're throwing it like 7 yards with the idea he's going to have some room to move after he catches it. This is like Devontae Smith slant territory.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So let's see what they do here. You do have shotgun.
You got him by himself.
So
down there at the bottom of your
Jalen
screen.
Hurts in the
You got
shotgun,
Devontae by himself.
and yeah, he is by himself on the bottom of the screen here. So Hurts is going to take the snap, and he's stepping up. He's got some pressure in the pocket. He's running, and he only gets like a yard there. Bad play, bad protection. Didn't look like anybody was open. Hurts tries to make something happen with his legs, and nothing
slid
happened.
over to Devontae once he broke the line of scrimmage. Kind of canceled that out.
So rough drive for the Eagles to start this game as well.
20.
And we're going to have to pick up the piece a little bit. So not exactly the start that anybody's looking for. And we're going to, plenty of time, though. There's no panic in this game. There's no worry.
No.
Even if the Eagles get down early in this one, guys, say they go down 7-0, 10-0, it's not one of those things where I'm really worrying about the game. I still think the Eagles are going to be just fine. The Giants are terrible. With the kind of offense they run, they've got all day to put up points. So the Eagles go and punt the ball here. Our legend, our hero, Aaron Siposs.
Great punt.
And just a terrible special teams tackle. And now the Giants are going to get a return here. They get about 7 yards that they shouldn't have. I mean, what the hell was that?
There's this twice now. I don't know what 83 has on his uniform that they can't seem to corral him, Cooper. But it's been twice in a row now. The opening kickoff and that punt where they haven't been able to get a hand on him.
Man, okay. So, yeah, a little awkward so far, but game plan so far, for me, again, it's don't change anything. Just keep doing what you normally do week in and week out. So run the ball, run it consistently, rotate the running backs, and see what happens. Kyle, what are you looking to see from the Eagles today?
I was just telling Bobby Dubs before you got back, I want to see Dallas Goedert be fed today. It's Thanksgiving Sunday. Feed him again. Put him in a food coma because the Giants linebackers are atrocious. Blake Martinez isn't playing in this game. Dallas Goedert's physicality, his athleticism, his speed, it's a matchup nightmare for this Giants linebacking core. Feed Dallas Goedert in this game in the passing game.
And when you do, don't go away from him. I hate when they
go
to
do
him
that every
early
week.
and then be like, oh, is he still on the team?
Because we want to bag on the Giants defense for being mediocre, but let's face it, their corners have been playing really well this year. Bradbury is a beast. Adoree Jackson's having a quietly good season.
Yep.
Your wide receivers probably aren't going to give you much today, so feed your best pass catcher that has the best matchup, and that's Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it bothers me. Like, that goes into the contract as well. It was a weird thing. Like, the contract confirmed for people that Goedert was great, which was not the case before the contract. Before the contract, it's like, wow, he's really talented. I really like him, but I don't know what he is. because of Zach Ertz and the injuries and everything. And then he gets the deal, and suddenly everyone's like, no, he's one of the best tight ends in
He's elite.
football. Yeah, it's like, I don't know where that came from.
Exactly.
The 4th straight season he has entered the year as the backup tight end. We have no clue what he is.
No. So, yeah, now he gets this money. He's getting paid like George Kittle, like Travis Kelce, and everyone's like, yep, no, this is perfect. There's nothing wrong here. So, okay. I mean, look, can he be that kind of guy? Eventually, maybe. But when you see all these games where it's constantly, let's get him 2 passes early. Oh, here's Dallas got it, 2 catches for 45. Let's never do that again. And then it's every week with this. You see it early and you go, yes, and then you just never know when they're going to blow up. It's like watching the Phillies bullpen the last couple of years. Yeah. It's like, oh, wow, they got a couple of outs. Okay, but when is this going to go wrong? It feels like that every single time.
And they go away from Goddard anytime a ball tips off his hand, anytime that, he drops a pass. It's just like, all right, you're in the doghouse now. And it's, there's nobody behind him now to compensate for those tight end catches. You don't know what you have behind Dallas Goddard.
Offensive play caller, Freddie Kitchens.
Oh, they unmasked him. I thought they were going to have him in like a mask with a question mark on it, or he was going to be in a booth somewhere, or like a nuclear bunker. So, okay.
Offensive play guy, Freddie Kitchens.
All right, well, there's that, so that's fun. But for now, as we're sitting here and we're getting ready for the Giants to start their second drive of the day, Daniel Jones taking a handoff, and he swings the outside. Eagles
very
all over
well.
it, though.
Played very well.
So, nice, good defense by the Eagles. They run him out of bounds, gain him maybe 2 yards.
Good play by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are keeping this in check a little bit, guys. So, good start here. And 2nd and 9 for the Giants, who, by the way, did not get anything going last drive, and there's really not much to say that is going to be successful for the Giants going forward anyway. Because, what are the things that we're talking about, right? Kadarius Toney's out. Sterling Shepard's out. Kenny Golladay hasn't given you a whole lot this year. Evan Ingram is, athletic but pretty much stinks. Saquon Barkley is not the guy that he used to be. He runs left and right all the time now. So, a lot of problems for the Giants. They're 2nd and 9 here. And, flea flicker. We're getting desperate, goofy football here. Let's go. All right. So, flea flicker screen to the tight end. Who caught that?
That is Evan Ingram.
That's Evan Ingram. There you go. So, the Giants just ran
very
a flea
good,
flicker.
according to Vince Quinn.
He's not. Is he good? You want to tell me?
That was good.
No,
He's
he
a wide
It was that
receiver
bad
playing tight end.
tackling.
all right, they throw him in a screen here, which he held like crazy on that screen.
Mutilates Derek Barnett.
As John Barchard makes a major adjustment for the crowd here at the Henry James Saloon, and there are eruptions from the crowd. But, yeah, it's a flea flicker tight end screen. I've never seen that before.
You got to think outside the box. That's why Freddie Kitchens is the offensive play caller.
Yeah, I guess so.
Eagles all over that one.
Yeah, so we'll see what else he's got cooking
The running game early
in the
is not
kitchen.
existent, which is good for the Eagles.
That's the thing with Freddie Kitchens, though, that I think a lot of people are just throwing away because it is Freddie Kitchens. He's not afraid to do those trick plays to go long. He's going to get creative more so than Jason Garrett.
Yeah, no, he is. So I don't know why they had Garrett in that job to begin with. Nobody does. Daniel Jones with a read option here. He's going to keep it and try to run up for a couple of yards. He slides. Thank God Avonte Maddox dove over him because.
Thank goodness. That would have been 15.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
What?
Late push
I didn't
there.
hit him,
That's
bro.
a late push right in front of the refs, and the refs don't do
Exactly.
anything. Maddox is mad. He's hitting the
Maddox
turf.
is like, I purposely went over him so I wouldn't hurt him. Why are you still shoving me like I tried to take his head off?
All right, so that's ridiculous.
There's
And,
no reason for that lineman to be upset. None.
No, Maddox made a really good play there to not hit Jones. I mean, for a division game like this, you can get dirtier stuff. Not the case there at all, yet the Giants get away with a super late aggressive hit when they do all this taunting nonsense. So make what you will of that. 3rd and 8 here for the Giants. And Daniel Jones looking ready to take the snap. You got 4 wide here. He had plenty of time in the pocket. And Evan Ingram, he fumbles the ball just past the first down marker.
No,
but
they're
the
marking
ref-
him short. They're marking him short.
Yeah, the ref marked him about a yard short. So we're going to see how this goes. Francisco Rojas gesturing like he's not going to get it. So we'll see here.
I brought this up on Twitter the other day, guys. How did Kenny Golladay leave Detroit and get worse?
I don't know.
It's crazy. I mean, to think about how involved he was in everything. He
And
had
they
one
are going
fumble.
for
Whoa, Giants going for it here, 4th and 1. So 4th and 1 about the Eagles'
Watch the
37.
ball.
And they're going to sneak it here, and they might have stopped that. They might have stopped that. Come on.
Ooh,
Give me a
Come on,
bell
baby.
just in case.
Give him a bell.
Are they giving him the first down?
Come on.
Ooh.
Close.
That's
It's going to be
bad.
close. They're saying no?
They're saying first
They
down.
gave it to
First
him.
and 10. I got to see a replay of this one. I got to see a replay of this. Defensive line does a great job here. I mean, Jones gets it. You can't even tell where he is in the pile. It looks like he doesn't get it, honestly. Is that Derek Barnett? Looks like Barnett's wrapped him up there, guys.
Yeah.
I think it was Ryan Kerrigan.
Ryan Kerrigan?
Yeah, there's your guy, Ryan Kerrigan.
Oh, that's why. They were like, we can't give a play to Ryan Kerrigan. What the hell's that? So, first and 10 for the Giants now. You're at about the Eagles' 36. And Jones is scrambling up the middle here. He's got plenty of room to run. He's going to get another first down.
Tons
They're
of
moving.
holding going on in the
Yeah,
Giants
it looks
offensive
like they're
line
not
too,
calling
not
hold.
getting called.
They're refusing to call it.
No, the refs totally silent whistle so far, and a couple of obvious moments where they could have flagged the Giants. So the Giants keep moving down the field here. I mean, they're getting a lot of movement. They're getting some momentum here, guys. I didn't expect that.
Real quick, because it was Vic as a speaker.
Yeah.
We go 4 and out or 3 and out
Yeah.
Yeah,
against the Giants defense?
Yeah.
exactly. Pitiful.
Very exciting stuff, fellas.
Yeah. God. So, all right, here we go. Giants just moving their way down the field so far. 3 and out on the first drive. Eagles also go 3 and out, as John just mentioned. So we're midway through the first quarter, 7:45, 44, 43. And Daniel Jones is about to take the snap here. Pretty tight formation.
Oh, where's the flags?
They're not throwing them
Oh,
today.
there we go.
Alex
Singleton
Singleton with
with
a
a great
pass
play.
breakup. All right. So nice little play there. Alex Singleton, though, I'm ready to move on from him as soon as Davion
Wow.
Taylor's back.
Wow.
Those are fighting words.
The second Taylor's back, yeah, I can't get him on the field fast enough. I don't trust Singleton with anything.
Of course you don't.
I don't. What am I supposed to trust him with?
Trust Davion Taylor, who just runs back and forth like a crazy man.
Yeah,
That's-
but he can run back and forth like a crazy man, so I'll take that. I will take youth and upside and athleticism over Singleton, who's a backup player. He's where he needs to be generally.
All right, let's see a turnover now.
Yeah, that would be nice. So Daniel Jones, he's
running.
just going right up there again. Defensive line contains there. Javon Hargrave looks like on that one, guys.
Yeah, Taylor's actually got a good point. Is Daniel Jones just like their running back and
Yes.
Saquon's their quarterback now, and they're just gonna? Is that what Freddie Kitchens is doing today?
As long as the
Looks
turf
good.
monster
That's what it
doesn't
looked
show up.
like.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the turf monster is a dangerous thing, but for now, Jones already 5 rushes, 24 yards. So they're
Hey.
doing that a lot to start this game. 3rd and 8, though. So 3rd and 8, you're in the red zone here. So good opportunity for the Eagles to shut down that
Yeah.
run, you'd think, if Jones does try to take it. But 3rd and 8, Jones about to take the snap. And we got a little motion here. Clock's ticking down. 3, 2, he takes the snap. And he's throwing it to the corner. They're going for the whole thing. And it's a great breakup. It's a great breakup by Darius Slay. Come on, no flags. No flags, no flags, no flags, no flags.
No flag.
Detroit on
Fourth
Detroit
down.
crime.
All right.
How
Good
dare
play,
he? He's probably
play.
saying, "How dare you?" Yeah, he did. He just wagged the finger. There you go.
Like, I know you. I used to defend you in practice. You stink.
Yeah.
Did Darius Slay buy the finger wag back from Jalen Mills? By the way, that happened before he left. Just want to make sure that transfer happened.
Yeah, I think he did. There was an exchange. You do like with jersey numbers. You know,
Yeah.
you pay so much money. Yeah, same thing.
$20. $20 on the way out for the finger wag.
Probably.
Miss
But-
this kick.
Field
I
goal
think
attempt.
because Vince dressed the way he did, you're going to miss this kick. Oh, Graham Gano
just
wanted to miss
inside,
that
inside.
kick.
All right.
If he saw Vince in person, I bet he did. So
Yeah, he would be horrified and he'd gouge out his own eyes, but you're all welcome. So let me say this. If the Eagles go up 14 today,
yes,
I'm putting it away. I'll put it away.
Thank you.
I'll put it away. So
please,
Thank you,
please.
Tommy Pickles.
Yeah, the Henry James Saloon is begging. It's begging for that 14-point lead right now. I love it.
yeah, so because this is not pretty, and frankly, it's not comfortable either. There's nothing comfortable about this. It's all a bad decision. So let's get John back in here as he's been out and about.
I do like Kyle Bennett's Deshaun Jackson jersey, as I was trying to say that. It's been 10 years. You reminded me of that today since the Miracle at the Meadowlands.
Wow. By the way, they should have
Part
re-signed Deshaun. They should have totally brought him back when he was a free agent. They should have done it. Like, look at what he's doing for the Raiders.
I guess.
Look at him.
I didn't want to do. You wanted to do that for a fourth
I hate
time?
that. I
yes,
hate that.
yes.
I hate when a guy will catch like one long ball, and then all of a sudden, yeah,
Yeah.
he's great, bring him back, and then for the rest of the season, I guarantee you, he will not do jack shit.
Okay, neither does Quez
Stop it.
Watkins, though.
I'm trying to sign people for one play.
Quez
Yeah,
costs-
maybe he's one
We
play.
don't get
GM.
any place from anybody else.
Quez Watkins doesn't even cost $1 million.
What is the Deshaun doesn't either.
Yes, he does.
What's
he
he cost?
does.
Isn't he like vet minimum right now?
I don't know. Taylor, do you know that?
He
No,
thinks
yeah.
Jackson the ultimate sports radio caller signing. They have nobody else.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, you sign him and he gets hurt in 2 weeks. I don't care. You have You're playing Jalen Rager. You're playing Jalen Rager.
Well, that's-
Get him off the field.
Yeah, but J-Jaw has more catches than Jalen Rager. I mean, we can start there. That's what I'm saying. Let's
Get
work our
J-Jaw.
way up to Deshaun Jackson.
J-Jaw
Let's
had the
just-
catch of the season last week, people.
We're working
Let's
our
not
way
forget.
down to Deshaun Jackson
Yeah.
is really what's happened. I
Yeah.
didn't want him necessarily to start the year, but when you got nothing anywhere else, so you get desperate. You look around, you go like, we got to get production somewhere.
Yeah,
Deshaun.
I guess. I don't want to. I mean, that's like ever since Chip Kelly, Taylor's right. That's just been. It's either it used to be that, and then it used to be coaches. So you don't really have to do that anymore for some reason, which is really nice. But no, I'm good with Deshaun never being here. However, I will make the case for more pass rushers. I was just saying, we're so hepped up on finding Russell Wilson. At least he is.
Yep.
Or that veteran quarterback that we all want to trade for. How about a guy like I don't know, Carl Lawson, 29, going or Eric Armstead. There are guys out there that have draft capital where you could fix that defense, not necessarily worry about where Fletcher Cox is going. You could trade him in the offseason and still kind of upgrade your line a little bit. I don't know. We need to start thinking about this because on this drive right now, Jalen Hurts is going to score a touchdown, only cementing that he's going to be here next year. Just further and further on cementing here,
All right. I mean,
What do
look,
you guys think? Right? Who is ever watching live? Field goal, touchdown, punt coming. You let us know. Or other.
yeah, that works. 0 for a punt.
Zero more.
Or just type the words.
Yeah, whatever. If you can
I
type it in.
need to see Boston Scott or Kenny Gainwell on this drive, immediately.
Was it Miles Sanders to open the drive?
Yes.
The drive?
Yes.
That's the problem.
and
Exactly.
a run for a loss. So there you go.
Well, yeah, that's the Miles Sanders
I
experience,
need
baby.
Boston Scott right now.
All right.
please.
Well, then I'm going to maybe if we just talk shit about Miles Sanders while this is happening,
You
he'll actually do
bum.
something. He cannot come back to this team next year.
That's
No.
right. Get out of bum town. You no talent.
And
bum.
he's here again. They're going to try and force this forever. But I'm starting to lean into it. I don't think Miles Sanders is still part of the problem in the running game, especially with the offense is giving him as they hand it off to him, off tackle to the left hand side.
And he gets
and of
about
course,
8.
now he's listening, and there's 9 yards, and there's some
Shit
big
talking
claps.
works.
See, I'm telling you,
Gotta
just
tear
keep
him down and
just
build
keep
him up.
yelling at Miles Sanders, and
stink.
we've got a bunch of run the balls down the bar here.
You named your dog after Miles Sanders? That's
No.
sad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
Francisco's
imaginary
here.
dog. Okay.
Yeah.
John, you wanted to bring up pass rushers, and I personally think they're going to draft one, so that's why they haven't really talked about it. But I have one if you want to trade for it,
Okay.
because this team is rebuilding. He's in his prime. Would you say yes or no to Grady Jarrett?
Ooh,
Man.
interesting.
First down, Miles Sanders.
First down, Miles Sanders, indeed. Probably.
He's 28.
I would think about it. I think he's a little overrated down there in Atlanta. I think Atlanta's kind of sick of him too. But exactly, he fits in that Carl Lawson plus like category. Absolutely.
He's only 28. I would have sworn Grady Jarrett's like 33. It just feels like he's been in the league forever. Man, that's wow. Yeah, okay. I'd be down for that. 100%.
All right, let's see if the shit talking still works. Miles Sanders able to get a first down drive out of this. They are chugging right along here. They go in ace formation, fake pitch. Jalen Hurts keeps it, rolls out to his left, looking for somebody, and doesn't find Devontae Smith or Dallas Goedert. Covered pretty well, and they had a pass rusher wanting to break off his head there. So
Yeah, Devontae Smith was down the field, tries to come back because Hurts, once he rolls out, you're trying to make that pass pretty quickly. Goddard's covered going to the sideline. Smith was down the field, worked his way back to try to help out Hurts. Just a bad ball.
Yeah,
Not much you can do.
behind him.
yep. And man,
What are you doing?
DB's
Yeah,
doing
because your
push-ups.
push-ups are the reason why he threw a pass that was behind his receiver. It's all
Love
you,
that.
baby.
Love that. Always, if you're watching, hello. Thanks again. Let us know that you are around. Love to hear from you. 2nd and 10. RPO, handoff fakes to Sanders. Jalen Hurts has all time to throw. Right to Devontae Smith. Gets across midfield. Another set of first downs for your boy there, Vince Quinn.
Well, yeah, it's a guy who I will say this every week. He needs 10 targets a game. He needs 10. Like that's the
Absolutely.
mark. I don't care how you do it, when you do it, whatever. 10 times throughout the game, he's got to get the ball. He's got 2 targets so far.
Yep.
On a good track.
This is exactly what we talked about on the pod here, Dubs. Got to get him involved early. Got to
Oh,
get Goddard
absolutely.
here
He was
early.
Dub's dude. I didn't bring the head out, but Devontae Smith is Dub's dude. He's over
Should
there in
be
the
today.
All
back.
right, it's good to know.
Should be today. I bet Giants fans are crying over and over in their spilled milk as the handoff goes to Miles
This
Sanders.
is so whole. That's
And,
6 yards.
It's a nice big Yeah, huge. In fact,
Yeah.
bulldozing type lanes again from the offensive line.
Do you think Devontae Smith is still sad that he's not a New York Giant?
Oh, Kelsey limped off the field.
Oh,
according
man.
to Hitch?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
God.
from Hitch.
Under center, please.
All
So
right.
is that Herbie under center right now?
Yeah,
looks as if.
Dickerson's next to him, so it looks like it's Herbig at center right now.
All right, Jalen Hurts in shotgun, 2nd and 5, snaps a little high, to be expected. Right out to Miles Sanders in the flat, slips and falls down, and I believe gets a half a yard out of the deal. So, yeah, definitely not a fumble. Even the Giants are acting as if that happened there. Yeah, I just, I don't know. It's a little lackluster so far, fellas. I'm gonna offensively.
Yeah, they're a little flat right now. I mean, you're opening up some holes. Like you said in the running game, some of the holes are massive. So that's something that
Yep.
tells you over the course of the game they should be fine there. But the passing right now, and Taylor mentioned this too, not sharp from Jalen Hurts so
not
far.
at all.
Not sharp.
Not sharp. Just 4 passes so far on the second series. Eagles are on the Giants 44, 3rd and 5. 7 and ticking down on the clock. 3 wide to his left. Miles Sanders there as well. And now a sprinting Jalen Reagor. Nope, Quez Watkins goes from left to right. Pocket collapsing a little bit. Rolls to his right.
There you go.
Throwing downfield. Has Quez Watkins.
Oh!
And it is a big-time catch on the
Let's
sidelines.
go.
Hank Basket
right.
once again proving that Vince Quinn wrong. As I think we can start saying Quez Watkins now.
Quez
Not just
Watkins.
a guy.
There we go.
Quinn.
That's the first time in 6 weeks he's done anything. That's
That's the first time
exactly
to throw
my
him the
point.
ball. Tell him to throw him the
He's
ball.
got to get open
Still
to
working
get
his
the
He's
ball.
open and they don't throw him the ball. No, he's blowing Devontae Smith out there, and I got to throw him the ball every time.
And in fact,
They don't throw
He
him the
doesn't
ball
go
either.
through his progressions at
What are you
all.
talking about? They run 50
first and
times a
10.
game.
First and 10. They go a little bit tempo. Jalen Hurts RPO screen to the left-hand side to
And
Quez
Quez
Watkins.
makes something
which
out of nothing.
I have not seen since 2013. That is in Chip Kelly's playbook. He used to run it all the time. I'm glad to
yeah.
see it make it in there. That is
Every
a cool
fifth
play.
play was that play.
Yes, every
Yeah.
fifth play was the RPO run to the screen. Exactly, exactly.
No, it was that
Let's
all the
get back
time,
to that
but-
for a second. First of all, a fantastic route by Quez Watkins there. Not only going out and making the DB's life hell, but the comeback route, 2 yards in.
Feet down. Mwah.
No, that's one
Big
of the
ball
best
Sirianni
qualities.
would appreciate it.
That's one of the best things about Quez. He will go up and get the ball. So I like that about him. That's what made him such an exciting prospect.
2nd and 8. Giants look like they might bring a
I
linebacker
need
from the
these snaps
outside.
to get down, please.
Hurts takes it. They pick it up beautifully. Has plenty of time in the middle. Works it. And Boston Scott, who should be getting the ball like 30 times today,
Exactly.
I believe makes his second touch of the game. So there
Yep.
we go. 3rd and 5.
All right.
Chugging it right along.
Mirroring what the Giants did, by the way. Giants go 3 and out, move the ball down the field. They ended up having to kick a field goal for the Eagles, 3 and out. Now they're figuring out a drive here, got some momentum. It's a
Gotta
good
get a
thing to see.
touchdown now.
So thanks, Vince, for allowing us to end this drive in a field goal. Thank you for jinxing us. Thank
Hey,
you.
No, I'm dressed
We
as a
appreciate
Giant,
it.
and I will get us a touchdown. All right, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're
Okay.
welcome.
Well, we're all starting out in a good space because Boston Scott is on the field in 3rd and 5. They have got 3 wide to his left. Devontae in motion, stops there. Plenty of time. Hurts backs up. Still got time. Throws towards the end zone and it is
Intercepted!
picked off. I mean, just a terrible throw from Jalen Hurts. Runs all the way back to the original line of scrimmage.
Terrible.
Unbelievably bad throw. I guess we can put that report on hold for a moment. Goodness gracious, that was terrible. It's one of Jalen Hurts' biggest fans. It's probably
there's a
one of the worst
flag.
balls. There is a flag on the field. I believe it's after the play because the offense is still working its way
Yeah.
off the field. Unbelievably bad throw, though. Would like to see that again. Dubs, do you know what he was looking at there?
I have no idea. There was nobody there, and Quez, who was in the immediate vicinity, was double covered.
Yeah, there was. Kyle, did you guys see anything? What was Jalen seeing there?
He was looking at Vince.
But luckily, the bellandthebirdmen.com sign that we have here, which we did just update, by the way,
Yes.
all of our stuff you can find at bellandthebirdmen.com, covering my midriff.
It is. It's nice.
It's an artful placement. I don't know if Taylor did that by design or whatever, but it was brilliant.
No, thank
The
you very
flag
much.
is picked up. There's
Yeah.
no foul on the play.
Yep. No. So it was. Joe Judge is actually mad that they picked it up too. We're seeing the replay for the first. Oh, you know what it is? I'm going to say something, and you're not going to like it. Quez Watkins stopped on this route. He dead stopped, and Jalen was throwing to where I thought he was supposedly going to be. So there is definitely a cross up
Oh,
there.
wow. So a fringe big play wide receiver that makes
Yes.
a terrible
Yeah.
play. Does that sound like Hank Basket?
All right, back to Hank
Does-
Basket.
we're back.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
We reverted. We
I think
reverted
we're
back
back.
to basket.
look how Vince was right in literally one play to another.
Yeah, and by the way, I gotta say this too, because this is one of the bigger storylines with today, right? For the Giants side, it's hey, Dave Gettleman's probably going to get canned after this season.
Yep.
That should be a factor today. You would figure the Giants that messes with them, but on the other side, you're getting all the reporting that okay, well the Eagles. They're going to stay with Jalen Hurts if he continues to ride the wave the way you think. Well, now he's having a day like this to start. He looks god-awful, and it's like, all right, well, it convinced me I'm wrong with Russell Wilson. So that's where it's at right now.
Yeah, and this is just a typical kind of like first quarter Eagles blues where I'm sure everyone on Twitter right now is throwing themselves off the Franklin Bridge or whatever whatever kind of a bridge of choice you want to Tacoma we can throw out there too, all that other stuff. But they will. I still find it very hard for the Eagles to lose this game.
It's almost time for the Dubs meltdown, though, like I had last week. It's over! It's done! Finish it! Bulldoze! It's over! I am the Randy Quaid of Eagles fans. You know, like the minute it doesn't go well, I'm off the rails. It's done. It's
All
over.
right. Yes. So checking in real quick, Steven's telling us that the broadcast was saying it should have been a defensive pass interference. I would like to get another look at that. I didn't get a good look at the replay. And this is from Hitch, of course. Kelsey jogging to the locker room.
Not a great sign. I know that they were going kind of back and he's been dealing with trainer stuff for weeks. So I don't know what he always does that too. You know that about him. He will play until his legs fall off. So it's got to be bothering him pretty significantly, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Hope he can return to the game, though. I do think that makes a little bit of makes a huge difference. That's one thing is going to be really hard to replace. Are you guys? I'm really surprised they didn't. Probably because he didn't train there. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Dickerson was a center the last time he was in college, right? The last year.
Yeah, he was a center at Alabama. Yep.
Probably just how it works out numbers-wise. I'm surprised Dickerson's not playing center.
Well, it's a continuity thing, and it's also a credit to Jeff Stoutland. I mean, Nate Herbig's a guy from nowhere. He's played left guard, right guard. Now he's playing center. It's amazing.
Come right back to commercial. Daniel Jones freaking fires a rocket for about 15 yards to Slayton there. So that'll be first and 10 upcoming for them. Real big possession for the defense here, guys. Unfortunately, they've been bailing out this team more than the offense.
Yeah.
Again. When are we going to get rid of this?
Yeah. Taylor just putting it up, and he's right. You got to stick to man coverage here.
Yes.
Force those guys to beat you. Send pressure. You can make this hell for Daniel Jones today, and right now they're giving him time.
Looks like they're going to take Taylor's advice right now. Yep. I see a little bit of sneaking pressure. Again, go RPO right to is that Saquon there?
Yeah. And he's tripped up by TJ Edwards.
So a minuscule 2 yards for the big guy out of Penn State. A lot of Penn State running backs we're not fans of around here in this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably a trap game, Steven. Uh-oh. I don't know how this could be a trap game if the rest of the schedule are nothing but trap games. Every week's a trap. Especially, man, the Giants are missing so many pieces offensively. It's kind of upsetting that this isn't just a more dominating fashion here. So
rough start so far. Rough start, a little lumpy. You end the first quarter here. Giants going to be up 3-0. Ugly, not disastrous, but ugly.
I can't can we just feel good about one game for once, just from start to finish? Be like, this is not a problem. Even last week with the big blowout. It's still a little uncomfortable. It's a little uncomfortable with the Henry James Saloon. I feel like people are sweating.
Yeah.
And they need more liquid death in their bodies to, help them consume and cool off. So please do so with us. liquiddeath.com/bell, by the way, if you ever need, as Joe's pointing out right here,
modeling
one
it
of these
beautifully.
Lovely cases and or cans in your store, your fridge, your workspace, the motivation while you're doing push-ups, whatever you need. liquiddeath.com/bell for free shipping for every single case of water that you buy via us. So, what do you think here? I would say let's dial up some pressure and make Daniel Jones sweat, make him not even get into the red zone here, guys.
Yeah, you got to send heat constantly. I mean, it's the only answer for this. Looking at how everything is set up for the Eagles and what they do and what the Giants don't have, send the heat, send it every single play. I don't care. Play it like an 8-year-old in Madden. I'd force Daniel Jones to beat you with his arm. If you can pressure him and get him into mistakes, he makes them all the time. Make him do it.
Yeah. Dubs, you agree with that? Or Kinda
yeah,
just-
you gotta bring the pain, you gotta bring the pressure, you gotta play man. Send those guys, send the linebackers, send the safeties and corners like you've been doing the last couple of weeks. Bring somebody. You gotta bring more people than they can block, and just force them to beat you. Force them to think quicker, make quicker plays. Usually those lead to mistakes. Mistakes lead to turnovers.
Yep.
Turnovers change games.
And they're definitely going to need a turnover in this one. I can't believe I'm saying that already. Taylor showing us a little bit of a preview of the Jets and who the Eagles are playing next week. Apparently, Zach Wilson doing his best Wentz impression by throwing a shovel pass to the one of his teammates, followed by an interception. So that is one of the back of his teammates. That's even better. So both quarterbacks in this game and next week, very, very beatable. And that's exciting.
Yeah. Now, I know we had talked about, now, Prem, are you down there? Can you hear me, Prem? Are you ready to go, my friend? So, Prem was going to be checking in with someone to get his take real quick, and he looks totally distracted.
Nice.
All right, well, yeah, and you know what? All right, we'll get Prem later. We're hitting the second quarter. We'll figure it out some other time. He's spinning tunes. He's happy.
What the hell was that, Daniel Jones?
That was
Saquon had the ball for like 3 seconds already. Then Daniel Jones turns like he's
that's
still in the middle of his fucking.
That's every
bump lead.
quarterback's favorite move.
Like, dude,
Tom Brady does it all the
ball's
time.
already gone. I'm
Yeah.
not falling for your fake anymore.
But some safeties, you'd be surprised.
Yep.
See ghost loop jitters,
3rd and
things
7
like
now.
that.
Need to stop here immediately.
Big time stop, 3rd and 7. It's going to happen right now. Actually, that's I'm calling it right now. Giants are already towards the midfield here. They're going to bring pressure. They're do.
Sending the house.
And the house doesn't quite get there.
God.
Who is that completely uncovered?
Avonte Maddox didn't cover his guy.
No one covered the middle of the field as they sent most of the house there. First down, Jonathan Ross not running sprints, running crossing routes, and that's good enough for about 12 yards and a first down there, fellas.
Wow, that was awful. That was awful. I
Yeah.
mean, you just send all those guys, great. No problem
Yeah.
there. But the coverage gets jacked up.
Why
It looked like
did
zone. It looked like zone
No,
still
that was-
with all the
that was-
guys they sent. They were sitting off a little bit.
Avonte Maddox didn't know where Rodney McLeod was, or he would not have covered that receiver.
Straight man-to-man. They came out of a bunch set, and everyone got confused. Maddox and McLeod ended up going to Evan Ingram, and that's what John Ross just slid underneath on what was like a semi-rub route.
Yeah.
Play clock running down to 0 yet again. They get another free play. Oh, finally.
Nope,
Finally.
delay of game.
Can't get away with it twice. So
Wow.
5 yards coming back on the Giants here after an exciting Jonathan Ross first down catch.
With the Giants pushing every boundary imaginable today when it comes to holding every
Timeout.
single
They
play.
get the timeout.
Oh, they get the timeout
What?
in. Unbelievable from the sideline. So the wonderful Giants managing this game perfectly, using their timeouts early after big plays. And, yes, you should be blaming Vince, Steven, because everyone else seems to, I guess.
It's
Yes.
not. No one else blames me for anything. Okay, my takes are great. I've done nothing but this is for us. Okay, this is for us.
I
Willed
don't
it-
want
we
it.
willed
us.
it in there. Yes, indeed.
Okay,
Us don't want it. Us need you to
you don't
take
want
it
wins.
off.
You don't want wins because I'm on a hot streak right now.
You're on a hot
Every
streak?
team
All
I
right.
dress up as loses. That's all I'm saying. I'm on a 5-week streak.
A 5-week
Yeah.
streak. It is painful, but it must be done, and that is why it is here. You know, to
Beautiful
ensure-
streak.
God, he's rubbing it down.
It's a beautiful streak.
Oh my
It's a
God.
beautiful streak.
Jonathan Gannon not sitting by himself, by the way. 1st and 10. I don't know why it's 1st and 10. It should be 1st and 15. Oh, no, they got the timeout.
Yeah,
That's right.
timeout was junk.
Goes nowhere for about a
They got
yard
the
and a
run
half.
shut down. You cannot let Daniel Jones pick you apart.
It's only thrown
That's
9
embarrassing.
passes
They
today.
have no run game whatsoever. Do not let him pick you apart.
No.
No,
Which,
no.
Wait, Gannon letting an average quarterback pick him apart? No.
Never happens
That's
around
no,
these
wait,
parts.
that's not how they do any business down here.
He needs to go stand by the other side of the 20. I think that's what the problem is, Vince. That's what it is. He's
Yeah.
too involved with the teammates.
there you
He's
have
too
it.
close to
There
the
you
bench.
I'm going to have to sit on the other side of a 40, but it's a different issue.
2nd and 9, Saquon Barkley's cleared out. I believe that they're just going to go empty set here, and they do. So 5 wide for Jones. And quick out. Almost intercepted and caught
man.
in the air for 5 yards as
TJ
TJ
Edwards was there. He read it.
tries to make the pick 6 happen, and it ends up being a completion 3rd and I believe 3 coming up for the Giants. Unreal.
Dude, TJ Edwards again. I mean, another week of this guy making a play. Like, these are the things we haven't seen from linebackers in a long time. And I was thinking about Edwards before I had said Jordan Hicks. He gives me a little bit of that Jordan Hicks vibe, and here you're seeing it again.
So, hopefully he connects next time, 3rd and 3. And they can't. It's unbelievable. TJ Edwards can make a play, and the Giants can still gain 3 yards out of the deal. So 3rd and 3 is Jones in shotgun.
Why are
Play
you
clock
playing
down
so
to
long?
0. And
All
Daniel Jones throws to
No
no one
one.
in particular.
No flag.
No
No flag.
flags.
Come on, baby.
I think they got to go for it here. They're in no man's land. No way they're going to go for a field goal again, are they?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Freddie Kitchens, I mean, this was the whole mystery, so we're going to find out, I guess. It looks like it. It looks like they're just shifting the guy off the field. No? Let's find out.
From this,
They trying to call
vantage point
interference
you're
on
looking
there?
at.
No.
If they were smart, they'd go for it.
You're looking at
But they're not.
50
They're
plus here.
kicking. What a bunch of losers. This is a loser mentality if I've ever seen it.
So to go
Because
up,
Graham Gano from 50.
You're a
51.
3-7 team at home. What are you doing?
the kick is up, and it is.
It's gonna miss. Come
No
on.
good.
No
No
good.
good.
It
He
is
missed.
no good.
No good. No good. I saw it when he left his leg. He was pushing.
Look at that. What an unbleevable coward
Pushes
move.
it wide right.
That's so stupid. So stupid. I enjoy the Giants thoroughly. You should be too. That's now we just. I think they go for the deep shot right away.
Well,
Immediately.
why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you got nothing to lose right now. Go for it. Just make them think about it, and then again, open up the run game and all that other stuff. Yeah, take a shot.
Pretty much right on the 50 already. So
Yeah.
I like that here. Let's see some aggressiveness to throw them off schedule, as they say.
I will say this. Here's the one downside if you're going to take a shot.
Yeah.
Hurts stinks today.
Well, for now, you got to get
yeah.
you got to
Yeah.
get your quarterback in rhythm somehow. Get their confidence up, get the offense's confidence up, or just 11 yards at a time on the ground. That's fine.
Right.
Either
Yeah.
way. But I think a deep shot's coming.
All right. Well, Barney was shaking his head over there, so suggesting the deep shot. Barney, you want to get in? We haven't been able to talk
Yeah,
to you
yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Let's get Barney in here.
Yeah.
So-
Thank you, Dubs. Enjoy the
No problem.
fries.
We will talk to you shortly. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I got to get myself back in a good mental space after seeing that. I got to go collect myself after
Yeah.
seeing
What?
Right here,
Vince
Barn.
Glenn right here,
Yeah,
Barn.
you're going to be in for Dubs over there. Yeah. I look fabulous, by the way. How dare you?
Yeah,
How dare you?
comparatively to someone who's got like a suit and tie on, basically, to
Yeah,
what I would see in Police Academy 2.
This is like the worst 80s strip club you've ever been to is this outfit.
That is absolutely right. And that is why we need Vince Quinn to ensure the victory. That's what I'm saying. If you're wearing this for a victory and it doesn't happen, yikes. Yikes.com.
It's a bad way to go.
No, Vince looks great. You can't even tell that he's been eating bacon grease pancakes all week, getting ready for this game.
Bacon grease potatoes, whatever
No,
it is. Did you enjoy your holiday, by the way, Vern?
I did enjoy my holiday. I ate a lot of stuffing, a lot of turkey.
Nice.
I agree with what you were saying before. I don't think turkey's the star. You know, what I mean, I
Turkey
think
should be the star.
Turkey's a mandatory eat. I definitely agree with that. And it should be cooked well. But
if you can't cook it well, don't cook it.
I don't go in for seconds on turkey. Like turkey's more like the next day, like turkey sandwich type of thing. But like on game day, it's usually like I'm going back in for stuffing. I am going in for mac because we do have mac on our table, mac and cheese.
Of course, yeah, and that's fine.
yams, some more bread. But yeah, I mean, turkey's hit or miss for me. You know?
All right, that's fair.
Yeah,
Turkey to start.
I had pretty good turkey this year, but they did the best thing, which was they made a turkey and they made a ham. So
We did the same thing.
that was
Heathens.
yeah. There you go.
Now,
So-
I will say
make
this.
turkey then.
Normally,
No.
we deep fry the turkey. I have a big fan of deep frying the turkey. We deep
Yeah.
fried our turkey the last 3 years. We didn't do it this year, but usually we deep fry our turkey.
All right.
It's
well,
amazing.
hopefully, speaking of deep fried, let's deep fry this Giants defense here. As Kenny Gainwell splitting out wide for the first time, they go bunch set to the right. Dallas Goedert in
I
motion
don't
from left
like
to right.
him in
They go
shotgun.
quick screen out to Dallas Goedert. They had the hats for a second. It's going to ends up being a loss for a yard here. Don't like that to start out. But
Well,
hey, 4 for 7 for Jalen Hurts.
But
No,
this is
there
what I'm
you
saying.
go.
They're
That's-
putting Jalen Hurts in a situation where he can't succeed. Like, I don't know why they're deviating from what worked the last couple weeks, which is lining him up in under center or having a pass over play action pass. And they haven't really done that this year. I mean, this game. I mean, they're not running the ball. They're not having him pass under play action. They're basically just lining him up in the shotgun and having him throw. And
yeah.
they're not going to
Well,
win that way.
that's because, I mean, like, we're talking about a dramatically different athletic center. right now, too. So keep that factored in. 2nd and 10. They go RPO. Plenty of time for Jalen Hurts to sit in the pocket. Goes deep down to the left-hand side into double coverage. Trying to find Hank Basket again. What is the deal?
I don't know.
Quez Watkins a main priority to target here.
Somebody's injured.
Jackson, man, their backup CB1, I believe, is rolling
Dory
around
Jackson.
here.
Yeah, so that's a Dory Jackson there that's rolling around. So that's a loss, but I mean, this is exactly what they weren't supposed to do. You go into this game and you stay true to what you've become.
Exactly.
And now it's a total departure. Why are you when you're going to run against the Saints?
Yeah.
We're talking about this. You ran into the Saints a million times, and you go into the
And
Giants.
the Broncos.
Yeah, and suddenly you're like, oh my God, we're against one of the worst run defenses in football.
Like-
What are we going to do? Like, this is too cute. This is
And not for
nonsense.
nothing,
Not too.
this
What do you?
giant-
Hold on. No.
Way too
You
cute.
guys,
This
hold
is
on.
way too
This
cute.
is not too cute.
Yes,
you just
it
had
is.
12 seconds in a clean pocket.
Doesn't
Don't
matter.
tell me that doesn't work.
Here's the
Well,
thing.
they're 3rd and 10. Is it working?
Here's the thing.
No, it's 3rd and 10.
What if I-
Yeah.
what
Better
if I
run the
said-
ball
This
for
is a terrible 3rd and
What
10
if I
team.
literally
They're
said
not built
all,
for this.
What if I literally said all season? You run in the face
I
of
don't care.
adversity.
Just don't call it too cute. A
It
quarterback
is.
having millions of time in the pocket is not getting too
when we
cute.
say too cute, is mean don't revert back to what you were doing all
That's not
season
cute.
and
Throwing
laying the
expecting your quarterback to throw the football
What
on
if I
3rd and
said
10,
all
which
season?
he's going to do
Well,
right
now
here.
you have to.
3rd and 10 from their Eagles' own 40. Pass rush up and getting swamped all over the place. Flicks it out into the air for Dallas Goedert.
What if I said all season? You're letting the defense dictate what you do on offense, and they're clearly seeing that right now. This Giants defense does not want you to run the ball, and they're basically setting it up so, hey, we're going to put 5, 6 in the box, we're going to force you to pass, and they're passing instead of running in the face of adversity. If you keep running the ball for 2 or 3 quarters, by the 3rd quarter, they're not going to want to see you anymore. So you're going to do whatever you want. And that's what they've been doing the last 4 weeks, and that's why it's been working. Vince is right. They're getting too cute.
This
and they're
is not,
deviating from what
guys,
works.
passing plays don't mean cute.
It
Please
does mean
eliminate
cute
that.
because
That
that's not
doesn't
what
mean-
works.
No, no,
That's
no.
not your identity. Your identity is
Yeah.
running the ball, not
guys,
passing.
you have to throw in this league. I don't give
Occasionally.
a flying hoot on.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's occasionally. That's on a drive where they're telling you you're going to have to throw to beat us. So why wouldn't you be doing that? That's a smart thing to do. That's a numbers call. They had all day. Except for that 3rd and 10 throw. They were blitzing. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm running her. I mean, you had some rhythm on the drive that worked because they've now had 3 drives. One stunk. You're 3 and out. This one, I don't know. You got maybe a first down. They're out. But
Yeah.
when they went down the field, that was a drive where they were primarily running the ball.
Yeah.
Like, stick with that. When you're getting 6, 7 yards a carry right now, hey, again, you want to work in the pass game. You want to build that. You want to have the play action to be able to take shots and all that stuff. But they're a team that is based on the run now, and you run to set up the pass, and they're not doing that.
Yeah.
Well, the run's not setting up the pass either
Well,
because
they're
they were
not-
running semi-successfully. They're trying to throw the ball, and they can't.
They're
So
running
that's-
semi-successfully, and then they're abandoning the run. For instance, 3rd and 5. There's no reason
It's
why
not
you don't.
abandoning. You're just forgetting the negative plays
Third-
that happen.
third
And
and
by
five.
the way, to Dallas Goedert is a running play on the screen. So
Kind
our
of, sort
screens,
of.
our screens too
Yeah.
cute, guys.
RPOs
Can't run screens anymore.
RPOs
For
are
the
technically
Eagles,
running
yes.
plays, I guess, if you run too, but they're not really running plays. It's the way you run.
Yeah.
It's the way you throw. It's the opportunities that you take. It's how you use your opportunities. On 3rd and 5, if they're stacking the box for you, you run anyway. Worst that can happen is you're 4th and 5. You're less likely to fumble versus throwing an interception.
I don't
there.
want my team running on 2nd and 10 because that's the what you.
Why don't you want your team running on 2nd
Because
and
it's
10?
2nd and 10, 1st and 10,
Yeah.
and you had a running play, which is a screen, and
Okay.
it didn't work. Actually, now you're 2nd and 11, and you're asking this team to just run the ball twice.
Yeah,
After
I-
that,
I
that's
am
ridiculous.
actually. I
And
am. I am.
that
Because
offensive
you know
line.
why?
Listen,
Because-
Barney, you need to listen.
Okay.
That offensive line gave them 12 seconds. Explain to me how that's a bad call. Because the play didn't work is not because it's a bad call. It's not didn't get cute. You have to let your quarterback throw in this league at some point in time.
Okay.
It's not. I'm just saying, like it's
I just
ridiculous.
feel like it's the way they're setting him up to throw. I basically think that they're setting him up to fail. For instance, he should only be throwing off a play action pass. Don't just put him in shotgun and expect him to just make the open throws. They're not there.
then you don't want Jalen Hurts to develop as a quarterback. You just want to
It's
go
not
win
about
games
developing.
right now.
It's about making sure he's in the best opportunity to succeed. That's the type of quarterback he is.
I don't know. I just
For instance,
disagree completely.
Well,
Daniel Jones only operates off of RPO. That's how he succeeds, allegedly. You know what I mean? It's not really working for him too much this game. But what I'm saying is, if he operates at a different, in a different level, he's not going to succeed. Lamar Jackson is the same way. Lamar Jackson is the way Jalen Hurts should be playing.
No,
Lamar's
it's not because they're two completely different quarterbacks.
They're actually very
Lamar's
similar.
a much better runner.
And Lamar had a much better throwing capability coming into the
Have you
league as well.
Have you seen their stat lines versus Lamar
They're not
Jackson's
the same
first 16
player.
games versus Jalen Hurts' first 16 games? They're very similar because they're a very similar player. They have
Yep.
very similar skill sets. And not to mention, they actually find ways to use him correctly, which we don't. And when we use Jalen Hurts correctly, which is having him, run a predominantly run-heavy offense, he succeeds.
Well, there goes Saquon Barkley in a run-heavy offense down the sideline for about, what did that end up being?
25
30
or something
some
like
yards?
that. It was a ton.
So just a killer in terms of momentum of, just a simple, not even just right up the middle. He kept to the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Just, bad rib, bad time there, Vince Quinn.
Yeah, Miles Sanders is salivating because that's what he's exactly looking to do. I mean, that's he hits the hole, then he's dancing a little bit. He's able to break it to the outside, and he gets a huge gain on that play. And for the Giants, they should try that again. Right now, their passing game, it's not great. It's not great.
No.
Here's play action pass from Jones here across the middle, caught by Kenny Galladay
It's a dangerous throw.
Another 15 yards
Yep.
or so there.
Yeah, so it
Unreal.
was about 15. Now they're right about the Eagles' 40. So within 2 plays, they really flipped the field essentially, and it's a hell of a drive. So not good.
What's up, Ryan? Thanks for watching from the UK. I don't know what's happening now either, man. Hopefully this is just the first half of the Willies and get it out. All this stuff that was coming out. Jalen Hurts being the franchise quarterback. They don't have to get on a plane and blah, blah, blah. Now they're walking up to the Meadowlands and starting to put up a stinker in the first half here. 3 wide for the Giants once again. Saquon Barkley hanging out to Daniel Jones' right-hand side. A fire out to the left-hand side. I believe that's Kenny Galladay once again. Nope. John Ross for about 9 yards.
Ew.
The second down coming up.
Ew. And, this is the thing. If you're going to do the passing game, my problem is they don't do that. Slant, 7 yards, move the chains. Great.
Simple plays.
Yeah.
Something that Devontae can do in his sleep.
Yes,
by the way.
which you got to call it.
Oh, my God.
Little fake triple option RPO for a first down here for the Giants as they creep closer to the Eagles' 25-yard line here, Barn.
Yeah, I mean, they got to do something differently right now. I think Gannon's basically reverting back to old school Gannon where he's like, okay, I really hope they don't score. Let me see if I can pull out some shit on my ass and hopefully get a third down, stop. Like that, you can tell he's literally operating his defense like he's hoping that they, make a mistake versus hey, I'm going to punch him in the mouth like I've been doing the last couple of games, and that's how your defense works.
Yep.
You mean make the opponent scared to face you.
Well, they're not scared now.
They're definitely not scared. They're doing what they want right now.
Look at this. Freddie Kitchens coming out in I
He's just
formation on
trying
first
shit.
and 10, and he hands it right off
Oh,
to
there you go.
Saquon Barkley for
There you
nothing.
go.
In fact, a little more than nothing. Let's take a yard off of that. It'll be second 11 coming up.
Let's get some more of that. You know what I mean? I saw a hit earlier in this game where Alex Singleton, he made a stop, and he was physical in that play. You know what I mean? You heard me cheering from over there. Why? Because he wrapped that guy with physicality. You know what I mean? That's no, seriously. That's what you want to see.
Because he wrapped that guy with physicality.
I like
Physicality. No, but you want to make that guy scared to come across the middle. You want him, think about making a business decision on a couple plays. You know what I mean? You don't want to make it so easy for these guys.
So,
you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
by the way, I forgot about this. They gave Daniel Jones a play call bracelet for the first time. Literally just, if you were confused
There
if they're
it is.
running Freddie.
There it is. Oh, my God. Get him. There it is.
So a flag on the play, I believe, is
That's
going to be a
hold.
hold and a sack at the same time, coming from a combo of a Barnett and the third-round pick from this year. Definitely holding on the
There you
Giants.
go.
So
All
make
right.
the second and 21 coming up for the New York Giants.
I think Gannon heard me talking about getting physical and getting aggressive, and he's like, all right, I got you. Push. More ruthless aggression from this defense. That's what we need to see.
That's what it's got to be.
That's
Yeah.
what it's got to see.
It's got to be pressure all day.
Yeah.
Yep, great. That's actually
They're
a great
not that
setup.
good. They're not that good on offense. What are we doing
they're
right now?
terrible
Why are
on
we scared of
offense.
them? You know what I mean? Stop.
They're not the Tampa Bay Bucks, unfortunately, either. I wish they was.
Yeah.
The Eagles had the Tampa Bay Bucks defense. That's why they looked so bad last week. Sorry.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm trying to apply that.
it's been a couple of weeks since a bad quarterback's really picked you apart. So let's let that happen.
Second and 21. The
There you go,
Cowards
there you
draw
go.
for a
There you
loss.
go.
Yeah. It's going to make that second and 26 or 7. Barney's ringing the bells, and I'm going to join him.
No, because you could tell we're actually getting to a point
Francisco's
where we
trying to
want
reach
to
it,
be.
too.
we're trying shit, and now it's working. So which is actually giving our defense a little confidence. Now they're not playing as scared as they were, a couple downs ago.
It's also an interesting look that they gave there. I believe it's the first time I've seen them come out in a 3-4 set almost, where Derek Barnett was standing up like a linebacker, and they had the coverage from the rest. So yeah, it was a little creativity from Jonathan Gannon there.
All right, and 3rd and 24. Send something. Send something.
Here comes the sticks.
Send them a pizza.
Yeah.
They're gonna play this way off, just rushing 4. And Daniel Jones is getting wrapped up by Derek Barnett. Come in. Avonte Maddox. Avonte Maddox.
Go!
Look at that, baby. Ring those bells, indeed, Taylor. There's the momentum swing we've needed for a little bit. Here we've got the refs on the field explaining something that better not be roughing the passer or
Just
anything
wave it off.
stupid like that.
Nothing happened.
They're
Wave it
going
off.
to check. Avonte Maddox is securing that football. Still, even though the play's been over like 30 seconds, I don't know what they're talking about here. But
They're just
are they
saying he
going to
stepped
say?
out of bounds, it came
Where's
back in on that
control? Where's
interception.
control? There's control. There's 1 foot. There's 2 feet. Oh, nope.
Oh, my God.
Nope. It's incomplete, and it's a good call. Unbelievable. Still
man.
juggling. Get on the jugs machine.
Jason Kelsey is running back to the Eagles sideline.
Hey, thank you for that. Who had that, Mr. Cowbell?
John Clark.
John Clark, Johnny Airports, we appreciate the update. That is good news. So maybe we'll see Jason Kelsey out here for this upcoming series here.
Yeah, that's what you would figure. But, hey, I mean, for the Eagles, you wanted the interception there. You still get a good feeling from the play. You get a shock of energy. 4th and 24. You're going to punt. Nice thing to see. Offense needs a little boost here.
Good
Yes.
momentum's good energy.
Definitely need something to pump up the defense. Couldn't agree more, Taylor. Maybe we'll have a Matt Dodge type scenario right now.
With Rager?
They don't even bother to punt to Rager. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. I have never seen that before in football. Unreal.
It just trickled down the sideline and just started bouncing.
I believe is it Tim Dixon? Who's their punter again? I believe it's LSU or Ohio State, but he's been with him for 6 years. The punt literally just stopped right next to the sideline and matriculated up the field for like up to the 1. I've never seen that before.
Just like perfectly rolled.
Pat McAfee is having an orgasm as we speak, I believe, right now.
Riley Dixon.
Riley Dixon. That was an unbelievable punt. Jeez. Yeah, this game is going fast, Hitch. I feel that, too. You guys feel that?
No, I'm feeling like an eternal state of agony, and this game is running forever. No, this half has been awful so far.
Yeah.
It's been awful.
It's been awful, but it's been quick. Like we're almost like midway through the second quarter, aren't we?
I guess it's like a first date. It's man. I mean,
A really bad first date?
Yeah,
Well, I
it's-
mean, if you're dressed like this.
Well, then you seal the deal. I mean, in that case, you go to the bar. You just go, hey, are you the one? Yeah, all right, let's go to my place, and you just take them straight home. I mean, this is a crowd pleaser.
Yeah. The actual play on the field does stink on both sides. This feels like a Big Ten game, very much so.
You know what this feels like? This feels like a movie that you don't really quite know the plot to yet. You're kind of watching it, and you're watching it develop, and you're like, where are they going here? Who's the main character? What's this movie about? What's the plot twist? I mean, no real team has really taken this over. I mean, and there's only been 3 points scored. So that's what I'm saying. Like, any team really, at this point can really take it over. So as long as Sirianni realizes that what he's been doing so far has not been working, makes adjustments, and runs the fucking ball. Jesus Christ, man.
That's right. I need that Barney shot in the arm right now. Which, by the way, well, one of the important notes here, I want to credit Hitch for this.
Yeah.
Where's Boston Scott? Where is he?
1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches. Where are we at with Boston Scott?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Where are we at with the whole
Kyle,
run game?
Kyle Bennett give us
Completely.
the Gilligan's Island there, too. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying. It just seems so obvious to me. It's like from game 1, I've been saying run the ball. I don't know why it's not obvious to this guy. He just needs to continue to run the ball, exert dominance on offense, and then in the third quarter, when you've run the ball down their throat, then you can do whatever the fuck you want. Play action pass, RPO, shotgun, screens.
Annexation of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, whatever you want, because they're gassed. They don't see it coming. They're mentally defeated. They're emasculated.
Hitch letting us know that Dave Zangaro is reporting that Kelsey just tried to test it out, but he's not going back in on this series. So a little more Nate Herbig, a little more. Let's see if Sirianni can make Barney happy here.
By just running the football.
Yes, please.
Unbelievable. You're treating this quarterback like he's 5 years old.
I want to see a very run-heavy drive right here.
punt,
and
interception,
you know what?
punt.
You're backed up. There's no reason not to. Get yourself out of this position. Don't let yourself.
I want them to throw deep just because
It's
of that
just
now.
spite.
I know you do.
You're fueled on spite right now.
RPO to Miles Sanders gives them a little bit of breathing room
Give
for about
yourself a
2
little
yards.
room.
That's exactly what they needed to get
That's
this
right.
offense going.
That
Guys, a
is
2-yard carry.
Give me
Good
it again.
call. Good call all around.
Give me it again.
Wait for it. Give it exactly. I'm right there with you.
All right. Hurts has only attempted 10 passes so far today. 5 of them only completed. Well, we can say 6 because one of them went to the Giants.
Yeah.
So, let's not be sticklers about the rules or
Yeah,
anything.
I mean, 6 caught balls. You know what I mean? One he didn't really want caught, but still, I mean,
Yeah.
it's-
Miles
I'm
Sanders
with you
in the
on that.
backfield again. Shotgun towards their RPO. He
There you
fakes
go.
it, pulls it
There
down
you go.
on a screen. There goes Hurts in his
Whoa.
legs to the 20, to the
Whoa.
25, to the 30, and breaks out to the
Oh,
35. A
no.
flag on the play. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens there. Francisco Rojas saying holding, no doubt about it, on the Eagles, and that is 100% true. That deserves a dead
It's almost
bell
one of
ring.
those plays where you kind of want Jalen Hurts to go down sooner, and that way you're not really risking the offensive lineman holding downfield as he's running.
Nate Herbig, the culprit here, and what do you? No, that's a.
Oh,
run
is that-
block. They're calling that a hold. They're calling a pancake block
Really?
a hold. Oh, okay. His arms on the
Okay.
The
outside.
Giant was wrapping around Herbig.
I thought that happened
caramba.
downfield.
That was like a boxer that was getting his ass kicked.
Just-
and
That's
he's
bad.
just like, all right, man, just give me a second here. And then Herbig goes down with him, and they're flagging Herbig for that.
Can you not pancake a guy anymore? Is
Yeah,
that, like,
Kelsey
not-
is literally saying
Yeah.
that is a bullshit call, and I agree.
You're
That
not allowed to
was terrible.
pancake a guy as an offensive lineman anymore. That used to be my favorite thing to do in Madden. It's just to, like, throw up that hit stick and pancake that dude coming
Yep.
forward.
Terrible, terrible call.
Yeah.
Nate Herbig just absolutely obliterated whoever that was. I can't say that word properly. Obliterated.
There we go.
2nd and 12 it ends up. So they're kind of back to where they started. And even
Yeah.
more is Jalen Hurts under center. No question about it that they're running this one. They do to Miles Sanders. He gets up the middle. Gains a good chunk of
Oh
this
my
back and
God.
almost more. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 11 yards for Miles Sanders.
Very
there you go.
ill-advised spin in there, but it worked. I don't know what he was doing.
I noticed a bunch of running backs are
Yeah.
starting to do that now. Like, hey, I'm going to spin into you and just carry my ass for another
We
2
call
yards.
that the
Yeah.
Shady McCoy style of running, where you do a little puree in the backfield and start running every which
Ooh,
way.
puree.
Puree. Puree. I don't know what it's
Pirouette?
Pirouette. I'm sorry.
Puree is like, I don't know,
Puree.
like fractions
Making a
of
tomato into a
mangoes or
sauce.
something. Yeah.
Sorry.
I love
I'm
it.
not very
No, I can't say
Yeah.
obliterated, so we're on the same page.
No, yeah.
Third and 1.
It works.
Here for your Philadelphia Eagles. They go RPO. They hand it right off, and they don't. They
JJ
fake me out. Here, JJ Arthega Whiteside, uncovered once again. The secret weapon continues to dominate his comeback run.
at that.
RPO for a first
For the
down.
love of God, JJ, go down! Go down! Don't be
That's-
trying to pull nobody with you.
2 weeks in a row, the one that some call better than DK Metcalf on his way back
right.
to finding a spot on the roster. That is 2 wrecks for 31 yards over 2 games. Better than Jalen Reagor. I just want to point that out.
Wow.
That's more yards than Jalen Reagor has had in like 5 games.
Yeah, Jalen Reagor, if he stays on this pace, is going to be at negative 47 yards.
40. Oh yeah, I'm 48 more catches away from the tattoo, as Dubs is reminding here. Jalen Hurts, RPO once again keeps it himself up the middle, faking it to Miles
There you
Sanders and
go.
gets about 6 or 7 yards there. Barney coming up clutch with the.
Just proving my point. Just proving my point. It's fine. I don't like being right some of the times, but I'll point it out every single time. Like,
No,
this is what
I'm
we
not
need to do.
disagreeing with running
Yeah.
the football. I'm disagreeing with you guys saying passing in a great pocket is cute. That is not cute.
No, I'm
That is
saying
what you're
passing
that
in
is
that
football.
situation. In that situation, that's getting cute. That's deviating from what has been working the last 4 weeks, and you know it. What's been
Jalen
working-
Hurts has to throw a football
No,
at some point. You throw against a really
No,
bad
I
team
agree.
that's
He
3
does,
and 7.
but it's about how you,
not cute.
No, it's about how you throw. It's about having him throw up a play action. It's about having him not throw 10 times in the first quarter. It's about picking the right opportunities to throw.
Jalen Hurts
And not
under
just
center to
throwing-
Boston Scott to the right-hand
There he
side. He
is.
finds
There you
it.
go.
There
Thank
he
goodness
is.
stays in bounds. First down, 6 yards and more. Hurts finally, what does that say? Oh, definitely scored here. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Every time they stack the box and beg you to throw, bad things will happen because they want you to throw. They don't want you to run. So what does that tell you? Run the fucking ball down their
That's what
throat.
RPOs are.
No,
That's what
don't.
RPOs
Well, then stop
are.
running RPOs. Stop running RPOs. That's all I got to say.
No, you got to have RPOs in the offense, man.
It's okay. You can breathe. When people pass the ball, it's not the end of the world.
I agree.
Interceptions
but
are terrible. I'm not trying to make that up.
There's
for
a
him.
way to pass the ball. First, it's
11 times. He's thrown 11 times in one half.
I'm just saying.
He's on pace for 22.
Well, yes.
Listen,
Now they've
Play
balanced
action
it out.
pass is a fine way to throw the ball in my mind. You don't always
Listen,
have,
Barney Ryan, it's okay to throw the ball.
Hey. There was
Barney
some-
Ryan is a good nickname. I like that.
That's a
I
really
think
good
you are
nickname.
Barney Ryan.
Hey, his offense worked a little bit. I'm just saying.
No, it didn't. That offense stunk. But here's the other
They
thing
had no
for Hurts,
quarterback.
though.
They had no quarterback.
Here's the thing. Hurts has low passing numbers right now, in part because the drives have stalled and failed, and they have no points. So it's one thing influences the other two. You know what I mean? Like, that does matter. So right now, yeah, the running game is working. You're doing the little dump-off stuff to complement it. This is a nice balance on the drive. This is what the offense should look like. You keep this going, get in the end zone.
The expected points per attempt is precipitously dropping in this game. I can tell you that much when they keep running the football. Here it is to Boston Scott
I'm
and
right with you
RPO.
on it. The offense is looking exactly how it should look. I'm right there with you on this.
Ugh. I think it's that's what I'm saying. Like we will enjoy this victory however it comes because it's coming. But unfortunately, I'm going to be the bad guy. You cannot sustain this for a playoff run.
See this piece of
Cannot.
paper? I'm going to turn it over, and I'm just going to write "run" on it in big letters.
That's all Barney. That's all Barney wants to do. Is
the
just run
number
the ball.
one
Look, it's fine.
thing we need to do to win this game is run.
Right. But the number one thing to do to win a playoff game is be able to throw a football consistently. This is one of the things that we talked about on the podcast, Vince.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're not seeing it here. When I'm saying competency from Nick Sirianni, and I believe that Jeff Stoutland is the creator of most of this running game of what you're seeing here.
Yeah.
Let's them proven wrong. I'm happy to see examples.
Well, I will say this.
Hold on. But in terms of Nick Sirianni's background, being a wide receiver coach, understanding routes, game planning for that, we have not seen, and maybe this is just the quarterback, but we have not seen a competent passing game yet. Not yet. Not one thing that you can hang your head on that's the bread and butter, like the RPO or whatever you want to hang. So I still haven't seen that yet today. That's my biggest problem, is if you're going to get cute and throw the football, you should probably have some good plays.
Well,
and they don't have that in the passing game.
All their passing game is shots down the field. So it's that or things behind the line of scrimmage. And there's nothing in between. And there's nothing in the middle of the field. And those are the things that you need, like those easy – because, again, it's all about building the offense around a young, growing quarterback that you want to develop. But you have to have that offensive rhythm. You want long drives. You got to sustain that through getting 5 yards on a simple out or a slant or whatever it is. And they don't do those things ever.
Yeah,
when they do it, they get away from it.
It's crazy to me. Like, especially to help out Jalen Hurts, who isn't the greatest thrower in the world, can throw a dart in terms of slant routes.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like, go
Yeah.
set them, especially on pressures or screens or whatever. Like, you have to get Jalen's arm in a confident mode like you used to do with everybody else that has come through Andy Reid and beyond. Like, get your quarterback in rhythm, and they don't seem to have anything to do that.
No.
Is that the quarterback or is that the coach?
Well, you know what it is. Now that Jason
one is it
Garrett's
more of?
available, we should go and let's bring in Jason Garrett.
That's the last
He's going to
thing.
solve all of our problems, guys. We just need a little Jason Garrett in our lives. But yeah, I don't know what you do. I mean, you think of like over the years, like in the Andy era, there were all these different assistants that would come through and be like, all right, it's Brad Childress for a little bit,
Yep.
it's Marty Morningweg, and like these different guys would add some elements of the West Coast system, but you don't have that West Coast flavor when it comes to the passing game. We're so accustomed to that. And to not have any of it in the passing game is it's alarming. I mean, basic dump-offs to the running back and all that stuff.
The homie, Giovanni Hamilton, Gio the podcast.
Yes.
Use Boston Scott more
Yeah. Is
on his Twitter.
that
That's
right?
At Gio the
awesome.
Thank you,
Podcaster. All
Gio.
caps.
See, you know what's going on. Score
my
here,
guy right
score
there.
to the start. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Ryan. Score right now, get the ball back. Jalen Hurts
There it
RPO
is.
and his
Yeah.
speed. Wonderful for about
Let's go.
13 yards and more. First down into Giants territory. Bell rings all around.
Listen, and not to sound like, Barney Ryan or old VHS tape, But to answer your question, running the ball and playing great defense has won football games for literally 100 fucking years. Why are we doing anything
Because the
differently right
game
now?
is 100 years old and it has changed in the last
it has
10
not.
so
it
dramatically.
Has not, and Patrick Mahomes proved that last year by losing the
Oh
Super
my
Bowl,
God.
throwing
By
the ball
losing
50
what?
Losing the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
He lost the
exactly.
Super Bowl.
He got there as Jalen Hurts is trying to lead this team to the playoffs first and 10, fires a rocket.
Patrick Mahomes proved that you can't just throw your way to another Super Bowl win.
But
He threw
another.
50
He did it once.
No.
He already did it. He did it
and
3
brought them
years
back.
ago.
What are you talking about?
come
and is going
on,
to do the
man.
same thing again this year.
Is he?
Yes!
You think Patrick Mahomes is going to win the Super Bowl this
I think
year?
they're going to be in the AFC Championship game again. Yes,
Eh.
indeed. 2nd and 6
Eh.
after the Jalen Hurts run. RPO. He keeps it again, and he goes up the
Wow.
middle, and he's to
Look
the
at
30,
him
to the
go.
25, spins out to the 20.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There we go.
All right.
Another bell rings, another first downs. Jalen Hurts and his
Nick
legs still
Sirianni
superior.
is finally coming on that push a steam bandwagon
Jeff's-
and running the ball.
Jeff Stoutland.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, the less any of this develops as a passing game, the more I'm thinking about Stoutland. Yeah, like this. That's why these next couple of weeks
Yep.
matter. Sirianni, former wide receiver, needs to get something out of the passing offense. He hasn't done it at all this year. At all.
And Hurts, too. We'll put it on both of them, but mostly Sirianni. And I just have felt that all since the jump here. Like, there isn't
All right.
a progress absolutely anywhere here.
Dubs
so.
is fired up about something.
Dubs-
What's on your mind,
fired
Dubs?
up.
Somebody in the Dubs Dudes and Dudes said Jalen Hurts should use his legs because that's his best attribute, and they should get him moving in any way possible. Whether you design runs or he just takes off or you do your RPO stuff. Somebody said he should move his feet. He's moving his feet, and the Eagles are moving the ball.
It's a great
This guy
take.
knows what he's talking about.
There you go.
It's a great
Dubs,
take.
Do's, and Dotes, which you can subscribe to right now at bellndaburnman.com, is where all of our stuff is, including the podcast. You're watching the live stream right here, whether that's on YouTube or Twitter or Twitch. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. But everything's there, including a big push for the Eagles Autism Foundation, as we have signed up the whole entire crew. Our goal is to raise $2,500 for the organization in May for the big walk that we're all going to be a part of. Go to bellndaburnman.com. That's right at the top. It should be yelling and screaming at you to donate, and we appreciate that. And I need Jalen Hurts to score touchdowns, and I need the Eagles to win this football game because if you want to join in the tradition that I am doing on Victory Mondays, $5 for every Eagles win and $5 for every touchdown that Jalen Hurts scores in a win gets donated to the Eagles Autism Foundation. It is one of the greatest resources for autism in the country. And if you know anything about me, it's a very, very, very personal. And we love supporting them as much as we do our birds. So, again, bellndaburnman.com right at the top. Always very, very helpful. And you guys support us so much. I know we can get the job done for them and autism and all of the things that surround that. So we are on the cusp of the Eagles scoring their first touchdown. And I hope that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And Barnes been doing his thing. I'm just going to have him. You don't even need to say anything anymore. Like, I feel as though in terms of the running part, we need to get you a catchphrase because as
I really want my wife to make me a run the ball shirt or just a shirt that just says run.
you can do that, and she can make me a shirt that says "Don't listen to Barney."
Yeah.
Like back and forth. And I
Oh
think
yeah,
that'd
you
be
should
fun.
definitely wear that shirt.
Don't
be
listen to
great.
what this guy says.
Can
then
you
it
make
just
me a
says
jet
yards don't ma-
costume?
Yeah.
I need a jet costume next week after we win this game.
Yeah.
It'll just say yards don't matter on the back
Oh
of
yeah,
yours.
yards don't matter. Yards don't matter, and run the ball.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I'll
yeah,
say
and
life is meaningless. and
73 yards.
Bacon grease potato pancakes.
9 plays for the Eagles as they come out. 3 wide receivers set, and it is an RPO. Jalen Hurts gets crunched, but Boston Scott is and there's the touchdown, baby! You don't mess with Boston Scott in New Jersey! Run the rock! Oh, there's a flag on the play. Hold the bells.
Oh,
Hold the bells.
man.
That better be on Jalen Hurts
All
and a
right.
late hit.
No.
Holding.
No.
No. Now can you hold on a beautifully designed run play?
Oh,
Jason
man.
Kelsey wants to punch somebody in the mouth. I believe it's on Herbig again.
Oh my God!
Did they do the old boxer shit? Did they do it again? Why are you showing us a not late hit? Show us the penalty. All right, Herbig is pulling. He is leveling. Oh my God. It's not a hold at all. He's reaching, though. That's Herbig is reaching. You can never reach his alignment. He's done it twice. That's still not a hold, but they're going to call it every time.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It looks like he's hooking him, but he doesn't grab him. He's just got the arm kind of across his chest as he's passing him, and that was enough.
Yeah, I don't because it was a run, Steven, I'm guessing they're not making a passer there, but I don't know. That was pretty late.
No, that was a bad
Bunch set
situation
again
right now.
for the Eagles out to the left-hand side, and they are going to do it. They are just going to try. I've got the Giants' new strategy now. No matter what, they are just going to hit Jalen Hurts on the RPO, and they don't care.
No.
Back-to-back now, that's what they've done. They're going to run tempo to try and counteract that now, but, oh, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, buckle up.
So 28 seconds, 27, 26, 25. Clock ticking. Eagles have 2 timeouts here.
Keep running.
Don't know why they're running
Keep
the football.
running. Run out
Second
that
and
clock.
12.
Run out the clock.
And they throw it
No.
towards the corner of the end zone. Caught!
Oh!
A nice big catch from Jalen Rager. I am ringing the bell. I don't see any flags, and that is a good thing. Oh, yes, keep running the ball, Barn. That's right. Keep running the ball.
You can't kill clock when you're down and you're in
Was
the
that
red
cute,
zone.
too? I'm sorry. Was that a cute pass? Anybody got a cute pass?
You had the pass there. What are you
What
talking
I say?
about?
What I say
Okay,
5
now you
minutes
gotta
ago? We
pass.
can run the ball. You can get creative, including throwing to Jalen Rager for 20 yards. Let's go.
That was a great catch by Jalen Rager.
Yeah.
Great catch, great
Yeah,
throw.
You think Jalen Rager would have made that pass if they had kept throwing the ball the whole game? No, they made it because they kept
Who was
running the
saying
ball.
throw the? No one
Wait,
was
where's
saying
that
throw the
coming
ball.
from? That's
No,
all
I'm
over
saying-
the place.
I'm
Yeah.
saying they
Nice
got
straw
crea-
man.
I'm
Nice
saying
straw
they got
man.
creative. I'm saying they got creative.
They got
threw
created
it
by
to Rager.
throwing a football.
They got creative by running the ball that opened up the pass.
Unreal.
Look, they
You run
need
to
to
open
run
up the pass.
They need to run first. But the thing is, at this
That's what I'm
point in the
saying.
game, once you add that last run, you did have to throw the ball. That was a good play call, getting the ball down the field. It's a nice throw by Hurts. It's a nice grab by Rager.
No, I agree.
So,
But what I'm saying is, like, that pass was opened up by the run. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, here we go. Let's get fired up, everybody.
Let's go.
let's go.
Yeah.
Henry James
No,
Saloon
we're
is on
on the
fire.
same page. I agree with the throw. It was a great throw. It was a great catch by Rager, but I'm just saying it was opened up by the run.
Well, Henry James Saloon is getting fired up. It's been a 12-play, 91-yard drive. 15 seconds left to go in the half.
Let's
First
go.
and goal.
Run that rock.
Now they have 3 out to the right-hand side, including Dallas Goedert in the slot. Boston Scott down there. They roll out. Jalen Hurts throws.
Oh, my God.
Just out of the hands of Greg Ward, who I haven't seen
Ward.
in weeks. Weeks.
Well,
I haven't seen Greg Ward.
You could see the dust fall off him as he dove for it, John. Hell of an
Oh,
effort.
my God.
He was open, but that's called getting cute. I mean, first down,
That's
you got
not getting
That's
cute.
not cute. That's a rollout. That's a good design.
you got a
That's
time.
good design.
Listen, first down,
You've
you have
got
a
15
first down, and you have
seconds.
a timeout. You have a timeout.
Yeah,
you
but
still have a
you-
timeout.
Then use it to
still
the
have-
Then use
No,
it
no,
on
no.
third and goal.
First down,
use
you run
it
the
on
ball.
third and goal.
First down, run the ball. Use your timeout.
No.
That's classic football.
Barney would get fired in the NFL.
Barney would have
in a
scored a touchdown
moment.
right
Barney would
there.
get Second and goal.
Barney would have scored a touchdown.
Second and goal. Second and goal. They are solo. This is going to be a QB draw, and the Giants don't know it. Here's the QB draw. Yeah, they did know it. Son of a bitch.
And now you call a timeout. You still have 8 seconds left.
Yeah, it doesn't as long as they had one. You gotta throw once with 12 seconds.
Well, now
Barney.
you got to
No,
throw.
I
Yeah,
agree.
you got to throw here anyway.
But you could have done that on second down with more time. That's all I'm saying.
It's real. I don't think there's really any difference at this point.
There is.
No. What's
There
the
is.
how much
you're
of
trying
a
to-
time difference is there? I mean, he runs, he doesn't get it. They call
First-
a timeout.
first-
They threw a quick
First
one.
and goal, you have 14 or 15 seconds left. You run the ball. You kill like 3 seconds worth of clock. You use your timeout. You have 12 seconds, and it's second and first.
Well, it's the
Second
same
and
thing,
one.
except
You know
you
what
got
the-
the run on second down instead of first.
But
It's
what I'm
the
saying is you
same
have more
thing.
down.
You know
have
the
more
diff- you
downs.
don't want to know why they're doing that. Herbig's getting crushed in the run game. I feel like that's it's not. I mean, it's not as automatic, but like the first couple have not been great. I think that's why they're like leaning.
I would have
towards
ran
that
They've
way,
first
been
too.
running to the
Obviously,
outside.
yeah.
They have.
It's the outside, and it's Jalen Hurts making things happen after the pocket develops a little bit. So
you had
yeah,
any idea of how good Jason Kelsey is, go back and watch this game. There's a huge difference in talent between him and Nate Herbig. Huge. I didn't expect that. So here we go. Third and goal. 8 seconds left. 3 out to the left-hand side. Giants are probably going to call a timeout, and they do. I like. So they had 3 wide receivers out to the left. We'll see if they keep that up. I love getting Jalen on the move, no matter what here.
yeah. Honestly, this feels like an RPO sprint out. It feels like you give Boston Scott the opportunity to get the ball and make something
You can't
happen.
score a field goal if you run, Barn. The
man.
clock is going to go expire
You know-
if you run the ball and don't get it.
Okay.
I think with that,
That's all I'm just saying.
You think they
You gotta
can't
get
run
in.
the
Yeah.
ball and it's really? I'm just saying.
They basically
You
just
can't
tried.
run
They got
now.
stuff.
You can't run unless you're going to the sideline.
Okay.
Unless it's a sprint out, you can't run right now.
Yeah.
You can't do
1
it.
yard. I would try to run it.
You
That's
can't
just me.
do
That's
it
just
if
me
you
personally. I would run it.
I mean, if you don't get it, that's the half. You're not getting anything.
3rd and goal, 8 seconds left.
So you're saying throw it once and then try to go for it on
You
4th
run
down.
to the sideline. You try to get Hurts and Avenue to do it. You can even RPO
They
it
go
with
really
Scott.
quick up to the line. Boston Scott is there. They hike it very quickly. It is a pass.
All right, let's go.
Jalen Hurts has plenty of time. Rolling out to his right-hand side. Throws, and it's intercepted.
Oh, my God.
It is intercepted
And
and
it's
fumbled.
popped out.
And now everything is a mess. Unbelievable. Just throw it away. There was no one open, and he forced it in.
And this really hurts because I literally said that the last time he threw an interception on the goal line. Why are you running the freaking ball?
There was 8 seconds.
I don't
left,
care.
Barney.
It's right
No,
there.
You're saying it to the point of absurdity. Like
Yeah.
there's a point of
not.
running the ball, but
It's not. You
when
run it down the throat.
Okay, but they didn't. They ran it before he got stopped at the 1. If you run it again, you get stopped at the 1. He's not
Yeah, they
getting
have
out of
no
that
timeouts.
pile.
They have no timeouts,
You have 5
guys.
seconds to get out of the pile and spike the ball, which you can't do.
Now,
'Cause you have
now,
to kick
now
it.
based on the
You have
result, if you're
timeouts.
saying it wouldn't have mattered anyway, try to run the ball and sure,
Listen,
but
listen.
they're trying to score. They're trying to score points here.
I think running the ball was a more effective way to try to score. In
It
my
wasn't.
mind.
It's not.
In
I'm
my
not even
mind.
going to argue it.
Yeah,
it's,
it's
not.
a sprint out. You run a sprint out.
It's not.
You give Hurts an opportunity to run it in. If you don't have a pass in the corner, you throw it away. Like there's so many options that allow you to either kick it or go for it on 4th down. If you run, you don't have a 4th down option. There just isn't one.
Well, and this is
Well,
this
I
is
can agree with that. I can agree with that.
this is part.
But that being said, okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I agree with that. There is no 4th down option with running the ball. That being said, I think running the ball there would have given them a better chance to score. Now, if you want to say by doing what they did there, they have the option to either run or pass, and then if they don't have the pass option to throw it away and still have time left, I agree with that logic. But like you said, you're still, I feel like, giving yourself less of a chance to score. That's my only logic there.
Maybe unless it's
You know what I mean?
if you're saying from a team identity, that's what you do. Just keep rolling. But
Yeah.
that's just situational
Yeah.
in my mind, and that's where this team has struggled pretty much every single facet of every single game is this red zone offense. It's never been consistent. Those statistics will tell you that they score a lot, and that's true because they've hit a lot of field goals in there as well. But I mean, that's not coaching. That's Jalen Hurts. That's your limitations with Jalen Hurts not understanding anything in this game. That's it. Like I can't. I don't know what he's looking at. I don't. And this is part of what you're. I mean, I don't know why he didn't throw that away.
Yeah,
Throw that away.
He was
It's not
trying-
there. Throw it away.
He's trying too hard to make something happen there, and it's crazy because for Hurts this season, he's been such a good decision maker. Like that is so out of character for him to force that kind of ball. And part of it is, I think, here too. It's the stuff that we talked about earlier, right? It's the intermediate offense and not having one. So when it doesn't work and you don't have it and you don't use it, that's what you need in the red zone. It is slants, it is little outs, it's the comeback stuff, and they don't do that and do it well. So there you go. You just totally flop.
But yeah, a big time flop there. Just not what you want to see at all. You've got 2 turnovers already. It's coming from the quarterback itself. It's usually the difference maker in these type of games.
Yeah.
So, and it's crazy because this is a perfect yards don't matter game because I'm sure the Eagles have a ton. They'll probably have more yards than the Giants offense.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Jesus, man. I mean, you can't score against the Giants.
Well,
You can't score against the Giants.
No, right now, I mean, it's been terrible. It's been a pretty terrible game. Like, here's the thing. Back half of the second quarter, they are finding their footing, right? They've had 2 drives now that have gotten them down the field, lots
Definitely.
of plays. You're getting into that neighborhood. It's just sealing the deal now. But you got to figure over the course of this game, I mean, it's only a 3-point lead for the Giants. You get the ball to start the half. 20 minutes from now, we might be talking about a 7-3 lead. They're so close. They're so ridiculously close. They just got to keep at it, and Hurts has to hold on to the ball better.
Yeah, that was perfect timing as Ben's chiming in on the text line. You can do that as well, 215-509-5833. That halftime rolling right and then going right into that Wentz highlight. Did you see it? Wentz hit an 80-yard bomb against the Tampa Bay Bucks to, I think, either put them in a lead or cut the lead. Yeah, just unbelievable timing on that one as well. This to me this game's on Jalen. The reason why they're struggling is because of Jalen Hurts. I'm not going to put this on Nick. I'm not going to say that they should have run the ball more or less or whatever. This is this is simple stuff that an NFL quarterback should do. Not throw into double coverage and almost have a pick six, and be able to throw away a ball in the red zone and just get the field goal and go on to the next play.
Yeah, I mean, I was nodding my head before I got on the mic, and like I said, I agree they should probably run the ball more. But I agree with your point too. Like Jalen Hurts' decision making on those only throws has been very questionable. Especially on that last one. It's like you should kind of know, like, throw away the ball there. Nothing's open. Don't try to force it. You have another down.
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll have 4 seconds left or whatever it was. Then you have the option to throw or kick the field goal. So I agree with that.
What would you do if you're getting the ball back in the second half? I mean, it's pretty simple. Just like you're obviously going to keep the ball on the ground on this next drive. You kind of get everybody's confidence going back again. It's kind of unbelievable to me that we saw Boston Scott finally in the end of this, but I would lead right out with him immediately.
Yeah.
He owns the Meadowlands. Stop fucking around, Nick.
It was an important switch. I mean, and that was the other thing, too. Later in this half, as they started to find their footing a little bit, it was Boston Scott getting more involved in the offense. So he's got a good read for things. His ability to break tackles right now has been really great. And for the perimeter stuff that they've been really successful with, he's a perfect piece for that. So, because Sanders, it's all about hitting the hole, and those are his issues, and he's got to earn that. So, yeah, you keep leaning into Boston Scott.
Yep.
You keep letting Jalen Hurts be that complement in the running game. And then you just got to figure out the passing element, which you're not even getting like the Dallas got it for 20 yards stuff here and there. The biggest passing plays of the game have been J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and Jalen Reagor. Like, those are your biggest passing plays of the day.
So
it's insane.
To what John was saying, Boston Scott usually does own the Giants, and I always think it has something to do with his namesake. Something about Boston always screw job in New York in any way possible.
Yep.
It would be kind of ironic that a running back named Boston is still fucking over the Giants and fucking over New York any way they possible. I just think that has probably a little something to do with it. But anyway, Boston Scott definitely has the Giants number. I think you got to keep running with him. He's got the hot hand. I love Booby. But, at this point, if, Boston Scott's hot, keep running with Boston.
I don't love Booby. I don't need to love Booby. I need him to.
Who doesn't love boobies?
I do. That's a whole different bag of bones.
Mine look great in this shirt,
Yeah,
by the way.
they do. I think I would give him a 10 out of 10 for
right.
sure. It's not helping, though. I want to point that out. We got to, where's but do we have to include something more to the costume in the second half to ensure victory here? Or
if
how
you
you
got
feeling?
short shorts, I'll pop them on. But other than that, my God, no. Everything's fine. Everything's
All right.
fine. It's
All right.
ugly. It's terrible. But the Giants are ugly and terrible. Although I'm gorgeous. And when you're thinking about where this is going to go, the Eagles are building things in the right way. They've had 2 turnovers in devastating spots. I mean, red zone turnovers twice. They're still down 3 points. They're going to win this game.
Yeah.
They're going to win this game. The costume is going to work. I guarantee you.
In the ghost points, they're up 6-3. In reality, Kyle Bennett, what are people saying on the Twitter.com?
Well, the last good running back the Eagles had, LaShawn McCoy, chiming in, says throw it away and take 3. High school stuff.
Can I go to my personal text line for a minute?
Also true.
Where somebody sent to me on my personal text.
Oh, yes.
I hope Nate Herbig gets COVID and dies.
Wow.
So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So that's where we're at, huh?
So yeah, no, it's very civil in my text right now.
Herbig is killing this offense. There's a lot of that going on. Herbig's not killing this offense. Herbig's coming in a very weird spot and being asked to play center. Out of not preparing that for all week. I do question why he's the center, though.
Yeah.
That's my only take is you haven't probably cross-trained Dickerson at this point, but he should be your number 1 center every single time.
Yeah, I think it's the continuity thing, which we talked about with Brandon Brooks and the idea of do you take him out of the starting lineup once he's healthy? Does he come back in or not? And when the offensive line has been rolling, Driscoll's going to stay. That's what it looks like right now. Sirianni was like, I don't know. We're going to see. So I think that's part of it. You want to keep Dickerson at left guard. He's been great there.
Yep.
You don't want to mess with that. Herbig goes in at center. But Herbig's a nobody guy that's done an admirable job, all things considered, in his career as an Eagle. Center is the toughest spot, and maybe he makes adjustments. Some of the calls suck, too. I mean, Kelsey, let's acknowledge Jason Kelsey was yelling that it's bullshit on the TV.
Yeah, twice. Yeah.
So there's a lot to be said for that. But we would love your thoughts and what you think of Herbig. And let's go to Joe real quick, who's been here and hanging out
what's
with
up,
us.
Joe? I didn't even know you were right behind us,
yeah,
man.
so Joe's been hanging out. Joe, halftime at this point.
Real
And,
quick.
let's get you over
Yeah,
here
yeah.
real quick.
Yeah.
And Barney,
All right,
if you could
guys.
pass it off to Joe real quick.
I'll
There
see
we
you
go.
later.
We will check in with Barney later, I'm sure.
Run the ball.
Joe,
There he goes.
Joe came all the way from New Hampshire. He was telling us pregame. He was hanging out. He is with us on the live stream almost every Sunday exclusively on YouTube, and he's hanging out today for the first time. We love that you made it out here, Joe. Thanks for coming to the Henry James Saloon and being on the stream.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a fun place, live music. Everyone should get out here. It's a good time.
Once you can actually hear the announcers on the speaker.
Yes,
which is a very important part. Well, I don't know. How are they doing today? Who is the crew on the?
It's Schlereth and somebody else.
It's the OK crew.
And my uncle, who's been a season ticket holder for 35 years, who made the comment, "I've been a season ticket holder longer than all these people have been alive," was his comment. He was like, "We can't stay if there's no announcers." So I'm happy there's finally.
Yes.
That's finally.
Yeah. No, I'm glad too. So we. Little technical snafus get solved in 2 seconds. What doesn't get solved in 2 seconds is whatever we just saw in this first half.
Yes. My biggest. I wish I knew this before the game. I wish we knew Freddie Kitchens had a beard and hadn't shaved in a while.
Yeah,
he looks very alpha and intimidating. Like when he was with the Browns, he was always clean shaven.
Yep,
looked like a child. No one really took him seriously. Now that he has this gray beard, I'm very, very concerned with how good he looks as a coach.
Yeah, like did we completely underestimate like Freddie Kitchens coming in here and be like, I can just fix this and everybody else can just go home, right? Is that what's happening?
Can we talk about how Freddie Kitchens is out coaching Jonathan Gannon right now?
Pretty badly too.
Like extremely.
Yep. Gannon needs to be in the booth with the dip in, and that's always been my Gannon's too handsome to be a good defensive coordinator. That is fully my take. I think he needs to be grizzled. He needs, or at least like what Dan Quinn just did: go to the booth, put a backwards hat on, drink some Diet Cokes, and just
put some Mentos in them. Get crazy if you want to.
Call some plays in the booth.
I've just been saying the chaw thing for weeks, and I can never get it out of my head. I automatically think Jonathan Gannon would be better if he had dip in. Is that weird?
Yeah, no, I think that's an actual fact. And was it Barney Ryan? Barney Ryan would agree as well. Big dip guy. So yeah, it just makes you strong. It makes you mentally tougher, and you make more aggressive play calling. That's what it all goes into.
He's a young guy. He should treat the Eagles like they're Madden. Like if I was an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, I would sit in the booth with caffeinated beverages, chewing tobacco, and just call whatever play felt right. And it's a young team. That's what you should be an aggressive, fun person. And they make this game not fun. Freddie Kitchens looks fun with his beard and his play sheet and just.
Yeah, Freddie Kitchens is probably. I feel like he's drinking a beer for the first half of this game. Be like, I'm going to do this and then check this out and.
Let me call a flea flicker that goes to a screen pass.
That was so crazy.
I'll manufacture you a field goal, motherfuckers. Check this out. Yeah.
Which, by the way, I think looking for more of that stuff going forward is really something to pay attention to. I mean, think about this, right? This is the same day that a report is coming out that the GM is going after the season, which means all these guys are getting fired. They're all getting fired. So they're coaching for their jobs right now, and they all know it.
We can also discuss the Michael Strahan retirement ceremony, which we did not. That's a momentum factor that we were not aware of. The Freddie Kitchens with the beard and the jersey retirement at halftime are two factors that we should have known about going into this. And we're completely fired.
See, when the schedule came out, and I think the Giants declared that was going to be. Today was going to be the ceremony, and notoriously, I think even Kyle had mentioned it to us as well. Phil Simms' retirement ceremony, Eagles obliterated them,
They lost 35-0 when Phil Simms had his jersey retired in '95, and lost 27-10 when Lawrence Taylor had his jersey retired in '94.
Wow.
So, typically this should be just a flick of the old, that's nice. Most of the time, ceremonies don't end up working out. For anybody.
No, and by the way, so a couple of funny notes. One, it's probably more of an Eagles crowd, and they even sent out the press release of hey, well, we hope you cheer loud because we know there's going to be Eagles fans there booing. So that was one element. Also, Michael Strahan, when asked about this retirement ceremony, was like, yeah, I thought it would have happened sooner. You know, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but
he needs to go to space first.
Yes.
He's just like, can we play a full round of $100,000 pyramid at halftime instead, guys?
It took me to get on Good Morning America, fucking Fox, go to space,
host a game
show. What else do I need to do?
I'll say this: the gap was too large.
There it is. That's probably why. There it is. Done and done and done. The only Giants fan that I see walking in currently right now. Dave Gettleman on Twitter. That's fantastic. Prem's invites, as we will certainly get him on for the second half because I got to hear his takes.
Third quarter.
Yeah, but real quick.
If you want,
No,
do you want to get on Dave Gettleman?
Real quickly.
I don't do a Gettleman impression.
Oh, I know.
I don't do one. Yeah,
I know. I just
Twitter Spaces as my parody account, because my name is actually DG Don Gerard. So my fake Gettleman account has gained much traction through the massive world called Giants Twitter, and I am officially the Giants GM on Twitter.
Well, that's
So you know.
then we need. What is the Giants GM Twitter think about this first half then?
Well, listen, Hurt's biggest issue is his mental processing, and I know he's gotten better, but Patrick Graham runs multiple fronts. We don't run a standard static defensive front, so we're throwing 3-3-5 at him. We're throwing 4-3. We're going 3-4. So he's getting a little confused, and it looks like he's having trouble processing his reads. So
That's 100% correct. That's actually really good analysis and true. That's what we've kind of determined throughout this first half. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well,
And one last question for you, because the report comes out today that Gettleman's probably done after the season. So what do you think about that as a Giants fan?
I'm ready for it, to be honest. It's time to move on.
are you going to keep the account, Dave Gettleman, if it
I'm
keeps
gonna
going?
be like the old curmudgeon on Cape Cod, criticizing everything. But I'm planning some things in sports media. I'm not gonna let the cat out the bag.
Okay.
But,
All right.
I think we need to give Jones and Judge one more year. I would say give Gettleman one more year.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But it's
Couldn't
time-
agree
yeah,
more.
Please
Along
do.
with Dave Gettleman.
Please do.
But name an interim GM like a Kyle O'Brien in-house, a Kevin Abrams in-house. And if next year we're terrible like we've been for a decade, Jones is gone, Judge is gone, GM Brain
the whole
Trust is
boat.
gone, bring a whole new thing in.
Man, if the Maras are listening, listen to this guy.
Yep. So, yeah.
Definitely.
Kickoff here for the second half.
Kickoff is going out of bounds. Shout out your handle one more time in case everybody wants to follow you on Twitter.
I'm the mensch David A. Gettleman on Twitter. And you can find my actual person is Thrill Collins on Twitter.
Thrill Collins as well. We'll see you in a little bit then, man. Stop on
All
by.
right, thanks.
Absolutely.
Thrill Collins.
So no Kelsey the second half, it looks like. Officially
Yes, that's,
out, I guess, is the...
I don't even know if it's official. I think they don't have a backup center that knows the offense and knows the calls. So he'll come in emergency fashion. Otherwise, I think he'd be back to the locker room at this point.
At that spot, I think you'd have to switch over Dickerson. I would figure Dickerson is your third center, and they don't want to get him there. But if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do.
So they start out from the 25. Hurts under center. It goes to Miles Sanders out to the right-hand side for 5 for 10, for 20, for cross midfield to almost the 45. A big rip and run from Miles Sanders. Joe, I've been saying the more I talk crap about him, the better he does. So should I keep that up?
Yeah, we should because we're running the ball first and 10 down 3, which is still a mistake.
Yes. There you go. So Miles scatters across. I would assume this is going to continue the entire drive here, Vince Quinn.
Well, it should. It works.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than their passing game.
It is.
They get more
Ooh.
yards per run than they do per pass right now.
Miles Sanders
and Miles
dinged up.
Sanders is hurt. Son of a bitch.
Insert Boston Scott, which they should have done a long time ago. Here he is up the middle for not as much, but for about 3 or 4. So there you go. Moving right along with the running game there, Joe.
Have my eyes been mistaking me? Have we seen more Jack Stoll than Gallup Goddard this game, even in blocking situations?
Ooh, interesting. I don't know.
There's
Why
been
don't I take a peek?
There's been no tight end. I don't know what the snap count is, but there's been no tight end passes at all. I don't believe.
Yeah.
And it seems like Stoll was the one who missed the block on the Hurts sneak.
Yes.
At the end of the half. I feel like we're getting more Stoll in blocking situations than Goddard at all.
I wonder if Jason Kelsey's dramatically shifted the line there. Oh, nope. There's another carry for Boston Scott to the right-hand side. I did see Dallas Goedert get tripped over his own feet. Let's try and remember that. Third quarter, 3:31. There's going to be some ha-has on Twitter tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think that there's they're going to do much of anything different here, guys.
They shouldn't. Don't.
They're not going to give Jalen Hurts the ability to throw the football.
No, I mean, right now, he hasn't earned the ability to be trusted today. He's been inaccurate anyway, and he's made some bad decisions. I mean, look, you're going to have to pass a few times, but the run game's working pretty well. And honestly, I'm excited to see what Gainwell does. He better get some carries here the rest of the way.
Gainwell's at the bottom of the screen right now.
He is. 3rd and 2. Rager in motion. Hurts plenty of time, throws to his left, throws to Gainwell. Gainwell's kind of oblivious that he's supposed to run a slant route there. Just unbelievable. Yeah, he is pissed.
Yeah.
He is pissed at Kenny.
And he should be. And if
Yeah.
I'm the Eagles, I'd go for this.
I would absolutely go for this as well. He's supposed to be, there's no way he's supposed to be stutter stepping. He's supposed to go behind Greg Ward there. That's a first down.
That's a terrible route by Gainwell. And I'll rescind my last comment. No, but but it is about seeing him in the running game and if he can do anything there. Boston Scott has been doing a great job and getting off
They are
tackle, and they're
going
going
for
for it. Let's
Good.
go.
Good.
Let's go.
Somehow they're better on fourth downs than they are on third downs, and that's fine by me. 5
Come
and
on,
ticking on
baby.
the play clock. Hurts in shotgun. Got plenty of time. Looks to his left, fires,
Terrible
and
pass
it is
behind him.
incomplete to Jalen Reagor. I believe was the intended target on just a little 2-yard comeback rinse for everybody.
Wow.
If they're going for it on fourth down, they should run the ball on third down. Can we have that conversation?
Yeah,
I'm not a run the ball guy, but if you're going to, it makes it more puzzling if that's the.
Bad pass and good coverage there. Kyle?
This was at halftime. Mike Vick was on the halftime show. He said a lot of ill-advised throws and a lot of indecisiveness from Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, big time today. Kind of again there, too. Like, it's just there's no confidence that the team believes that he can throw the football, and I don't think that there's anything that they can give him right now with this Giants defense.
Yeah, he's shaky right now, and the wide receivers are shaky too. I mean, man, looking at both those slant routes and what you're trying to execute, it'd be nice. Like I was yelling about that the whole first half. I've been yelling about that for like 8 weeks now, and they're finally throwing a couple of slants. They're run like dog shit, and then you cost yourself a drive here. It is infuriating today. It's infuriating.
Not to mention 3 touchdowns from Carson Wentz against the Bucks as it currently stands.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Although snap tracker, baby.
Yeah,
We're
keep
up.
that up.
Keep that snap tracker going. Let's go,
One
baby.
more week, and that converts into a first-round pick, and then the Colts can start losing. They can bottom out if they want.
totally
The
okay.
Titans are also losing today, which is not good.
Not great.
Not great.
Not great. Don't want that to slide into a 19th pick, but hey, more ammo for whatever. Now, see, we were so fired up that this was going to be a blowout.
So
And-
we got our hopes up because
Yep.
we beat the Lions, Trevor Siemian, and Teddy Bridgewater.
Well, it's not. Yeah, and
that can.
are we putting Daniel Jones in that category? Because I am.
Daniel Jones
Slightly,
is bad.
slightly above Trevor Siemian.
Here,
Yeah, he's basically the same guy.
I would say above Simeon, but someone, I don't know if you guys posed the question this week. Someone posed the question: do we need to take Tony Romo's career more seriously because he always had Jason Garrett as a head coach or an offensive coordinator?
Way more seriously.
Maybe he was really,
yeah.
really good, and maybe Daniel Jones is going to be a whole lot better. I mean, he's on his 3rd offensive coordinator now.
Yeah,
but maybe he hasn't had that system in place to be able to run successfully.
I think that's more the case because I would make the case that like if you were to flip this around right now, what are you saying there? Oh, Roma is grossly underrated for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Romo is grossly underrated. Yeah, I thought you were talking about Roma tomatoes there for a second, Taylor. It's very confused.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know where to throw that ticket. Yeah, Romo is in.
Speaking of tomatoes,
But wouldn't you think Jones in this offense would kill it?
I think he'd be. I think his legs would be about the same, but he'd turn the ball over more.
Is this offense better with him under center?
No, because the
You don't
turnovers.
think so?
The turnovers.
I think it might be. I think it might be slightly better. Because just like as a floor, as he dumps a safe one out to Saquon Barkley here as they're getting the ball back 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Jones would succeed very, very well in the Eagles.
All right, let me do some transitive property math here then,
Okay,
okay?
all right.
Because you're willing to keep Jalen Hurts and not get Russell Wilson. So same degree, you would rather have Daniel Jones as the quarterback
I'm
of
not
the
saying
Eagles
that.
than
I
go
didn't
and
say
get Russell
rather.
Wilson. I'm trying
I'm
to
not saying
find out.
rather.
I'm trying to find out. That's
I would
why I'm
not
asking.
rather. I would not rather. No.
Okay.
It's Vince in that shirt. I'm blaming him.
I'm
Thank
a
you,
good
Steven.
luck charm, damn it. I'm a good luck charm, and everything's going to be fine, and I will put the shirt up on eBay after. You're all welcome.
2nd and 10 for Daniel Jones, and I believe that's Evan Ingram for about 9.5 yards. So it'll be 3rd and a half.
No, they're moving the
Oh,
change.
they're giving it to him.
They did the wave thing, which is always a weird.
Love the wave. It's like valet parking
Wait,
for a
I'm
first down.
not pointing. I'm just saying, move them up. I'll give it to him.
Pay attention to my first foot, not my last foot. First down and wave it. How are you marking that a first down when he's clearly short? Beyond me. Whatever. Ref's eyes are better than me.
Well,
so different
most of the time.
They've stunk today. I mean, generally, we don't talk about the refs much on these broadcasts, which I love, by the way. I hate talking about the refs all the time.
That's
They've
Flyers
been pretty
fan
bad
stuff.
today.
That's Flyers. Loser mentality.
As speaking of losers, he's Saquon Barkley.
Whoa.
Up to the. I'm just kidding. It's just because it's Giants
No,
week and I'm frustrated.
No, it's fine.
We know he's good, but for right now, he can go sit on a chair.
They're all losers, and Gettleman's getting fired, and the whole thing's done. But for now, I mean, yeah, he just pushed the pile for like 8 yards.
Yep.
So there's that. They still don't look good, though. There's nothing about the Giants that tells me they're a good football team.
Somehow the Eagles' defense looks tired coming out of halftime. So I don't understand that. Like they're getting pushed back here too, which isn't great.
Yeah.
2nd and 3 they're facing now, and the Eagles' defense is certainly playing the run.
Isn't Barnett on the other side normally? This is weird.
Yeah, oh my God! There you go. And
Hey now.
Fletcher Cox was actually playing defensive end on that snap, and he said hello.
They mixed up the front there. That
Wow.
was
For the first time, I think, all game too, right?
Because it's Barnett. It was like a 5 defensive lineman look with Avery in there.
Yeah. They kind of went like that NASCAR 3-4 in a package, like kind of like that almost. It was
like
weird.
a 3-5,
3-5, yeah.
high school style.
Love it. Hey, whatever you got to do, I'm down to get. I mean, obviously, I'm down to get as weird as you have to. So
yes.
whatever it takes, it works for me. Get weird.
Well, let's get weird on 3rd and 7, and of course they're not going to bring pressure here. Oh, they are. It's a little bit of a corner blitz from Avante
that's
Maddox.
uh-oh,
Goes to
uh-oh.
a screen to Saquon Barkley, who gets the first down and is at the Eagles' 27-yard line.
That's not Saquon Barkley.
Great adjustment so far.
The
Yes.
wrong running back here this drive, guys. That's been Booker.
Oh, it's been Booker this entire time? My
think
bad.
so. I think so.
There you go.
Wow, is Barkley hurt? I know they gave Booker some snaps.
Yeah. I think that was the first time I think we saw him get the ball on this drive. So, hey, coming out, the Eagles can't score. That's good. And on top of that, the Giants are driving it right down their throat. 3-0 feels like 21.
This will likely be a field goal, though.
Which
To Joe's ear, from Joe's lips to the football god's ears, yes. Is 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Booker once again. Only gets a couple of yards here, so it'll be 2nd and 8.
worth noting, by the way, because we've been talking about the score a little bit here, they did miss a kick earlier.
They did.
They missed a kick earlier, lost in all the foolishness of
Graham
today.
Gano, 51-yard attempts, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, they just haven't moved. Again, they don't look dynamic at all. The best thing they had going earlier today was Daniel Jones running himself. And then for the Eagles, it's been Jalen Hurts running himself. So what a weird game.
Very weird game.
Such a bad NFC East game.
Shouldn't this be on national television, everyone? 3-0 in the third quarter, 8-20, 6 ticking.
We need some rain.
Daniel Jones backing up on 2nd and 7, finds his man across the middle. That is Slayton. He is down to the 10-yard line, and I am praying that field goal attempt is coming soon, boys.
Wow. Yeah.
We might have to. Joe, what is? Oh my God, they had Alex Singleton, I believe,
Yes.
known as a pass rusher on that play. So. Really great call from Jonathan Gannon so far.
He's got to get a call from Lori soon. My God.
Yeah, something's. Oof.
Go to the booth.
You remember when this playoff run? Yeah, go to the booth. Get the dip. Remember this playoff run was supposed to happen? That was cool.
It's still alive, baby. We're still alive. We're still alive. Everything's fine.
It's a keeper for Jones. Empty backfield for him, and he just runs with his pile of offensive linemen for about 3 or 4 yards. 2nd and goal from the 5 upcoming. With a hiccup to boot. How about that?
There you go. Look, it feels terrible now. There's still plenty of time in this game. And Daniel Jones, I was thinking the same
fumble's
exact
loading.
thing. I was thinking the same thing. I mean, he is up for something clumsy. It's only a matter of time until something ridiculous, dumb, clumsy, whatever it is going to happen for Daniel Jones. And we're getting the ball back. We're getting the ball back, Joe.
Some exciting update, too. I did see Ryan Kerrigan on the screen.
He's still real. He's still a part of the team.
I saw his number 90 on the field.
It's amazing.
I forgot he exists.
2nd and goal. Daniel Jones
That's a
running a
trash
fade
play.
route.
Yes!
And that is just.
That was a great play.
Who
Well,
runs
it's
that?
a trash call. I'm
It's a
sorry.
trash call. Yeah, trash call.
Can we eliminate the fade in 2021? Can that just bubble screens need to stop and the fade on the goal line?
Well, I'm not out on bubble screens. We'll debate about that later. But the fade route, yes, should go. Freddie Kitchens You should be ashamed of yourself. Ooh, let's not mention that Stephen Jones was handling Kenny Galladay's left arm the entire way down.
Yeah, Stephen Nelson's fine. There's nothing wrong. Everything was good. It was totally good, clean defense. But
Stephen K, however, says this is why he doesn't want to make the playoffs. It's games like this.
man,
Games like this.
Oh, come on, Steve. Come on, Steve.
Have some heart, goddammit.
Plenty of time left.
Just
Plenty
win
of
this
time.
game. Who cares? Just win this game. It's 3-0.
Want to know this week?
3rd and goal. Daniel Jones from the gun. And
Incomplete, no
nothing
flags, no
doing.
flags.
Oh!
That
Oh
was
my
such
God.
a late flag.
Stephen Nelson, because of what happened on the last freaking possession or last play. Even Ingram, I can't hear anything. Sorry, Evan Ingram just looks at the referee and gets the flag.
I mean,
Is
he
it a good
did
call?
hug him.
Did he?
It looked like he grabbed him after he, like, the ball's coming through. Nelson, like, here we go, I'm going to demonstrate. Ball's coming through. Nelson kind of, like, gets his hands through there.
One of these.
Right? And then once it's batted away, he kind of hugs him a little bit.
Yeah, it was like that.
But the ball's gone. It's gone past him, and he's made a good defensive play. That's a bad call.
Yes, we're all prepared for this random person. Just this disappointment each and every single week.
I was
First and
not
goal.
prepared for this. I was ready to roll this week.
Not 0 points in the midway through the third
I'm
quarter.
disappointed now,
Couldn't
but I
envision
didn't
that.
expect it. That's all. And again, there's still plenty of time. Are they taking time and like reviewing? Okay.
No.
I was going to say.
No, they're reviewing how they're going to walk this one into the end zone with Daniel Jones on a. Nope, information. It's going right to Saquon Barkley.
There
My
you
bad.
go.
My,
Yeah, it's going
my
to go up
mistake.
and over. You assume.
So here it is. Oh, it's a fake. They're faking us
they
all
got
out. It's a
cute.
pass.
Oh.
They got cute, and Eagles are saying it's on the ground. Refs have not signaled one thing yet. Now they say touchdown.
All right.
Touchdown. They can review it, and that's probably their standard here. I have no idea if this is a touchdown or not. Do you?
I just enjoy the Fletcher Cox saying challenge it on a touchdown play. I mean, it's like it's reviewed automatically, so we're good, Fletch. Like,
Yeah, that's it. It's going to happen. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't get the flag.
the
So
review-
it goes to the fullback. They fake out everybody. Saquon Barkley sprints all the way out. It's like a little leak play. He's sitting right there. I don't see where
that was
that's
not
an
the good camera
incompletion.
angle. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here's our first look
front
at
look.
it.
Oh, not even
it's on his
close.
leg. I don't know. Nope,
No
that is
way.
that guy's. That's a touchdown. It never hits the
Oh
ground.
my
It
God.
never hits the
he
ground.
snuck the hands in.
It never hits the ground.
Oh.
It stays on his knee the entire time. It acts as if it wants to roll down, but I don't think that is going to get overturned.
That's a fat guy catch all the way. It's the perfect.
This is unbelievable. Joe,
Pleasure,
my
guys.
man, I appreciate you stopping by, and please stop by before the game is over for sure. That is a beer that needs to be drank rather quickly as this game becomes 10-0. The review is that fast.
Thank you.
Please help
Yeah.
us, Joe.
And
Please
take
help
the
us.
bell with you.
Yeah,
Take
yeah,
the
definitely
bell.
take the bell
That's
with
your,
you.
And if you want bells for the table, we got a
Yeah.
bunch over here.
Absolutely. You can leave the mic right
Yeah,
down
you
there,
can
my
put
friend.
that right
Absolutely.
down. We'll get Francisco in here.
So, I mean,
Francisco.
there's an argument in the bar right
Come
now
on down.
whether or not this is. Wait, why? What are you arguing about over here? What are you arguing about? Are you saying?
It was a catch. It was a catch.
Yeah, I thought that was a catch.
That's a
I
catch
mean,
by a
the way
mile.
it's rolling off his side. It was like in his thighs, and then his hand
That was
under.
Any
incredible.
comments? Catch? No catch? If you've seen the replay, we're saying the two
No,
out
it
of the
was
three.
clear.
to
It was
say
clear
no.
it was a catch.
Yeah, absolute catch. So,
So what about his fingers? He caught it with his leg.
what are we doing with this football team if they don't win this game, guys?
Well, no, all the negative energy is back. It is, let's trade for Deshaun Watson. Let's trade for Russell Wilson. I mean, never left. And then,
Yeah, I mean,
never
we're
left.
serious. We're seeing the career backup stuff today. Let's
Now
be
the-
real. Let's be real. I'm not even no funny shit. It's
I just want to point out that this man right here tweeted out this morning that Jalen Hurts' leadership is
Yes.
what's going to lead this team into a victory and all
yes,
this
yes.
cute, thirsty shit. And now he's back to saying, this is what you see with a career backup.
What?
That's all
Yeah,
it
well-
took. Francisco repping Jones' alma mater right
You
here.
can be-
Duke
What?
University.
What?
Look
Yeah.
at this. I forgot. He's wearing
What are you talking about? I went here. I went here, man.
this week and you screwed us. You should not have picked this is why, see, he shows up with the Duke thing. He shows up with the.
Yo, big win against
each other
Gonzaga
out.
the other night, man. I'm high off that win. Let me be high off that win.
Unreal.
terrible.
All right, well.
Business coming off of that sweatshirt.
I am not the reason that we are losing this game, all right?
You're-
Why are we running the ball as much as we should?
We forgot to water the flowers this week. Let's just be honest. It's a holiday week.
Yes.
They forgot to
They
water
were
the
frozen.
plants.
It was frozen outside. There was frost this week. So the xylem didn't get the water and the whole.
Yeah.
I get it.
That
It's
whole
terrible. I get it.
xylem thing, man, you got to have it locked down.
What are you doing on this drive? What are you doing on this drive? It's 10-0. You can't exactly abandon the run because it's the only thing that's working. As far as we know, Kyle, has there been any update with Miles Sanders at all? You don't have Jason Kelsey. This is a game where you're losing
Herbig's
people.
been bad.
I don't even know if he's been bad. Has Herbig been bad?
I think the
Well,
calls
there's
just
big
stink.
calls, the big holding calls. Yeah.
But
I
you
mean,
gotta.
yeah.
But when they're making bad calls, though, for that, there was two.
Were they bad calls?
One was kind of
First
sort of.
one was.
Yeah, the first one, the Giants guy was wrapping him up, and Herbig just took him down. I can't blame him for that. So yeah, I don't think Herbig's been awful, and it's weird because Kelsey's been on the sideline in pads.
Right.
He's been there with his shoulder pads, yelling and screaming about everything. So maybe in an emergency situation he comes back in, but yeah, I don't know.
So this will be returnable for Kenny Gainwell.
He
How about
fumbled.
that?
He fumbled?
No, he didn't fumble. They're just excited for the tackle.
Are you
Don't-
sure?
Don't scare me like that.
Well, they were
Kenny's
going
talking
pretty
shit right
crazy
now.
for that tackle.
Yeah, because the
That
Giants
looked like,
have nothing to look forward to other than this. That's it.
That didn't hit the ground. It did not hit the ground. We're not debating that. It did not hit the ground. Clear as day.
I don't blame the left.
Doug,
This has been
Doug,
lopsided.
your prescription, did it change?
Feels that way.
It's been a bad game from them.
But honestly, the Eagles turnovers is it's bigger than any ref call so far. Run every
I'm
play,
live,
literally
bro.
every
I'm
single
live.
play. Yeah.
I don't got time for
Jason
this anymore.
Kelsey is back in.
Jason Kelsey's coming back
Kelsey,
in.
thank you.
There you go. Bell rings for everybody.
I need
All
my
right.
bell. Hey.
First and
There
10.
you go.
Hey.
First and 10. As I'm guessing this is RPO to Boston Scott. It is. Jalen Hurts keeps it out to the left-hand side. Gains about 3 or 4
Yeah, now
yards.
it's
Another
on
holding?
Jay Jaws.
Another holding?
I believe that's going to be on the Giants.
No, that was Jay Jaw. He blocked this guy in the back.
Oh. I
Blake-
missed J-Jaw. They need to throw to him. That's
Yeah, that's right. He's a receiving weapon only.
now.
Yeah.
That's going to make that, I believe, a loss of like 3 or 4. Then, right?
You'll see it on the replay. Yeah, I mean he clearly all over this guy on the back.
It's not always
Yeah,
him,
one job.
but he's getting pulled out of the game. So let me just see
Yeah,
this
here's
here.
the block. There goes Hurts. There he is. Yep.
I mean,
He
didn't even
sold
really
that. He
affect the
sold that
play.
a little bit, right?
It's
He was going that way.
his hand is
He was
in
going that
between the
way.
numbers on the back. You can't do it.
So the refs are definitely calling extended arms, and that's pretty much what the Eagles have been doing. It's not necessarily holding, but it's not necessarily not holding. that's pretty much how you got to call those things. First and 18, it ends up being. Is that Boston Scott still in there?
Hard to
yes,
tell.
Yes, it is.
So play clock runs down to 0. Hurts has all day. Throws deep
Whoa.
down the
I
field to the
love that
right-hand
arm.
side. Underthrown.
What is that?
Underthrown. Completely underthrown, and Jalen Reagor is stopping and waiting. This is.
That's the stuff that's going to keep him a career backup.
Yes. Yeah. That
I hate.
would. that
I'm not
would
even
right there.
trying to be an asshole about that stuff, but it's true. That's
I mean, you're stopping.
what you see in a career backup. I'm sorry.
If you are throwing that down the field, that doesn't get intercepted, and that's behind everybody.
Yeah, it's a bad ball. It's short.
Really
Yeah.
bad ball.
Yeah.
So Carson now with as many TDs as Hurts has interceptions, 3 and 3. 3 touchdowns for Carson Wentz on the day, 3 interceptions for Jalen
Is that
Hurts.
3 today?
That is
3
3 today.
INTs?
Yeah, it's 3.
INTs.
Yes. Yeah. Because one at
First one in
halftime.
the red zone,
halftime. Yeah.
halftime.
Yeah.
Now there.
Whoa.
Yikes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
This is
Minshew
a-
time.
this
It
is a bad-
absolutely
this
is
is a bad
Minshew
game.
time. Yes, because this is basic stuff. This is
This is
basic
basic
stuff.
stuff.
And if you can't understand what the Giants defense is doing, Gardner Minshew needs to come in at some point. Yeah,
Are we going there already?
It's not already. It's just I'm not saying for the rest of the year. I'm saying for this
Right.
game,
For this game.
you absolutely should bench Jalen Hurts and put in Gardner Minshew because Gardner Minshew knows how to run an offense.
I'd be okay with it. I don't think
I
it's an
don't know.
indictment on Hurts for the season
No.
either, because
No.
clearly
Yeah, I agree.
all the stuff coming out of, hey, we like this guy, and if he makes the playoffs, he's going to be here. Like, that's coming from the Eagles. So they clearly like the kid, and he's been better than they thought. But for this week, yeah, I mean, look, this is the first outright terrible game that he's played this year. He's had games
Yeah.
where he hasn't been
Yeah.
great. He's had games
Yeah.
where he hasn't
But
impressed.
Here's my thing too: is like those other games. It's not like he had so many pass attempts. It's not like he was throwing the ball all game. It was very small sample sizes, Now they've been pretty balanced today. Not saying that's a great thing because we need to run the ball more, but now you're seeing Jalen get these opportunities and he's not making the most of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the stuff I've been talking about all year, and I want Jalen to prove me wrong. But these type of games, it's not going to help his case.
No.
No, and there's a lot of things that go into that, right? Because, again, part of it is they're finally, like, you have this moment where they're starting to run the plays that they should. You run a couple of slants, 3rd and 2, 4th and 2. You don't convert on either of them because Gainwell runs a terrible route. Then Hurts does throw a ball that's not so good. So, like, even when it feels like it could go in the right direction, it hasn't gone that way. The thing is, and this is the thing, right? The Giants still suck.
They do.
And there's still plenty of time left, and you're only down 10.
Right, and a couple of those drives, they were right there. You just have to execute in the red zone, make the right play calls. There were 3rd down calls where they shouldn't have been those play calls. It's just about the right play calls at this point as well. So it's been a mix of things as well. So
why are we not targeting Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert in this game?
That's
Why
true.
are we
That's
throwing
true.
deep balls
Where's
to
Goddard been?
Jalen
I haven't
Reagor?
seen Goddard at all.
Why? I have no idea. I have
very
no
true.
idea.
Yeah, I've heard Goddard's name
Like,
once
what
today.
are we doing? You're getting outclassed by this dreck of a Giants coaching staff.
Whoa,
Let's go.
They try and
Barnett.
end around on Slayton. Barnett stays home, says no, thank you. It's going to be like a loss of 11 or more there.
That was a monster loss. And let me say this, too. I mean, for us, like, a lot of times I think we get a good feel of the
Absolutely,
game
Taylor.
based on how people are doing at the bar. You get a general confidence level of, like, where people are feeling. On that play, a lot of excitement.
Lot of
I mean,
excitement
they're
there.
still it feels like everybody here still believes the Eagles are in this game.
I mean, God damn it. I got to say this again. Jalen Reagor is wide open, essentially, in NFL terms. He's got his corner beat, and, like, the safety comes across. All you got to do is just lead him. Second and 23 for the Giants. Daniel Jones going through a screen which no one's prepared for. And is that a backwards pass?
No, I don't think so. But that would be awesome.
Nah.
The ref wanted to throw the beanbag down so badly.
Nah,
so
it was
that's
a
why I
little.
holding
It was
up.
a little in front of him.
So it's a busted screen pass. It's a loss for 2, I think.
Yeah, it's something. Well, it's just incomplete.
Oh, it's incomplete. My bad.
So just
I thought somebody
incomplete
ended
there.
up catching it.
It just bounced around. One of the
My
Eagles
bad.
picked it up like, hey, our ball, right? No, but nice try.
The Jets are somehow winning. How is that possible? Let's go. 3rd and 23. Let's go.
I love Hyde Barn. I love him.
Let's go. Hopped up Bernie. Sirianni talking to Hurts on the bench as he's sitting him down. Very possible, as they do the coward run to Saquon Barkley where they were losing
That was
3
a terrible
more
play
yards.
call. That was a terrible play call.
So Freddie
We'll
Kitchens
take it.
sucks. Giants still suck, and unfortunately today the Eagles suck as well.
Okay, well let's talk about benching Hurts for a second, right? Because think about this.
I'm not going
Kelsey. No, hold on.
Stop that.
No, I'm definitely.
You were going to do it.
I am going to do it.
Don't do it.
All right,
That's
so,
stupid.
Oh,
Be nice there.
let's do what? By the
I'm
way,
tweeting out.
No.
I'm tweeting
No,
out
no,
something
no,
simple.
no,
Hurts should be
no,
benched today.
Okay, yeah, tweet it out.
Yeah.
Because
Not smart.
No, hold on, shut up. Let me talk about this for a second.
That's what it
All right?
said.
Here's the problem: when you've got Jason Kelsey and he was sitting on the sideline and he could play, but he wasn't, and then they put him in. That's a desperation move. All right, fine. So now you're looking at Hurts not playing well. Are the Eagles willing to do another desperate move? I mean, it's one of those things where it does open up the door for Minshew, and maybe. I mean, maybe if he is talking to Hurts on the bench, maybe.
Yeah, I hope that's the case because I'm tweeting this right now. Hurts should be benched today if you can't get a first down on this drive. Right here. If you can't get a first down, he needs to sit down. If it's 3 and out, if it's 4 and out, if it's whatever, it's all.
Yeah.
I think you should bench him. Absolutely.
It's a winnable game. It's a learning experience. It's all that kind of stuff. It doesn't say anything necessarily about his future. He's having a terrible dud,
Right.
and you go to Minshew.
Okay, well, what if they run the ball on the first 2 downs and they throw the ball on 3rd down? They don't get it. Is that really Jalen's fault?
Well, it's not really Jalen's fault necessarily, but
So you're going to go to Gardner in that case?
Yeah, because because part of it is providing a spark. Part of it is you might call things a little bit differently. So for the Giants to have to adapt to that, I think something about giving you something else. Just for today.
Just for today?
He's thrown
I don't
three.
know,
He's
man.
thrown 3 picks. He hasn't been accurate all day.
I disagree. It's not like Jalen's been so bad all year to the point where we're talking about this. I don't think so.
Again, it's not making a transition. This isn't benching Wentz last year. It's just for today. You just get through today.
I don't think so. I disagree.
Man.
But I mean, if they do it and it works, power to him, but I don't think that's the right move. I don't think that's the right move in that situation.
Yeah, because like I'm seeing it now on Twitter ever since I just put that out there, and they're saying, no, what? Like, just run the football. No, you can't not pass the ball at all.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That you sound exactly like we sound when we say throw the ball all the time. I imagine. Like, you can't do this. The reason why people bring up running the football this entire year is because of that. You're trying to protect Jalen Hurts. We know that. If you can't read this Giants defense after this, like, forget it. Forget it. RPO included. You got to sit them down today.
Yeah, you just got to change it up right now. And, I think enough people are on Hurts now. They're on the Hurts bandwagon enough that it's not going to be like chaos for the fan base.
Yeah.
If Minshew comes in and plays amazing,
right?
That's going to start a little something. But you know what? Hurts is tough enough to handle it too. He can handle a quarterback controversy again.
Yeah.
He can get through that. So I'm not worried about the guy's mental. Now we'll see, because here we are. We're back. Sirianni just pacing around on the sideline. It's not a shot of Hurts on the bench to start. So we'll see. We'll see what they actually do.
I just don't think
here.
Hurts has looked so bad to the point where we're going to do that. I don't think so.
His quarterback rating is currently sitting at
bad.
16.
I know it's bad, but
what are you talking about?
I understand, but it's not. I understand. I know what you're saying, but
Kelsey's back in again here too.
Yeah, he hasn't been.
Jalen Hurts has completed only 8 passes on 18 attempts today for 73 yards and 3 interceptions. RPO that way, throw him right out to him.
Oh my God!
Terrible pass, terrible concept.
Why are you running?
No one knew what was going on there at all. No one knew what was going on.
That was awful.
Yeah, that was bad.
I mean, that was primed to be another interception. You were begging for a pick six there.
A deflection, something like. I understand they're trying to get his confidence right back in there, but man, just wouldn't have done that.
No.
My whole thing though is if they can score here, right? If they can, we've seen what Jalen can do in late game drives. So you're not going to pull Jalen.
Yeah,
We've
probably
seen him.
won't. But I'm just saying, it's worth the benching if it doesn't. As he takes it out here, he's probably going to get a first down. He does
Do what works
with his legs.
That's why you don't bench.
Do what works. Probably, yeah. Like there's
Hurts.
I want to see what this offense actually is. Is he restricting it?
We're
or
a
is he
running.
not?
We're a running football team, but they're really not doing that today. Well, there you go. They did it right there. But still, we know what this offense is.
They're not doing it They're doing it successfully enough to drive you down to the 20s.
Right.
You got to
Right.
be able
They're
to
just
do
not doing it in the
something
red
else
zone.
other than run the football.
I agree.
Yeah, you got to complete
I agree with
something.
that. I do.
He
Stop
can't
trying to
complete
protect
anything.
Jalen every 5 seconds. It's okay. He's a big boy. He can have a bad game.
He can.
He's
And
having a terrible
bad
He's
game.
had bad games.
He's having a terrible game
He
today.
is. I apologize. He is.
Yeah. See? And you're
My back hurts.
You're Mr. Rooting for Jalen Hurts as a career backup here anyway.
Right.
So only 8 touches for Miles Sanders.
I'm
Everyone's
not
going to be
rooting
talking
for
about
that.
that this week.
Well,
right?
he was injured for a chunk of the game, so that's going to matter too. I would like to know how many touches Boston Scott's had. He's been pretty good
Not
for
enough.
the Eagles when he's gotten them. Yeah,
Run the
agreed.
ball.
Not enough.
2nd and 5.
Run the ball.
As running the ball is
Why isn't he
everyone's
under center?
favorite flavor. And there it is again. Second
Yes!
to Miles Sanders. Stuffed for after 2.5 yards.
2 or 3.
Is Miles hurt?
He was.
Yeah, he was.
He
What
was.
did you see when he just kind of hopped there right after the game, right after the play was over?
So, 3rd down.
it again. Run the ball.
Francisco is. That's what you should just say this entire broadcast
He's-
right on this end of the fucking yard.
Just run the ball and everything's better.
It's like that Kermit the Frog in like a
Got
Darth
me, I'll
Vader
run the ball.
outfit. That's pretty much what it is. Just like,
Yeah.
run the ball.
3rd and 1. They have J.J. Arcega-Whiteside in the backfield to his right with Miles Sanders and now
What's Quez doing?
a looping Quez
I
Watkins.
love it.
And
I
there
love
goes-
the play call.
There goes J.J. as a lead blocker as a QB run to the left-hand side.
Barney, what do you think about
First
that play
down.
call?
Yeah, they run the ball. Let's go.
I love that play call, though. That was a great play
God.
call.
That was
That was creative.
Yeah, that seat is reserved for rushing fanatics. Yes.
It's worked for 100 years. Keep
Stop it!
Barney.
Stop
Oh,
it! Get
Jesus.
out of
Run the
here!
ball!
Get
Get over there.
Out of here with that!
Good Lord.
My goodness!
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
sitting here trying to talk to you guys, and he's
Yeah.
trying to talk in my
It's
ear.
not
like,
the Ravens.
Like I'm not on
That's
a
not Lamar
podcast.
Jackson, and you need to throw the freaking football to beat the Giants, unfortunately.
Yeah, you have to throw it occasionally.
Look at that.
So there is Boston Scott, 1st and 10, running the football once again. Because then you have to, if you are in the Barney camp right now, you are accepting right now that Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback.
No.
Because
Pass
this
runner.
is basic shit.
Yeah.
This is basic stuff.
And now they're trying to run the basic stuff. So, like, that's an encouraging thing is when it comes to the passing game as well. It's like, let's try to run some slants and outs and whatever. So
Right.
they got to execute those things now.
2nd and 5, Boston Scott and his fine Heine in the backfield with Jalen Hurts.
That was Boston Scott's 7th run of the game.
7th?
7th.
As now it's play clock down to 1. They get the snap off. A little bit of a rush. Jalen Hurts steps up and he's running with his legs. He's got the first down. Goes to 20 to the 15 and a little more to the 14.
Mike, quick voice. Oh!
Tiny bit of swagger as we are closing out the third quarter here. As,
Little draft pick update too. The Colts are beating the Bucks, and the Dolphins are beating the Panthers.
Unbelievable.
Panthers suck,
Just
man.
a terrible day all around for everything that the Eagles need.
Hate the Panthers.
Oh, man.
How's well, San Francisco and Minnesota's at 4, right? Yeah, so that's going to be a big one. Talking about playoff seeding,
for
that's
wild
a
card
that's
and
a
all
big.
that.
Yeah, both those teams are above the Eagles in the wild card. We'll see where that goes. And God damn it, Jack Driscoll's hurt.
That's not good either. Hurt again. 2 interceptions for Cam.
Well-
and definitely I'm not saying you can't help out your quarterback. You need to help out your quarterback in this game. But it's the New York Giants who are 3-7.
Yeah.
That's my
Fucking
problem.
7.
They're not good.
Fucking
the
7.
effing part has to be emphasized.
They're not any good. And here's the one thing, Driscoll, just getting this out of the way.
Yeah.
Herbig did just go to the bench. So now you can put him in at guard. So
Yep.
big relief there that Kelsey can get back in the game. But yeah, like, it's the Giants. They are a bad football team, and you still have chances to win this game. Like, it feels awful.
entire fourth quarter.
They are
Yep.
getting a drive together here. Great. They've gotten enough defensive stops today that you can see that happening. They have, like, last drive, they got some serious pressure. I mean, you're talking about a drive where Hurts throws the ball away. Everything feels miserable. What happens? Fletcher Cox bursting through the line for a -11 on a run. So that was huge. The defense gives you something in a terrible moment where the game can totally collapse. They saved you there. Now the Eagles go down the field. Now you're getting, like, this is momentum stuff.
Yes. Yep.
You know,
Yes.
so
Yes.
learn from everything. Continue to be resilient, like you said, Francisco. Late game, their ability to be good there. This is
Jalen
now
can do
late
that.
game. This is late game. They can execute this drive. You just got to get in.
Not to rub it in, but Tua today has completed 51 of 60 passes.
Oh, my God.
Tua has thrown for 60 times today for almost 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception.
What?
So, run the ball down in Miami doesn't work.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't work down there.
This is coming from
shit.
Dave Zangaro. This is the first 3-interception game for an Eagles quarterback since Carson Wentz versus the Saints in 2018.
Wow. Oh, man, was that when they were in New Orleans and they absolutely obliterated them and it was 48-0 before you could blink?
Yep.
I was down in New Orleans for that one. That was
Oh,
fun.
God.
I got so drunk the night before that it actually made the game tolerable. So much more tolerable. You went on Bourbon Street for the first time, and I've never been to New Orleans. And next thing you know, like, it's open container. Obviously, everyone knows that. But
Yeah.
they walk in and be like, "Can I get a Jameson and ginger?" And they're like, "What size?" I've never heard of a bar say "what size" when ordering an alcoholic drink, and I go, "Large?"
Yes.
You got to be a man. That's you go all the way. You go big or
64
go home.
ounces of Jameson and ginger were served to me, and I was like, "Well, for $14." So
Yikes.
there's a little trip down memory lane, and hopefully we can create some more memories as the Eagles are back on our televisions. You have Nate Herbig in for Driscoll, Kelsey back at center. Jalen Hurts under shotgun from his, or not from his, sorry.
Go Boston!
Oh, go Boston!
Boston
Go!
Scott!
Go Boston! Go!
He's
go
a
Boston!
beast!
Go! Boston Scott with a first down carry.
God damn it, keep running the fucking ball.
So there is, there it is.
Take it all back.
Here's where Barney would have been right. If Barney just said
it all back.
they need to run the ball in the red zone, that would have been fine. Because that is true. That's where you should be running the football.
What a monster.
So the stats you put out about Tua might be the Dolphins' offense as a whole.
Oh, as a whole? I'm sorry.
Because he has 221 pass yards, a pass touchdown, and 2 rush attempts.
My bad. Miami with Tua throwing has all of that as a combined offense. My bad. Thank you very much, Daniel Jeremiah, for screwing me up.
All right. Well, Eagles ran the ball again. They get to the 1.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Vince, I'm sorry you had to wear that the entire game.
It's getting
so
cold.
sorry.
It's getting cold in here. I'll say that. Yeah, if the
It's a
Eagles
good
went
look
up
for you.
if
It's
the
a good
Eagles went
look.
up 14, I would have put on a sweatshirt, but that didn't happen.
Yep.
So blame the Eagles for that. Now, again, the bar has been covering up my belly pretty well, so it's a good thing.
Thank God for the viewers, but us, oh my God.
I can pull it
This
up
is-
more if you'd like.
No, this is traumatizing, Vince. I'm traumatized.
Yeah, if there were children in this bar, I would go to jail.
Oh, God.
I think that's where
Or at
it
least
is.
be asked to leave. Yeah.
Who do we have New York next week, right?
Yeah.
The Jets?
Yeah,
they
Jets,
got the Jets.
Jets next
Did-
week,
did-
and then the bye.
Do we have a sneak preview of where you're going to be next week?
I do have an idea. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but I have a plan.
Okay.
It's going to be better than this travesty.
You have a pilot?
Vince looks like a specific South Park character. Yeah, like one of the outskirts of Kyle and all those.
Oh, Mr. Slade. I was going to say Butters, but okay.
Butters.
The cap does really make that very nice. Good fine
The
tailor.
cap, yeah, the cap is a good touch. I'm very proud of the cap.
Thank you again for everybody listening in and tuning in to the live stream, as this has been fun, chaotic, and you've been with us hopefully this entire time. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, we are live at the Henry James Saloon here in Roxborough, sponsored, of course, by Liquid Death. You can always go and support the show. Go to liquiddeath.com/bell, and that will get you all a humongous case of Liquid Death sent to your house with free shipping. It is the best mountain water in a can that you've ever had in your life, and I can guarantee that because somebody at the Henry James Saloon just came up to me and was asking about, like, hey, what is this, and are you giving away? There's no fucking way, quoting that's water, and took one sip. It is amazing, and he is on board, whether it's the sparkling that Vince is drinking here in the dark or the flat in the white can. It never looks like you're not having a good time with Liquid Death in your hand, murdering your thirst, and also saving the planet, because most of the plastic water bottles that you buy are next to Jimmy Hoffa and not in use. You can't recycle plastic anymore. That's why Liquid Death is awesome, along with with the what?
I said it's so good.
It's so good.
I'm just hyping you up.
Oh yeah, no,
which
it is so good. It's one of the best waters on the planet.
And by the way, gave it away for a baby shower last week.
Did you really?
I did. Of
course you did.
I did. I sent Dana to a party. She was going to a baby shower. I was like, yeah, why don't you take in a case of Liquid Death with you? So she did, and she said they talked about it the whole time. So
there you
points,
go.
Points for Liquid Death.
Jeff McClain says, "Don't throw another pass. I might be serious."
Why listen to Jeff McClain?
Well, because Jeff McClain listens to Barney. Clearly, he's been watching the podcast.
Why
big
would you
Barney
not
guy.
listen to Barney?
Second and goal here for your Philadelphia Eagles. This is going to be a QB draw. Oh, it's a run for Boston Scott. Even better. There we go. We've got points on the board, everybody. Points on the board. Points on the board. Boston Scott's putting points on the board. Let's go. Good Lord. It took. Run the ball. Eagles. We can finally play the song and ring the bells. Fight, Eagles, fight.
Score a touchdown.
1, 2,
1, 2, 3.
Hit 'em
Low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
45 minutes and 5 seconds of game time to finally get to that song, but it is there. The Eagles are still
We
in
can win this game.
There's plenty of time.
I told you not to bench.
Wait, to Barney real quick.
Yes, where is he?
Well, because he got a first down. That's
Right,
all I
right.
asked. If you didn't get a Barn, are you throwing the ball at any time for the rest of the game?
The only time I'm throwing this ball is this awful play action pass. Other than that, fuck no, run the ball!
There you go. There you go. So, backup quarterback, in your
Yes.
eyes,
Okay.
has now at least that leadership, his legs, all of that engineered to
we
drive.
know what he can do in
All right.
late game drives. We
Do
know
you-
what he can do.
If we start
That
every
doesn't-
game in the fourth quarter, we're going
Please.
undefeated. There's just one quarter of football.
100 yards of rushing for the Philadelphia Eagles, -4 for the Giants as the broadcast is giving that to us.
In the third quarter alone, by the way, for that.
In the third quarter alone. Is this a game
100 yards in the third quarter. I like that.
in your guys' minds that,
like that.
They walked into the Giants and said, you know what, this is a bad team. They've run a defense that we have. Jalen Hurts isn't really that familiar with in terms of game time. Has never really seen. Yes, he has. Played them last year, didn't he? Towards the end? I can't remember. Either way, you want to see if Jalen Hurts can win this game with his arm, with his, is he that quarterback? It's a perfect team to go and do it. Do you think that's why they kept sticking with it? Like, who cares? You're going to beat this team anyway. They're not scoring points. The defense is holding up. You might as well, you have to throw in the red zone at some point.
I think part of it is just locker room stuff. Like the same way, because I think when you move a quarterback, Hurts can get through it, and they would start him next week and all that stuff. But when that does happen, and Minshew does play well, there might be some people on the team that go, you know what, maybe it should be Minshew. And, you just don't want to start that if you don't have to. First-year head coach as well.
Yep.
I think he wants to ride and die with Hurts as much as he can. But we were all thinking it.
Yeah. Official from the Eagles now. Jack Driscoll is out as the Eagles stop the Giants on their first down run here for maybe a yard and a half. So Driscoll's out for the rest of the game with his ankle. It's just unbelievably bad luck for that guy. Always injured, it seems like, right?
Yeah, it's tough, man. And it's crazy, too, because for the Eagles, for the depth at this point, like Herbig, Driscoll, Dickerson, we knew we had all those guys. Now, Jack Andrews, I think, is next in line, which, who the hell is that? I mean, honestly, so not great. Not great.
Are the 100 rushing yards in the third quarter, is that proof that we're finally seeing Sirianni and Steichen make halftime adjustments?
No, because they're just going back to what's working.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
As Daniel Jones just threw a ball that looked like it was dying to get picked off and run the other way with a major bit of yardage on it.
Was T.J. Edwards in the vicinity again?
I don't know. Somebody was crashing down. I don't know if that was a safety or a corner that was playing a high zone, but somebody was charging down on this ball in the middle of the field, and it was a god-awful pass. And,
It's a bad pass. It was a very bad pass.
Hit the dirt, unfortunately.
We don't have to listen to Dean Blandino's voice either. This is great.
Screw that.
Fantastic. 3rd and 9 for your Philadelphia Eagles. They are bringing pressure, everybody, or at least they're looking at it. Double A gap blitz looking between the linebackers. We'll let you know if they back off. They do. They just rush forward. Daniel Jones moving out to his right. He is not getting pursued.
He don't have nothing. He don't got nothing.
He's got nothing.
Let's go.
Zero.
Let's go.
So 4th down upcoming.
Let's
a punt
go.
upcoming. Good work by Josh Sweat.
Let's fucking go.
The linebackers once again have forced an incompletion.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, for the Eagles here, and Taylor pointing this out, consecutive 3-and-outs. Huge.
Back to back.
Yep.
Here, which you should be able to do. So, yeah, great 3-and-out, Ryan. Agree with that. You guys are going to hate this call.
Oh, God. Okay, say it.
What
do you got?
If this doesn't get returned, if it gets returned anywhere from the 40 to the 50, you take a shot to the end zone again.
Oh, God. My heart.
Beyond that, just run the football.
God.
They're not going to expect it.
Smith or bust on it if you're doing it.
Here
He's
it
got
is.
a chance. He's got
to
a
the
chance.
30.
Rager
to the 35.
sucks on returns,
Rager sticks. Rager absolutely sticks.
Yes.
I mean,
YOLO, exactly. Let's Rex Grossman this shit right now.
Rex
Grossman.
They're not going to be able to score again. You got plenty of time to make a,
Man,
Can we just healthy scratch Rager next week and put John Hightower on this team?
You might as well.
I'm for it.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not here to defend Jalen Rager. So don't. I'm not saying that. But, Hurts can't get him a ball either.
But even when he does have the ball,
scenarios, yeah.
what does he do? Even when it's a punt return or a kick, I'd rather see John Hightower returning kicks.
I would take him off returns in a heartbeat.
What about Quez as a returner?
I would do that, too.
Quez has so much speed.
But here's the thing.
I know it's not all about speed.
As annoying as this is with Rager, he had a nice catch early. He had a nice grab. I mean, he set them up.
For the first time, all season,
well,
though?
Yeah, I mean, he did the big play in the first half. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside had the big catch in the first half. So, I hate Rager as a returner. He
Brandon
shouldn't be there.
too. Yeah.
And I would love to get they threw to Greg Ward earlier. I would rather have him out there more than Rager.
At least
I think
J.J.'s
he's
bringing
returned
you.
punts before.
Yes.
Arcega-Whiteside's blocking for you. Rager can't even do that.
Hey, Carson Wentz just
Yeah.
threw an interception at a key moment in the game. The Bucs are getting the ball back. Hey, See, everything's turning around. Everything's turning around, everybody.
The vibes, baby. The vibes are here.
Yeah, I don't call Hightower up.
Yeah.
Call Hightower up.
Yep.
Why not?
Somebody. Anybody's like this
What's
forcing.
the worst that could happen?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Oh, wait, we're already witnessing it
Oh,
with Jalen
no.
Rager on the field.
I mean, this receiving core, besides Devontae, is not good. I know
No,
it's young.
it's terrible.
I know they're young, but like no sign of like, oh, maybe we have something here going forward. No sign.
You're missing a
Like-
2 and a 3.
Oh,
Usually a bad receiving core is full of 2s and 3s, and that's it. You know what I
Right,
mean? You don't
right.
have that lead guy, so you don't go anywhere. But they've got a 1, a 4, and then like guys that should hardly be on the roster.
Right.
You know?
Are we going out and drafting a receiver? Are we trading for somebody? Is this
Yeah.
something we should talk about?
Yeah, I would figure that, well, free agency, I mean, you got all those guys. It's Chris Godwin, Devontae Adams, Allen Robinson. Like, there's names out there. So I think and Howie's done it with Alshon. So are they willing to do that? And then if that doesn't work, go and get a guy in the draft? Absolutely. I mean, they took, 4 wide receivers and traded for Goodwin in that 1 year?
Yeah.
So that was not long ago. You've rolled the dice on that. Only one guy really came out of that draft. It's been Quez as a 4, and that's it.
Quez was a 5.
Was he? Well,
Fifth round pick.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Or
Hightower was
six.
the sixth.
yeah, he was a
Sixth?
6th-round
Yeah,
pick.
'cause Hightower was a 5. Quez
Yeah,
was a 6.
I just meant as like a 4th wide receiver. But all the same, yeah, as a 6th-round pick, that was the only guy. Hightower was the 5th round. Rager was a 1. Like, it's just none of that worked. So it's time to do that again and get another guy in here.
All right, we got Hurts here.
So Hurts dropping it right off to Boston
Yes.
Scott once again.
Yes.
Dude, I know he got hurt, but why
Run the ball.
Why weren't you doing this in the first quarter? Why
Yep.
not just? It's Boston Scott's game.
that goes-
You know this.
He's the king of
For
New York.
years. King of New York. You kid me? I am Queens Boulevard. Only one person gets that reference, and if you did, congratulations.
Yeah,
to
it
you.
wasn't me.
It's the first season.
Says the Giants fan.
It's the first season of Entourage, guys. Come on.
No,
Oh,
I
it's
didn't.
Entourage.
didn't
Vinny's
see
big
it.
movie drop. 2nd and 4. Back to Boston Scott once again. He gets 3. He almost gets
almost.
4.
That's 3rd and
maybe?
inches. 3rd and inches.
That would have been an Evan Ingram first down. I'm just saying. So, from
Yeah.
the last corner.
Keep
Yeah.
running the ball.
So never going to see a pass again. They didn't listen to me.
Why
They're
see a
listening to
pass
Barney.
again?
Yeah.
3rd and inches. Better be sneaking it here.
All right. Yeah, this is prime sneak territory. But thinking about where this game's going, yeah, it looks like the Eagles are going to run the ball a billion times, which if it goes that way, you score, there's probably like 7 minutes left, 6 minutes left. Giants get the ball back. Assuming you stop them, you just do the same exact thing again. I mean, this is going to be like when Hurts had 3 passes and a half.
Yes. Yes.
I'm okay with it as long as we win.
3rd and inches from shotgun. And they hand it off to Boston Scott again. He
I
picks
love
up 2
it!
or 3.
He's the king of New York.
He's the king of New York.
I'm
It's
from
the
New
king
York.
of New York. It's the New Jersey Boardwalk. It doesn't matter
Yo,
what you call it. Here
hold
comes
on. How
Boston
about this-
Scott.
How about this crowd today, man? Look at this. Is
It's a
beautiful.
great
out here.
crowd
It's
today.
A great
It's a
crowd.
fantastic crowd at the Henry
All out
James
here for the
Saloon.
Bell and the Birdman.
We are jam packed all the way down here.
Yes.
This is great. We've got
Yes.
Joe and his family tuned in. We've got Prem on the tunes, and
Yes.
thank God you can hear the announcers through those beautiful speakers that John Dunphy paid for to blast this thing through here, man. We appreciate you and us being here. 1st and 10. Hurts under center.
He's not
he
throwing
is
it.
play action,
He's not-
and
he's
there
not
is
running it.
nothing there at all as the Giants pass rush forced him to put a friggin'
Are you?
salami
Oh, you're okay with that?
yonker there. Oh, yeah, we're okay with play action passes.
I'm okay with a play action pass. Didn't work,
Barney's right
but
over
that's
here.
the
Oh,
way you
can't
throw
see
the
my
ball.
camera, my bad. So, okay. Coming up tight here, Vinny Quinn.
Yeah, look, it's 2nd and 10. You got plenty of time to still drain things, keep it moving. I mean, they're doing enough in the running game, too. You have versatility, right? It's Scott to the outside, Scott to the inside, Jalen Hurts going inside, outside. So you can make a lot of stuff happen here. You have options. So you're at midfield as well, 4-down territory, totally
Why
on
aren't
the
you
table.
under center?
2nd and 10 from shotgun. And they throw the football to Boston Scott out to the flat. Gets up a couple of yards. And it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 7 for you guys across
I don't like the play
midfield.
call, but it worked.
Of course you don't like the play call because it was an actual pass. So they did pass. They did pass once. That's fine by me.
It worked.
Keep it
so it's
coming.
okay.
That's
I guess
West
so.
Coasty. Like it actually looks kind of sort of, if you squint, like a West Coast passing offense today.
And very, very good timing on Sirianni as well. They were bringing the rush with the Giants, so worked out perfectly. Jalen Hurts read the ball beautifully. I can't believe we're this excited about a fucking 3-yard check down, but there it is. 3rd and 4. Across midfield, I agree with Vince Quinn. Absolutely. This is 4-down territory no matter what. Play clock down to 2, now down to 1. And they come rushing. Boston Scott picks it up. Jalen Hurts has pressure and is going to hold on to the football and just get sacked.
Well, might not be 4th down territory now.
I still think it is. You're right there. I mean, this is what, 4th and 7 it ends up being?
It might be 4th and 10. I mean, they lost a good chunk of yardage on it. Hurts climbed the pocket a little bit before he got sacked, but man,
He did.
woo!
Just
All right.
a good blitz call, a semi-good pickup from Boston Scott. Everybody else pretty much got beat. I really feel bad for Jason Kelsey because it looks like his elbow is really bothering him or whatever's bothering him right now. Oh, it's going to be a rough one. But before that, I'll wait for this punt.
And it's
then
4th and 9,
fake,
so they
fake.
do punt.
4th and 9, they do punt it away like cowards.
Zipos is a legend, though. He's going to pin him inside the 10.
And he
okay.
does.
Yeah, Sipal's already elite.
Mark him
He's
down
already
at the
elite.
8. Zach Wilson, according to Adam Schefter, thanks to Kyle Bennett, is out of this game for the Jets next week. So I don't know what they're going to do because I don't believe White or Flacco is still going to be ready for next Sunday. I might have that wrong. But if that's true, who's in quarterback for them right now with the Jets? That's pretty crazy.
Oh, my
Pennington.
God.
Steven says we're still going to win by 4, and I think that's right. Another touchdown to win it.
Yep. Plenty of time.
If this game goes to overtime, they're losing.
No, we're winning this game in regulation. Relax. Stop doing
Yeah,
that.
sorry.
Oh, is your back actually hurting?
I think he just he's
I thought it
delicate
was just
to-
like
is
a-
it really bad? Oh, okay.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
know.
okay. I thought it was. All
thought
right.
I
I thought
thought
it
I
was
hit
a
him.
bit. There we go.
Daniel Jones on an RPO keeper. First play of this series, just runs out of bounds for about 3 yards there.
All right. Not good, actually, because you think about what the Giants have done well today, and that was it. It was Daniel Jones running the ball. They've gotten away from that a good deal, and they've
yes.
stalled. So, not good.
I'm gonna let you take care of this because the liquid death. If you haven't noticed, I'm drinking 4 almost instantly.
case.
I'm
I
holding
gotta go
this
to the
in,
bathroom soon,
and
man.
I'm gonna take a urination break.
I'm right
2nd and
after you.
5.
There you go.
Vince
So,
Quinn's having it. Big play
urination
Slay.
break.
I agree. Brandon, it's time.
there you go, which is not the nickname we've seen on the text line, 215-509-5833. So, all right, here we go. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. They got 2 running backs in the backfield on this, so a little fake
It ain't gonna work.
handoff, and they're screened to the outside. Eagles making the tackle.
TJ
here.
Edwards, big tackle.
Okay.
Sort of.
Not a lot of yardage there for the Giants. They get about 3 yards on the play.
Big
So,
third. Big third.
We're looking at a 3rd down and probably, what, you think, like 3rd and 2?
I think so. 3rd and 2. I'd say so.
So
So,
stop here. Stop here is big because you're stopping them deep in their own territory.
yeah, so looking at the situation here, if you can get the
3rd and
stop,
3,
you get the
maybe.
ball
3rd
back.
and 3.
And so we'll give you the exact yardage in a moment. But if you're getting the ball back, you're probably getting it at midfield, so you essentially restart from where you were before.
Third
so
and third.
And run the ball.
all right, so we'll get there. Well, we got to get the stop first. 3rd and
Yes.
3. 3rd and 3, 9 minutes left on the clock. Giants are up 10-7. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. They got 5 wide on this one, so it could be prime territory for Jones to run.
Yeah.
We're going to see here. Pass rush getting through in the middle. He makes a throw right over the middle. Oh, he makes a nice throw over the middle. Kenny Galladay hangs onto it. He got hit as he caught it.
And if he doesn't fall, it's a touchdown.
Man, he
There's
falls.
nobody in front of him.
Yeah, he falls forward for like 7 yards, but he had nothing but open space. Just a slant route, fake to the outside, pushing the inside, beats the zone. And man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But Giants still on their side of the field. So
Still like 10 minutes left, I think, right? 9
yeah.
minutes?
Now you're probably under the 9-minute mark now as the clock keeps running. 8:22, 21, 20. So clock ticking down here. 1st and 10 for the Giants, who offense has not been great lately. They were 3 and out the last couple of drives. Looks like they're ready to run here.
This is an ugly game.
It's a really ugly game. It's a really ugly game. Jones is dropping back to pass. He's throwing it down the field a bit, and Kenny Galladay again. He gets about 20 on that.
It's just in between the zone. The safety's
Yeah,
way too
yeah.
far back. The corner's been passed. And it's pitch and catch out there. It's backyard
Yeah.
football.
It's
Yeah, it's
typical
too
John
easy.
Gannon defense where
It wasn't even a
these
great
guys,
throw. It was behind him.
Yeah, it was not a great throw, but it's
when
zone.
there's nobody around, you
Right,
can
right.
throw it behind
For sure,
the guy.
for sure.
There wasn't a
I'm just
defender within
saying.
5 yards.
Yeah, the zone coverage is just absolutely brutal. And here's the thing, guys. I mean, as much as we've talked about where this game is, if they give up a touchdown, clearly it's done. You're not getting a miraculous – like the way they're running the ball, there's just no chance because they can't pass. You're not going to be able to score. So you got to hold the Giants to a field goal here and pray. But also, are the Giants dumb enough to kick a field goal now that they're in Eagles territory?
Hey,
are they that dumb, or do they go for 4? Or do they go for
well, they've been doing
down
that all
scenarios?
game. They went for a field goal before, and they missed it.
Yeah. So we'll see. A lot of questions here, a lot of big decisions. We're hitting the 7-minute mark now, so about 7 minutes left in this game. 2nd and 6 for the Giants, and right now it's a mix of everything. I mean, they've had a run here and there. They've gotten some quick passes out. Daniel Jones right now, he's in the shotgun, so he's been living in the shotgun on this drive. He's got a running back next to him. They're going to pass, and they're throwing to the outside, wide
That's
open.
too easy, man.
Again, with no coverage
I
and
might
a first
be
down.
3rd and inches, maybe.
Man, this is just brutal from the Eagles defense.
This
They are
is not
just,
what you wanted.
I don't know what they're doing.
They're playing scared as a team that is down, and you can't do that here. Like
No.
this is horrible play calling. 'Cause
Right,
it's
from
zone,
Gannon.
It's playing off, and this is not how you get yourself back in this game. The Eagles they're going to need at least 5 minutes to get down the field, and right now 6:20, 6:19, 6:18. So really,
Look, man, we knew Gannon, the first however many games, he was terrible. He was probably the worst defensive coordinator in football. All of a sudden, 2 games, he's a great defensive coordinator now. We're seeing he's still got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, so
Still got
here we
a lot
go.
of work to do.
Play action
You
from
need
Daniel
a
Jones. He's
turnover.
stepping back. He's thrown to the side, and coverage gets on him there. Vontae Maddox comes in for the tackle, but he's tackled inbounds. Clock
Tick,
keeps
tick,
on
tick, tick.
moving. Yep, clock
I
keeps
should have
on
stayed in
moving
the
here.
bathroom, fellas.
Well, yeah, I
As
mean,
soon as you went to the bathroom, the
Yeah.
Giants started rolling. So go back.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
is
stay
horrible.
Here, stay here.
Hi, guys. Sorry, I'm over here. by the
yeah,
way.
there's John. John's right off screen.
I'm in my funeral outfit. I've got it ready for postgame. Don't you worry.
Well, it's not much better than my outfit. So, although, let me just state this for the record: bury me in this costume. So that's all that I've ever wanted. 2nd and 6, Giants fake handoff again. They're going to the outside. There's
Get to
nobody
the
there.
quarterback.
He was looking for the
What
tight
is
end. He got
this?
knocked down, and then he gets back. Oh my God!
Waiting. Fucking tight end is dragging that shit out, and then all of a sudden he's there for 2 yards and a first down.
Well, the tight end got pancakes.
Yeah.
I mean, he was going out for the route. He gets pancaked by Taron Jackson. So he falls down. Jones waiting, keeps running to the sideline, and then gets the
at
tight
28,
end when he
he-
stands
oh, my
back
bad. That's
up.
their fullback, too, by the way. I keep forgetting.
They have
looks
a
like a
fullback.
tight end.
Fullback
Yeah,
still
it's all the
exists.
same. I mean, there's only like 4
The
in the
safety
league. So.
overcommits. When he fell down, the safety just said to hell with him like he couldn't get back up. Don't run past him because you think Daniel Jones is going to run on you. Stay with your guy.
Yeah, and they are moving all the way
he
down the
saw
field
it
here.
fall down, and he just kept on going.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Giants. Again, they're at the Eagles' 25 right now. So they're in field goal range, no doubt about it. They're running the ball here. And you're getting to the point now where you're going to start thinking about timeouts sooner rather than later. And are they going to do that? We'll see. But Gannon did this against the Chargers, too. Yeah, it's
Feels that
brutal
way,
here.
Brandon.
Feels
God almighty.
100% that way. So 4:20, 19-18, 2nd and 10. Again, Giants are up 10-7 here. And for the Eagles, it's been all running attack. You're going to have to pass the ball to tie this game, win this game,
Vince, you know
whatever
what?
it is.
You know what's going through my head right now
What?
is we at the beginning of this could not find a way where the Giants could win this football game, and
What is going on? Yeah, there is
And
no
simply,
way in
like-
my mind the Giants can win this
yeah,
game.
like
but
3 interceptions later.
Yeah, and that's what Hurts has had his worst game as a starter. It's just what it is. He's had his
Absolutely.
absolute worst game. Daniel Jones getting the ball here again. 2nd and 10. He's dropping back. He's throwing it in the middle of.
And they're open again.
Man.
Nice shot into the back of the ribs at Barkley there.
Yeah, Barkley is really slow getting up, but the yardage on that one, I mean, you're talking about an Eagles defense again sitting back, and right now
Giants
you get
are
about a
milking
7,
the
8
clock.
yard gain. It's going to be about
I'm
3rd
right,
and 2.
I'm right for now.
It's going to be
We're
about
looking
3rd and 2 on this one, guys. I mean, this is and by the way, if the Giants get a first down on this, you do have to burn your timeouts
you got to
now.
start calling timeout.
That's where it's going to be. But it's 3rd and 2 for now, and there's 3:15 left on the clock. You got 10 seconds left on the play clock here. So Daniel Jones going to the line.
Milking the clock.
Also, probably 4-down territory for the Giants.
Let's go.
So here's Daniel Jones. He's getting this. Oh, whoa! There's some movement at the line.
Little offsides.
Ball start.
Javon
It's a
Hargrave.
3rd and 7.
Let's wait for the call here.
No,
False
he
start.
called.
Beautiful.
The first
beautiful,
ref already
beautiful.
did it.
Big penalty. Big
First
penalty.
ref already did
Huge.
it.
Woo, okay, so now this is a great thing. Giants more likely than not passing here, which you want. Although, well, you should want that
Yeah,
because it stops the clock. But 3rd and 7 here. It could have been an obvious 4 down, run the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 3rd and 7 changes the whole dynamic completely. You'd figure the Giants might kick in this scenario, forcing the Eagles to have to get a touchdown. Guys, I mean, Jonathan Gannon sending the pressure here. Do you think he actually does it?
He needs to.
I don't
Whether
thi-
he actually does it or not,
I don't think
me.
you blitz here at all, by the way.
And it doesn't look like it. Eagles got 4 on the line. They're lined up really wide on the pass
Yeah,
rush
wide
here.
9
Super
almost, 3rd
wide.
and 7, and they fire it in there.
Incomplete!
Baby!
Avonte Maddox, no flags!
Let's go. Still alive. Eagles with a major stop there
Huge.
on 3rd and 7.
Big.
As Daniel Jones walks off the field, we're going to get a field goal kick here for the Giants, who were at the Eagles 13-yard line or so.
Unbelievable.
And had every ability to put this game away and have completely botched it. Thank you.
See,
False start.
Taylor's already working up the Graham Gano miss here. I like it.
There we go.
I like it. I like
Get
the
some
vibes
energy.
here, T. Put it
We
out
get
in the
some
air.
energy
I
here.
like the vibe. Where's the energy, Barnes?
Miss that kick! Miss that kick!
Block this
Miss
shit!
that kick!
Block this shit.
Miss that kick!
Nope.
All right,
right.
we're going to get 7. Let's go.
All
We're
right.
going to get 7. Let's go.
Here we go.
No big deal. Just
I mean,
can only
we-
run the football with 2 minutes and 54
Only
seconds.
run the football.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Yeah.
No.
No,
No.
that's
right now.
What? Are you out of your
I'm
mind?
kidding.
I was going to throw you
They do
out.
have
I'm
three
There's
timeouts
no
and a
jokes
2-minute
here, guys. No jokes.
They
I
do
can't
have 3
take
timeouts
running
and
out
a
of
2-minute
bounds.
warning.
Keep running out of bounds. Hand the ball off, 10 yards out of
They
bounds.
have 3
Hand the ball off.
timeouts in the 2-minute warning. It's not out
All right.
of their
Let-
mind not to run the
Let's
ball.
leave it. I want to leave this to
But I
you.
will say this,
Oh,
seeing
yeah,
how
go
this
ahead,
is
Bobby.
starting out, this is apropos of the Eagles-Giants games we've seen lately, where
Yeah.
these games have been really, really tough, and somehow the Eagles win at the end, and we get to throw it in the Giants fans' faces. It looks like another one of those where they win at the last second touchdown. We've seen this show over and over and over again against
have.
this team throughout years. Like the last decade, it's been some last-minute score
Yep.
in a game they played horribly, and we've been like, hey, they won. That's all we wanted. Like when they had the year after we won the Super Bowl, they had to make that run to make the playoffs. When they beat the Giants that game, it was an overtime. At the very last minute, they won that game. This is how they beat the Giants. We need to understand they're not going to ever blow the Giants out. This is how they beat the Giants.
Well,
In the last minute by a
Bobby,
point.
everybody's chiming in with like all over the place. Steven's saying 3 and out or a pick. Which one are we taking? Sadly, Ryan's in there saying, sadly, we need to throw, and I have no confidence that they're going to do anything. And Hitch, absolutely. This is exactly where you find out if Hurts can be a franchise quarterback or not, or at least check one of these boxes here and be like, hey, man, you have had one of the worst games of your career. No doubt about that. 3 interceptions. No one believes that you can throw down the field and go beat this team. So you're going to have to. You're going to have to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Taylor just imagined overtime. Exactly. I've been sitting here thinking about that for the last – it would be disgusting if this game went
God,
overtime.
if they caught a touchdown, somehow missed it after.
Nah, Jake's been too good this year. Jake's been too good.
No, I need
don't
to
know.
take
don't
this
think
shirt
it
off.
is.
It is
But this
it is
is
so
again-
tight. It is so tight. And
the whole game he's had this on,
and
this
I'm-
whole get-up
and
right
I'm-
here.
I'm cold.
Well,
It's-
show the people why you're cold.
All
Stand
right,
up
well,
for a second,
yeah,
because
so-
I don't think they've seen the full.
So here
this
we
is
go.
what he
That's-
walked in today.
That's
Ladies
the
and
full
gentlemen, ladies
And by the
and
way,
gentlemen, there you go.
not
Yeah,
one
this
of
is
us,
not great.
not one of us got a warning. As that man's coming out of the bathroom as we're starting
Oh
the
my
broadcast.
God. We knew he was going to do something.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, I'm not giving you a heads up on all this goodness.
This was supposed to win today. I
was-
just want to point the blame where it's supposed to go.
That's right. we still
here.
have 2:54, and we're only down 6, John. So you're welcome.
All right.
And the OnlyFans
All right.
account starts after the show.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
That's a whole different thing. You got to make that money. But for now, yeah, look, they got to figure out the passing
And-
game.
and-
I have no idea.
And again, like even with the bad game that Jalen Hurts has had, it's the kind of moments that those intangibles where you're like, this dude doesn't give up. If he guts this one out, you're like, the dude's heart is through his
Yes.
chest.
We already know
His
that.
heart
though.
is big as hell.
Hey,
These are the moments where you're like, you know what? Even with the bad games, you gotta let us get.
so
if he can
good-
get a win. If
Good
he can get a
start
win.
here. Good
Look at
start.
that.
Rager needs a push.
That gonna count?
Rager needs a push.
So hold on, but yeah, we get a kick return here, guys, and Jalen Rager gets to the 30, which is
Yeah, with some
improvement.
help from the push from his freaking teammates.
Well, he got to the
Pushing him.
35
Hey,
with that
pushing
push.
him like
But
20 yards.
They're going to give the Eagles the ball at the 30, though. By the time that's all said and done, he's going to start at the 30. So you're getting a couple extra yards
In
here.
the
You got
hunt.
about 2:45. You have your timeout still, by the way. Didn't have to burn your timeouts on that drive. So for the Giants screwing all of that up, well, now you've got 2-minute warning, 3 timeouts. You got to find your way on the field, which does mean, by the way, You can run a little bit. You can run a little bit. So it's just finding those
little
moments in the passing game.
Nick Sirianni snapping at the referee.
All right, well, here's Jalen Hurts, John.
I like the energy,
Let's
Nick.
go, Birds!
I like the energy, Nick.
First and
Jalen
10 for
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts in a comeback win. It's slant over the middle to Devontae Smith. Where the fuck has that been since
What do you
the
mean?
first
It's
quarter?
Rager.
Jalen
was
Rager.
Rager.
Jalen Rager.
Either one. Where's the goddamn slant? It's there. First down.
slant.
I don't care about the player. I call about the play call. There we
Oh,
go.
and the slant.
First and 10 again. 2 minutes and 25 seconds and ticking. 24 on the play clock. 3 to Jalen Hurts is right. They are running tempo. They aren't screwing around. RPO. It goes to Boston Scott up for about 2 or 3 yards. I imagine they'll run this right down to
That's
the
the only
2-minute warning.
time you run the ball.
You have some other. You're going to see. I mean, if you get like
Maybe
third
one
and
more
twos,
run.
if you're
Yeah.
getting like third and twos and stuff in this drive, and Hurts with his legs has been really effective, and you need that right now. He's been able to get you 20 yards at times with his legs. So
Hit
I'm
the
not ruling
2-minute
that out.
warning there. So we are ready to rock and roll for. This is pretty much it, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
This is your
This is
ball
the drive.
game.
Hold on to your butts, ladies and gentlemen. We're going the distance here.
And Hitch actually saying this is where we find out if Hurts is a franchise quarterback, so much so that he put it out on the Bell and the Birdman account. Big time balls there. There we
like
go.
it.
I like this.
I like it, Hitch.
I like
He's-
it.
He hasn't had a good game. One drive isn't gonna make
No.
him beat.
No,
No.
but
No.
it is the other drives over the course of the season. And you brought them up yourself,
I
like
know,
late
I
in the
know.
game,
I'm
doing it
just
against
talking about
Carolina.
winning this
Yeah.
game specifically. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it helps. Like you do have to paint that picture. The guy's been horrible today as a passer. He's been
Right, absolutely.
He's just
Right.
been downright
Putrid.
inaccurate and making bad decisions all day. If he can execute a couple of major passes here on the road in a division game and go and get this win when they've been awful all
Big time.
day, yeah, like
Big
I'm
that's
telling
a
you,
huge
that
drive.
mattered.
It's
That
a huge
feeds
drive.
into that, that whole thing of even when he's bad, I'm behind him because he never quit.
Yeah, the guy's just
agree.
got
I
swag
agree.
through the roof. So
Oh,
you're just hoping
absolutely.
that it shows up again here. And it's funny because, like, we're all thinking immediately, it was like, oh, Devontae Smith. It was Rager. But you're still like,
Yeah.
all right, this is going to be the drive. It's going to be Smith. It's going to be Goddard. Like, this has got to be it. Maybe we finally get a Dallas Goddard play today.
Maybe.
Where is he
like,
been?
nowhere. In fact, who I thought was Devontae Smith was Jalen Rager. That would have been his 4th target of the game, even if it was. Like
Wow.
Rager or
Wha-
Smith?
Smith.
Smith.
3 targets on the game, and I believe
Wow.
only one catch. And Goddard's only had two targets in this game, I believe, as well. So
yeah, he hasn't done
be a
much
good
of
time.
anything. So, and I don't even know the last time Goddard got targeted. First quarter? Second quarter?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know.
It's been forever ago.
Apparently, the what's going on with the Jets in Houston? That's even uglier than this one. I don't think that's possible. Tim.
No, I don't think it.
score.
No, I think that's what he's saying is that
Wow.
those teams are playing each other, and this game is uglier.
So
So
how is that possible? How is that possible today?
I don't
Well,
know.
when Zach Wilson's not playing
18-14.
quarterback, I guess that's 18-14. Jets winning or one?
Jets are winning. Yeah.
Oh,
Still
wow.
winning.
Wow.
Haven't clinched that one up yet. So
Is anybody winning when it comes to Houston?
yeah,
and the
probably not.
Jets?
The only way that you could possibly win right now is checking out bellandthebirdman.com, where you can get Dubs' newsletter, where you can get Francisco Rojas and Ashley Woods' Rent Check, where you can find this fine podcast that we are live streaming every Sunday from the Henry James Saloon, and we are happy to take you in for a landing, as
Yeah,
someone
here we
great for
go.
the Sixers used to say. 13-7.
Second
The
and
Giants
7.
are up 2nd and 7. And Jalen Hurts is trying to win this for the Philadelphia Eagles, as they are from the, oh my God, an RPO that
Oh,
goes
where?
right over the
Oh,
middle
good.
to
The rent
Devontae
check.
Smith.
All
The
right.
rent is due.
Fourth target for him. Speaking of that, clock is running, 1:46 and ticking. They go
timeouts.
right back to the shotgun, obviously at midfield, just over it. RPO fake to Boston Scott. Boston Scott, who fumbles
Fumbled
the
the
football,
ball.
and it is recovered by the Giants. An unbelievable fumble that popped
Fumbled
out,
the ball.
and that will probably
Wow.
end the game. Oh my God! Yeah, I'm
Wow.
glad.
Run the
I'm
ball,
glad-
Barn.
Glad that it wasn't an interception this time.
Running the ball, Barn.
Unbelievable. Boston Scott.
100 years.
I don't even think that they got a hand on it. It looks like it just popped out.
And it
Is
just
that possible?
it just goes. Yeah, I'm. Well,
No, he got his hand
so
on
They
it.
one of the lightest hands on the ball ever from the defensive tackle.
Is that from Dexter? Unbelievable.
And it goes right into the arms of the Giants. It's
Love.
indisputable. There's no review for this. Like now you're looking at 3 timeouts,
terrible.
and you're going to get the ball with, I don't know, a minute 15, and you got to go the whole field passing.
Got to go
You're
3 and
gonna
out
need
too
a
with it.
miracle at the Meadowlands 3 if they're gonna win this
Yeah,
one.
are the Giants dumb enough to pass is
So,
really the question.
I just want to
3
point out
timeouts. It's not over yet.
that Prem walked in David A. Gettleman from Twitter.com, and he is present. I'm just saying, got to do a better job. All these Giants fans in here making me uncomfortable. As there's a first down stop with
All right,
maybe a
now
half a
time-
yard.
time-
One
Timeout.
timeout.
So clock stopping at 1:30. Yeah, I know.
We can't lose to this Giants team, man. We can't
This
lose.
sucks. This sucks so much.
It does.
Terrible.
Because you finally you get that play there, right? The read option where Hurts, he's pulling the ball, clearly was going to get tackled, by the way. Boston Scott was a dead man. That was a -5. He holds on to the ball, throws a dart right to Devontae Smith in the middle of the field. That's what this offense is supposed to be.
Yes.
And to see it move a little bit and be like, man, Hurts, 2-minute drill and trying to get this thing going, like that was such a great opportunity. And for Boston Scott to just cough it up like that is awful.
4 turnovers for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And
0
Milton Williams is
for the
down.
New York Giants.
Yeah, so and that's going to be the
You
story
will
of the
not
game.
win a game when you turn the ball over 4 times. You
Yeah,
just
so
won't.
make sure, as frustrated as you might be, make sure you stick around. We're going to be getting to the post game as soon as this whole thing wraps up. But for now, looking at where the Eagles are, you do have 4 turnovers. Milton Williams is down as well. So Milton Williams getting checked out, and the broadcast just, getting away from things for a moment. So minute 30, if you're just checking in, minute 30 left in the game. Giants up 13-7. It's been mostly down. It's been mostly down. The Eagles built some momentum lately. Third quarter, fourth quarter, getting some drives. They finally score. And, you're really sweating the clock now. You got to get a 3 and out here. And guys not feeling really good right now.
Not at all. Vibe check. Vibes are low.
Vibe check. Yeah.
We're really gonna we could possibly lose to this New York Giants team.
So wait,
All
what
right,
the
Daniel
hell?
Jones.
All right, so they just suddenly flash back
They
all of
only
a sudden in the
wasted
game.
5 seconds.
Daniel Jones runs to the
That
outside.
was terrible.
5 seconds. Eagles are going to call a timeout here.
3rd and 11.
So we're looking at 3rd and 11 for the Giants. And man, Giants are on their side of the field. Okay. God, I feel terrible. I just feel awful.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Let's be a little positive. It's not over yet.
It's not over yet, but man,
I know. I feel that. I'm trying to.
Oh my God!
Look, could be worse. We have the
hate
timeouts.
this. I don't want hope. I rather it just be over. I hate this when you get the hope. That's not over.
Well, we got the
Like, you
union
know
later
it's not
today, bro.
over.
We got the union.
Exactly.
Don't
exactly.
do that. Don't give me that. Okay? I'm
Dub's the
sorry.
union guy.
I gotta
Dub's
get
the
out of
union
here.
guy.
I know Dub's a big union guy, but and I kind of would want to be, but it's.
I know. I agree, Vince. I agree.
God.
Dupe. Hashtag dupe.
All right. Well, the Giants are
Duke.
going to pass here. Yeah.
Never do.
Wearing that when Daniel Jones is playing is
I know.
travesty.
You did it.
It's not
travesty.
like that. It's not like
All
that.
right. We'll yell at you later. Third and 11. 3rd and 11
125.
right now. Yep. Minute 25 left on the clock. Daniel Jones is in the shotgun here. Giants got 4 wide. They got a running back in the backfield. Eagles not really sending any pressure. They're just going to sit back and hope for the best on this one. Jones running wide. He goes down. He goes down. Timeout. All right, timeout. Minute 18. Daniel Jones sacked. They're in their own 30.
Yes.
So you have an opportunity
Block
here.
the
Field
punt.
position. Well, you need field position. Yeah, you could try. But here's
You're gonna need
you need
a good return.
You need a Jalen Rager return. That's exactly where I was going, Dubs. You need a Jalen Rager return. Whether or not he can give that to you.
Somebody else in.
You know what? Hold on. I know it's
Throw
going to be
Westbrook out there.
I know you guys aren't going to like this given what just happened. I would let Boston Scott return this kick.
I wouldn't mind it.
I would put
Jalen
Boston
Rager's
Scott
out
back there and see what he can do. Jalen Rager
is out
has
there.
Why
been
not Quez?
so spotty. Now, Boston Scott's ability to find those lanes and break tackles generally has been awesome.
Yeah, I
Awesome
agree with
today.
that. I agree with that.
So
Yeah.
I would give him a chance back there to make a play as a big-time playmaker for you. They're not doing that. Jalen Rager's back there. So 4th and 19.
Maybe he'll do the impossible.
And a minute 19 here. Giants are about to get ready to snap this ball. And plenty of time.
Taking it all the way down to the end of the play clock makes no difference.
What's
Joe
the
Judge.
point? Yeah,
I want you to know that.
with the clock
isn't
stopped-
running, doofus.
This is the dumbest. What was
What
that?
is he doing?
What was that?
Can anybody explain any of that? Does Joe Judge know what's going on in this
Just
football
kick him
game?
the ball.
No, he does not.
Clearly not.
None at all.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, no.
Try to kick me out?
No.
No.
He's been holding a pee for like 2 hours.
I'm good. I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Yeah. Okay. So
Not
just
even close.
Just
Wow.
to
Not even
explain
close to
what
that.
happened for you
Not just
here at
babyface
home.
assassin.
The Giants lined up to punt. The clock was stopped. The Eagles had called it, or there was an incompletion, whatever. The clock stops. So with a minute 19, the Giants get on the field ready to punt, and they just sat there. They just sat there and let the clock run out. It didn't look like hard counts or anything like that, which wouldn't have changed anything anyway, because it's like 4th and 19.
Exactly.
So they just let the clock run for no reason, and they wasted everybody's time. And
They're freezing the returner. That's what
there you go. Yeah, you got to freeze Jalen Reagor.
He's already frozen out there.
I hope they get a bad
He's been
snap.
frozen.
They
Where's
deserve
Matt Dodge when you need him?
deserve a bad snap on this
Dodge.
punt. So 4th and 19. They're letting it run again. This is so annoying.
Block it.
Okay, here we go.
Kick
So-
goes end over end.
He's going to have
Oh,
room.
it's a shorty. He's going to try and run out of bounds. Is that all they told him to do?
Hey, he
Jalen
passed,
Hurts.
He
he's
caught the
past
ball.
the 40-yard
Get the
line.
fuck
Better
out
than
of bounds.
fumbling.
He passed the 40-yard line. I'm happy.
So, okay, guys, you're at the 40. You need 60 yards in a minute 10, just about.
Well,
Let
Throw
me
the
see
ball.
it.
there he is.
There
There's
he
Barney.
is.
All right, Barney.
Keep running it.
He's in.
It only took 58
Herbig.
minutes
Wow.
to convince Barney to throw the football, which, hey, they're in their favorite.
41-yard line.
Here you go. Jalen Hurts with the game on his back. 1st and 10 from the the Eagles 41. And it's a flip out to the
Kenneth
one that they
Gainwell.
call Kenny
Kenny
Gainwell
Kenneth
for
Gainwell.
7 yards. So 2nd and 3
Is that
upcoming.
his first touch of the day?
No. Touch.
They threw the slant to him early in the
Maybe.
game. He did a terrible job, and he didn't convert. That was
Yeah,
3rd and 2.
I think he has a carry, but I might be crazy.
So they go to Gainwell there, and that's exactly what you need to do. Short, easy, dump off play, get some yardage, get out of bounds.
Speed
Let's
it up
go.
just a little bit. 2nd and 3. In shotgun, Jalen Hurts, plenty of time.
Again.
Throws out to his right-hand side.
Yes.
It's
And they're
Gainwell
gonna give it
again.
to you, go
A little
out
bit
of
of a
bounds.
bobble
Out
and a
of
little bit of a
bounds.
head
We
start, and
are
it's nice
here.
7 yards
We
and a first
can't
down.
lose to this Giants team. We cannot. It's not going to happen.
Go.
We're not going to lose this Giants team.
All right. Yak, baby, yak.
Let's
Keep it
go.
coming. More yak.
Love yak, baby, love
1st and 10.
yak.
Now on the Giants 38-37. And they are sticking with 11 personnel here. 4 wide. Kenny Gainwell in the backfield. Jalen Hurts now barking it out. They bring some pressure. It is picked up by Lane Johnson. He throws it deep and on his back foot for reasons I can't imagine. And it is intercepted. It is intercepted.
He dropped it.
Dropped it?
He dropped it.
Wow, thank
Dropped it.
God.
Thank
They're going to have
Dropped.
to review this.
Dropped.
Rager dropped it, and then
So it's a
the-
big bomb to Jalen Rager that was in and out of his hands.
I can't tell. Was it
Yep.
a bad throw?
It was short.
That's interference.
It goes off his hands, man. I mean, it's
My
right in
goodness.
there.
A
That's
very
Sometimes that's how you
ball.
get lucky.
Very interceptable ball right after Jalen doesn't bring it in. All right, so I'm going to say on the throw, it could have been better, but that's 100% catchable. And Rager,
It
it
his
hits him in
face.
the face
I agree.
mask first before anything. Alligator arms the rest. 2nd and 10. The bar is fucking furious, and I love it. 2nd and 10. 4 wide again. Jalen Hurts backing up. Plenty of time. Dumps it off in the middle of the
There
field
you
to
go.
Kenny Gainwell to the 30.
First
Gonna make
down.
it to the
All
28.
right.
Looks
Come
like
up
a
and
first
clock.
down.
Come up and clock it.
And they're going to clock it and save the timeouts because
They
they,
don't
have
have
none. As there it is. There it is. 37 seconds with the game on the line. No big deal.
Yeah. No pressure. No pressure.
I
John.
don't know why Rager's on this team. I don't know why. I don't know why you're calling his number
JJ catches that.
this late in the
Calling.
game. Actually, probably he does, which is a sad thing.
That's
very,
pathetic.
very sad.
Absolutely pathetic.
So we are all gathered up from right to left as you're looking at us. That's Barney. There's Francisco, Bobby Dubs, Vince. I'm John. Thank you for tuning in. BellandTheBirdmen.com. 37 seconds left here.
Here we go.
The Eagles are trying to freaking win this football game as they have the ball down at the Giants' 27-yard line. Here is the snap. Hurts in shotgun. Plenty of time. Throws to his right. Covered and deflected.
Oh.
Intercepted almost again
Dallas Goedert's got to catch that.
31 seconds left to go. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, it hits Goddard square in the hands as he's making an out route to the sideline. Pretty routine thing. It's exactly the kind of thing that you want to run right now. Goes off his hands, up in the air, which has just been the theme of the day. Everything just bouncing around.
They gave him.
He did have
They
a
gave
hand in
him.
there. I had to get a defender some credit. He had the hand in between his
He
hands.
did get in there. So they knock it up in the air. Gainwell got his hands on it for a second, but it bats out of bounds. Everything's okay. Just really ugly.
So here you go. 3rd and 10. 2 plays left in this until they're not again. Down with 5 on the play clock. Now 4. Hurts in shotgun. Now 2. Has it. Time in the pocket. Not going anywhere. Fires across the middle. And it is almost intercepted this time. And it is not. McKinney had a beat on it. 4th and 10. Jalen Hurts can't read a defense.
Yeah, and
cannot read a defense.
Someone's yelling he can't throw the goddamn ball.
He can throw it. He just doesn't know where it's going. Like, I don't know why that is even a question that you don't see the safety. That's an obvious.
I was thinking the same thing. How do you not see the safety over top?
Unreal. This is not definitely not college anymore.
Game, gentlemen. It's 4th and 10.
So here we go. The second 4th down that they have tried to convert. They were unsuccessful the first time. This time, it's the game. Hurts in shotgun, gets the snap, has plenty of time once again, and is going to run out to the left a little bit.
Just
Still no. Throws it out to the end zone. It is deflected and dropped.
He should have just ran.
Is it dropped?
Rager dropped that.
And Jalen Hurts is in dismay.
He should have just ran.
Get Jalen Rager off this football team.
I don't know. I want to see that
again.
again.
Me too. I got to see it again.
Unbelievable that they just gave you. The Giants just gave us a blueprint on how to beat Jalen Hurts.
He had a hand on him too, but they don't care.
You gotta catch that.
Jalen Rager has to catch that. Yeah, but that's a. I agree, dude.
Turn off your Twitter, Jalen. Turn off your Twitter now.
That's not.
I'm telling him now. Deactivate his Twitter. Deactivate your Twitter.
Not on Hurts.
Deactivate your Twitter, Jalen.
Not on Hurts. That last one is not on Hurts.
Because.
All right. Well,
that's it.
We got a lot of things.
I'm going to go watch a winning Philadelphia team. Thank you.
Bobby Dubs, we thank you. Man, the Eagles are going to lose this one 13-7. Dubs is going to make his way towards the Union. I'm going to switch my seat over there. I mean, Vince Quinn, just give me your initial thoughts as the Eagles are going to lose 13-7. I'm happy to get you a liquid death because we got a lot of shit to talk about.
Oh, well, yeah, please get me a liquid death. There is nothing but regret for this game, and there's so many reasons and so many things that went wrong, and the fact that they got in that scenario where, Jalen Rager is going to get absolutely crushed this week. There's plenty of reason to do that, but it never should have gotten to that point. Not against a team as bad as the Giants. To let it get to that stage where things go that horribly wrong, I mean, what an embarrassment.
Unbelievable.
That's an embarrassing football game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-game show live from the Henry James Saloon. And if you're just joining us right at 4:01 p.m., oh, my God, as they do not deserve what's going on today.
No.
Jalen Hurts certainly doesn't deserve that, and I'll just start out the show with that. He should have been benched in this game. Like, you can't, if your passing offense looks that pedestrian to execute, then seriously, as I keep seeing the screenshot of what I won't blame Jalen Hurts for is the drop at the end of the game from Jalen Rager. I mean, it is, you can't find a better spot to put that in his hands for a guy that's jumping on with pressure around him and all this other stuff. But we'll get to Kyle Bennett. Vince Quinn is sitting next to me. My God, it's our fault. It's our fault. That we just assumed that the NFC East was going to be the easiest walkover ever, and are we sitting here today seeing that Freddie fucking Kitchens can defeat Jonathan Gannon, and like that, Jalen Hurts looks terrible. This is not how it's supposed to turn out at all.
Well, no.
Explain this to me, Vince Quinn.
Well, here's the thing. Freddie Kitchens didn't beat them. He wasn't any good. He wasn't any good in this game. They put up 13 points in a game where the Eagles had 4 turnovers. So when you're turning the ball over 4 different times in the game in all these devastating ways, in the end zone, on the Giants side of the field constantly, I mean, it was an absolute disgrace the way they played football, and it didn't have anything to do with the Giants' offense. I mean, the Eagles' offense killed themselves today. Jonathan Gannon was bad, but
No, he wasn't. They
Yeah.
scored 10 points.
yeah, no, he could have been way better.
Dude, it's 10 points. They did their job. In spots at the end, fine. Your quarterback couldn't throw the football today.
No.
That's what lost them the game, not Jonathan Gannon and not anybody else. Jalen Hurts' inability to throw in this one really caught up to them. This is against everything that we talk and preach about on, like, when we saw them beat the Saints, when we've seen them trying to get close to the Chargers, when they boat raced the entire Broncos with the running game, they didn't do that today. They were unsuccessful in doing so until you got down to the 20. First quarter, maybe you can make the argument there, why are you throwing with Jalen Hurts in the first place? And honestly, if those two possessions in, like, the first two possessions, if they score touchdowns there, we're probably not even talking about this, which is crazy to think that all it would have taken was 14 points to win this football game. 14!
Yeah, which is nothing. And they were on the Giants side of the field all day. They just couldn't execute anything. I mean, when the running game is working as well as it is, which it took them forever to find, that, but once they found it and it started to work, they couldn't do anything in the passing game. Hurts was bad, and Hurts was bad all day. Okay? Yeah, he was great at the end of the drive there, at the end of the game, fine. But all the stuff that leads up to that moment, it's inaccurate passes left and right, the slant stuff that didn't work because the receivers couldn't execute it, the interceptions down the field, he's underthrowing the ball to Rager, like all that stuff piles up. And it goes to this game that was still winnable because the Giants were that bad. They were begging you. The Giants handed you a knife and said, I don't want to live. Stab me. And the Giants...
I'll turn around even. I won't even care. Just do it already.
The Eagles were like, nah, that's fine, dude. You're cool. Like, that's just how it went today. It was an embarrassing loss.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, the text line is feeling it all. Jerry, this fucking train wreck. Oh, my God, it hurts so bad from Ian Tolino. Carrie Nice saying, I need Rager cut tonight. Kyle Bennett, what are you feeling over there? I mean, this is supposed to be a momentum builder into the playoffs, and now we're going to be right back to the same stupid discussion on whether or not this team should tank, on whether or not Hurts is the guy or not, and blah, blah, blah. But what are your impressions losing to the Giants today?
I just showed our good friend Francisco here. Do you remember a couple years ago the drop pass by J.J. Arcega-Whiteside?
Yes. Oh, yes.
That is the same picture we just saw with Jalen Rager against a bad football team. J.J. dropped it against the Lions. Rager drops it against a bad Giants team who openly admitted everybody's gone after this year.
Yep.
You can help speed that process up. And we just, again, dropped the ball. No pun intended.
No, literally tonight. And that's let's come back to Hurts because that's going to be a week-long discussion.
Yeah.
Jalen Rager needs to be benched more than anybody on this team. Cut, moved on from. You got to stop forcing the ball to him at any regard. 4 targets only for Devontae Smith. A lot less than that, I think, for Dallas Goedert. And if the Giants essentially plan that way to take them out, then Rager's not effective as a wide receiver. You went to Quez Watkins more than you did Jalen Rager, and somehow he's more reliable than your first-round pick. It's time to just call it like it is for losing to the Giants. Jalen Rager should never touch the football field again the rest of this year.
No, he's a useless player for them. I mean,
Useless.
and it's funny because the one play early, he's one of their best plays of the first half. He catches the ball down the field, he jumps up, he gets it, he immediately falls down. You go like, wow, it's a nice athletic catch. And then he misses basic down the field throws that he's got to have. And it's with the game on the line. It was earlier in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
He botched both of them. For all the nonsense that goes on with him, too, on social media and going after fans, the guy's not mature enough. He's not talented enough, and he's not worth it. I mean, you find somebody else. Get Greg Ward in there more. They threw one ball to, honestly, like they threw one ball to Greg Ward on the sideline where he was going to making it out in an end zone. That was a fine play, just didn't come together. But, man, Jalen Rager is absolutely awful. And, yeah, they need to deactivate him next week. There's no doubt about it.
Barney's trying to show us on the live stream that somebody's already memed Jalen Rager's face to, unlike Aguilar guy. It doesn't matter what kind of talent that you have in here through wide receiver. I'm going to bring this up again because Vince Quinn always brings this shit up too. You've got a wide receiver coach by trade as your head coach, right? This is a problem when Doug was here and no one develops. And it's just like, they can't. Not only can the Eagles for the last couple of years not been able to select a wide receiver, they haven't been able to develop him. And I give you no more than Jalen Reagor and J-Jaw, who J-Jaw I believe had more yards than Jalen Reagor today, even though they had the equal amount of catches, which is insane too. But that's a big part of hurting this offense just as much. And this is what's going to hurt now as I turn to this. Jalen Hurts should have been benched today. The basics were not there. If this is the blueprint to beat the Giants, I'm upset. Or, excuse me, to beat the Eagles and to confuse Jalen Hurts, which I think Joe Banner had been saying for a couple of weeks. But running a 3-3-5, essentially, I'm going like, good luck. He was so confused, like, to the moon in terms of reading where a safety is going to be, double coverage being there when it's not supposed to be there, all that stuff about anticipatory throws. Gardner Minshew wins this football game. Let's make no mistake about that. And I'm not calling for him for the rest of the season, but Jalen Hurts should have been benched today.
Yeah, he was awful. And when you think about it, it's so shocking because when we were projecting where this game is going, we saw no way whatsoever that the Eagles were going to lose this game. And why is that? Well, Jalen Hurts, for all of his problems, whatever they are, he makes smart decisions constantly. He didn't have
Most
that
of the
today.
time, yeah.
He didn't have that today. Not throwing into double coverages all throughout the year. He's been phenomenal with that. Today, he did it at least 5 different times.
Yeah.
We're doing a double coverage, and a couple of those times it got picked. Other times it's like this dancing bear bullshit where the ball's getting batted around and like nobody catches it. But my God, man, I mean, he was awful today. Like, this was the worst start that he's had by an Eagle, and it's not even remotely close.
No, not even close, Kyle. Do you agree?
This is coming from Jeff McClain, too.
Oh, nice. All right.
Devontae Smith livid as he came off the field, threw his helmet to the bench, wanted the ball, was open, never saw a target on the Eagles' final 2 drives.
Wow, was open. Jeff McClain is saying was open? Man, well, and again, that's another reason why. Like, we're talking about this is on to the playoffs. This should have been a little fleck on the middle of the schedule, and you're on to the next thing. And if Devontae Smith is again open in these situations and Jalen Hurts is not seeing that, and everyone just throughout the entire game, everyone in this bar was saying, this is why you don't throw. It's to protect Jalen. I'm not here to protect Jalen. I want to know if he can or can't. And he can't right now. He can't. It sucks because going into this game, Vince, you had an article from Ian Rappaport. They had all this positive energy saying, like, that's the guy. You have this huge Saints win. It's the first time it's a 2 in a row. And it didn't show up at all today. This is one part where you wanted to put the exclamation on 3 in a row, going to the playoffs. Now they're 5-7, and they still don't know if they have a quarterback yet.
Yeah, you don't know. And that's the thing where everybody totally, I mean, all this hype train stuff of, wow, Hurts has developed so much over this year. No, he had not, okay?
Oh, he has.
No, he hadn't.
We'll get into that later.
He's gotten a little bit better at certain things over the last couple of weeks. And it was really last week and this week. But everybody was like, no, all season, these monster signs of growth. No. He had been solid, great with his legs all year, and the passing needed to develop. Today, it wasn't there in the worst way, and those are the warts of this guy. Like, that's why I do talk about, I'm not going to rub this in here, but this is why you do talk about Russell Wilson. You know what I mean? Like, 4 interceptions in a game like today, Wilson never has those games. He has 4 interceptions in a season sometimes, and that goes to 35 touchdowns and all that. So, like, Jalen Hurts needs to grow as a passer. He got exposed today, and everyone is going to be looking at this game. And by the way, you play the Giants again.
Yes. Yeah, and you're going to see Freddie Kitchens again. And if that's what threw you off, the Giants' offense did not throw off Jalen Hurts. They were doing everything to protect him in this game as well. They ran the ball insanely crazy. And yes, Brandon Graham in the chat, yes, on the live stream, how are you not targeting Devontae Smith? Dallas Goedert, weeks in and weeks out, every single time. That's not a Jalen Hurts issue either. That is maybe it is. Maybe it is if Devontae Smith is throwing his helmet that frustrated and not being able to get involved in the game, and that's part of it. We've got to start thinking now, okay, I at least have to admit that this is probably not as much as Nick Sirianni that I've been putting on the coach, right? You would agree with that at this point.
Well, Sirianni's probably like the offensive stuff. They're still trying to figure out what they are, what they want to be. They don't know yet. Like
no. This team, and you told me that this team has an identity now. it's a running team that does this, that does that, and now we're back to, well, I don't know what they do again.
Well, that's what happened to start this game for a quarter and a half. Did we not go, why are they not running the ball? What are they doing here? So they did to start the game, and this is a game where you don't have to change what you do. If the Giants are the worst pass defense in football and they've got the best run defense, fine, you're going to pass the ball. It just makes sense. It's the Giants. They're not a good team. They were able to run the ball at will once they started doing it, but it took them a quarter and a half to get there. That's a problem. And the passing game, there were things that I liked this week that they did well in the passing game. Well, they executed it like shit, but they were running slants. They were dumping passes off to the running back here and there. That's West Coast passing philosophy, which is great for a developing quarterback like Hurts. You want to see that stuff. This is the first time we've seen that all year. So they have no passing identity whatsoever. They didn't embrace the running identity early. Those things cost them the game.
But at the same time, I'm looking at this. Boston's got 15 carries, 64 yards. Miles Sanders, 9 carries, 64 yards. Jalen Hurts, designed runs, 8 carries, 77. They ran the ball, guys. They ran the ball.
Eventually.
They ran, and they kept running, and that's how they got into the red zone. Now, if you're saying they should have just kept doing that in the first quarter, fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually makes this game that much different, if you're still going to get pinned into the same shit, but absolutely. Here's where I have more of a problem, though. When you're saying you like the things out of the passing game, your leading wide receiver was Kenny Gainwell. Towards the end of the game, he's the only guy that had 3 catches. Jalen Reagor, 2. Quez Watkins, 2. Devontae Smith, 2. Like, it's insane to manage the game like this. You can't do this every single week because those things are going to happen. You can't run your way to the playoffs. You cannot. So,
well, this team, for the rest of this stretch, they should be able to. Jets, Washington, Giants, yes, you should be able to run your way to the playoffs.
Going into this game.
Yeah, exactly. And you're telling me they didn't? They did. They still did, just not in the red zone.
It took them too late, and then they turned the ball over 4 times. I mean, and that was all in the passing game. So yes, the run was Scott, but you look at what they did offensively today. If they ran the ball from the beginning, it didn't turn over 4 times. I mean, they win 35-3, and nobody cares about this game.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, we're just talking about 2 plays as opposed to what they were doing all game. They didn't throw all game. They didn't throw all game until they absolutely had to, where Jalen Hurts had to go and win this thing because you can't score fucking 10 points.
Well, yes, they got.
You don't turn over the ball, and this game's tied at a minimum, right? That's the second time I think I've knocked over my liquid death.
It is the second time today. That's good work by you. But when it comes to the passing game, they were throwing early. It didn't work. It was catastrophic, frankly, early. Then they started to run more. By the third quarter, they weren't passing really at all. Then they turned it over again, and then they had to start passing, and then, Jalen Reagor's dropping the ball. So, these are all the things that happen when the team has some level of brokenness to it, right?
Yeah.
This isn't a complete roster, and they're really not elite anywhere outside of the offensive line. So Hurts has 10 seconds to throw in the pocket occasionally, and occasionally
all fucking day.
No, he had some moments where he had to run for his life.
Oh, my God. No way.
No,
way.
The offensive line was great today, but there were certain plays where he had to run. It did happen. Generally, they were amazing. So he has all that time, but as much as he stayed in the pocket and drove certain throws down the field for 10 seconds in the pocket, Reagor is dropping it. Or he's inaccurate on the throw. He's throwing it short. So you can't make up for those things offensively with your skill position, guys, because that's not what your elite talent is, or you're not feeding that elite talent in Smith. And that's what's devastating.
Seems more the case there, too. And, it seems as though we talked about this on the pod, coming into this game, getting Jalen Hurts into a position where you're trying to create that playoff passing game, and what does that look like? It seemed like they were trying to execute that today. And what a dumb idea to do today. That's the one thing I do agree. Overall, don't get that stuff into let's just see if it works mode. Go win the game first, then do all that shit. And they never seem to just find their way back to what you guys were talking about there, but. Here's where I severely disagree with both of you guys.
Okay.
What they asked Jalen Hurts to do today, and basically since the beginning of time, is do the basic things right at quarterback on how to throw the football. He has not done that in his progressions, steps, or anything in terms of being Simple. This is simple stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that they put too much on his plate in this one.
They didn't.
I don't want to hear that they didn't. They got too cute, or they did the wrong things, or this and that. Oh, hold on a second, Barney. I don't even think that they have asked him to do that much at all, and he can't go and achieve it against a really, really bad football team. I don't think that's on Nick Sirianni or how the flow went to it. This is just simply Jalen Hurts' limitations, and he was bad, and his playmakers couldn't help him out in the end.
Yeah, he was
That's
awful.
it.
He was awful today. I mean, his legs were the thing, like that. The legs were important, but you're talking about him as a passer. You want him to be your franchise quarterback. He was awful today. So it's brutal to see him have a performance like that and the receivers fall flat. The thing is, after this game, I know this and I've seen it in the comments already,
Yeah.
and we appreciate everybody commenting. But there's going to be so much hate drawn towards Rager because it is the last play of the game, and he sucks. But you know what? He's a guy that we've known sucks for 2 years now. The other guy's supposed to be your franchise quarterback. You can put it on Rager if you want today, but you know what? Jalen Hurts was awful. They did have 3 interceptions today, and you got to put this game on him. It's on him. He's good enough. He's clutch late that he made it compelling, and they had a chance. But he was in his own ditch.
Yeah, big time. And now Barney joining the show with us here at the Henry James Saloon. Has been with us at the entire live stream. He's Mr. Run the Ball since 1995. I don't think that they told Jalen Reagor to do anything complicated at all. And we need to really stop with Nick didn't do this, or Boston Scott didn't do that, or Jalen Reagor didn't do this. Jalen Hurts lost that game.
Look, I mean,
plain and simple.
There are some reasons why I definitely agree with you. I think Jalen Hurts definitely could have played a lot better in this game. I mean, he definitely showed his limitations as a passer in this game, and I'll be the first one to say, if he had played better towards the end of that game, they had a real shot to win. That being said, I still think they probably could have won this game in spite of his play if they had run the ball more early and often. They had committed to the run.
We're talking about two things, two possessions. You can't fit any more fucking running into the game plan. What are we talking about?
What I'm talking about is the 2 interceptions he had on the goal line.
Yes, I agree.
They had played it
but
smart,
where else are you running the football more is what I'm asking.
Well, no.
First quarter plus.
That's all we're talking about, right?
That's what we're talking about. But what
so
I'm saying is
that's on Jalen Hurts. Stop acting like, if you just run the football there, you're going to win the game. We don't even know that.
What I'm saying is worst case scenario on those goal line drives, if they had run the ball and gotten stuff, they still would have settled for 3 points. And we wouldn't be talking about, us lose by 6. We'd be talking about overtime right now. So that's the only point I'm trying to make.
Absolutely, but that is putting it on the coach. That's saying, if you just did this one thing at the very beginning of the game, that's your quarterback is bad and you're trying to make up for it.
And I agree.
That's all this game was. Feels like.
Part of it was he was bad, and part of it wasn't their game plan coming in against the Giants to run. When that's the thing, you face the Saints and you ran them over, and then you don't do that to start.
How many times did they run the football today, guys?
They didn't do it to start. To start.
It's the timing of when they ran the ball.
To start the game. You have to do it early because that's what you do well. That is the basics of what you do, and everything else comes from the run.
But if you're saying they continued to do what they do well throughout the entire game, then they should have won this football game
still. For 2.5 quarters,
for
they
3
did it.
quarters.
And
for
they
3 quarters they ran, right? Carson Wentz, by the way, going for a Hail Mary, which gets intercepted, and that's the only saving grace. That's a 3-touchdown day today, so the Colts lose. Pick is going to be locked in next week, so there's at least that. But, I think maybe comments, people on the podcast, 215-509-5833. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here.
They had 208 rushing yards today to the Giants' 70.
So where can you run the ball more effectively?
It was the start of the game.
Yes, but you are making excuses for Jalen Hurts in this game if you're saying all they had to do was run the football and they would have won the game.
I say Hurts sucked too. It's
John,
both things.
It can't be. It cannot be.
Well,
in a game where they have 208 rushing yards.
100 of them came in the third quarter.
So they didn't abandon the run at all.
They eventually found the run again. Yes, but the problem has been consistency.
They ran more than they passed today. Again.
And yet, if they had ran a little more, they could have won, or at least
then they're
tied
not
the game.
winning. You know what? Then they're not winning. They're not going to fucking win a playoff game if that's the case. If this is what you have to do to win a football game for Jalen Hurts week in and week out, you're not going to win a playoff game.
They might not, but guess
what?
We won't get there unless we try. That's what I'm saying. Whatever is effective the only thing that's effective for us right now is running the ball. We know that. So why
Yeah.
deviate that?
Because you have to find out if Jalen Hurts is going to be here next year or not. You've got less than 6
You can
months to
find
figure
that
that
out.
out.
You can find that out in the offseason. Right now,
No,
we got to
you
find
can't.
out. if
Yeah,
we
you
make the
can't
playoffs.
find that out in the
He's
offseason.
either here,
what I'm-
gone, or on the bench. That's
Listen, I think after 12 weeks of football, you know what you have in Jalen Hurts going forward. Now you got to find out if you could get to the playoffs. And to get to the playoffs, you got to run the ball.
all right. Well,
That's the only thing I'm trying to say. Like, I agree with you. Jalen Hurts needs to play a lot better than he did today. And guess what? He definitely lost in this game. I mean, he made a lot of mistakes this game that cost us the game. I'm not downing that. I'm not saying he doesn't need to play better. I'm not saying this game's not an indictment on his play. But what I'm saying is you can win in spite of his play. And this game clearly showed that if they had ran the ball in certain opportunities, like me and Vince were talking about, they would have won the game or at least tied it. So
21. See, hold on. I just want to add this up correctly. See what you're arguing more.
33 runs to
33
31
runs.
passes.
33 runs.
yeah, but two of them, if they had chose to run over pass, would have
It doesn't matter.
changed
It doesn't matter. You don't win games in the first quarter, guys. You just don't. Sorry. Like, that's what I. This is such a fucking frustrating loss, and we are going to yell and scream all week, and deservedly so. Between I don't want to hear a thing about Jonathan Gannon. It's 10 points or 13 points it ended up being, right? 13 points. A team you could do anything with, and they just fired Jason Garrett.
Yeah, Gannon's defense showed out this game. I don't have anything really bad to say about Gannon's defense right now. I mean, they definitely played their ass off. So, I mean,
Unbelievable. 3 turnovers, and they all came from QB1, right? Or
4. You had
four.
the fumble.
That's
Well,
right.
Scott, the
And
Scott
at the end.
fumble would seal the game, essentially.
I think we should start calling him RB1 instead of QB1. Because I think
That's
his
what
best
Taylor-
skill right now is
Taylor's
running
been
the ball.
doing that for weeks, and
So-
I agree.
He's right.
He is RB1.
But you know what? If you know you have RB1, why don't you use him? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
They
those-
used
Hey,
Hurts
dude,
as a runner all the time.
What I'm saying is,
Hurts
when I say run the ball, I don't necessarily mean just with Miles Sanders. What I mean is with Jalen Hurts too. When you have
Designed
a play action pass, it's designed so if the pass isn't there, you can take off with Jalen Hurts, and that's what he's good at. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not necessarily saying run the ball all the time with a running back, but guess what? Jalen Hurts is a running quarterback. Utilize that. You know?
No, that's something.
So-
I mean, if you are going to continue on that, like trying to keep him into a 21 or 22 yard pass attempt phase, then Barney's not wrong. But it's got to look like it's on steroids compared to whatever you're running here. Then it has to look like a completely different offense. I don't think they have time to do that. It just is what it is. You're
And-
going to be able to win 2 games in a row by running the football. And it's a loser mentality. Running the football is a loser mentality. Sorry.
Not
like,
with this team.
It is. This
No,
is
it's
a
not.
losing team. They're 5-7.
Okay, because they passed for a chunk of the season, and we go, why haven't they run the ball with one of the best offensive lines in football?
And what has it shown us? What has it shown us?
They can get 100 yards in a quarter.
Fantastic. And
Yes.
they can't put it in the end zone.
Okay, and it hurts like that, like the nitpicking that goes on with the running game with part of Barney's argument. Like the one interception he threw at halftime, right? Going into the half, you get down there, you're like the 1 yard line. He ends up forcing this ball. It's a terrible ball. He's running to the sideline. It's a good play call. He makes a god-awful decision as a passer.
Yes.
So could you have run it there? Yes. But the play's effectively a run call, and Hurts made an awful decision on that.
All
so
you got to do is throw that out of bounds, and you still have a tie football game today, too, or a field goal instead of chasing a touchdown, too.
Well,
like,
yeah. So
It's-
that's
what
the
I'm
thing.
saying.
This all ties together. Like, I'm not saying that Hurts only should throw the ball 5 times a game. He's not Tim Tebow. You know what I mean? But when you're thinking,
today he looked like it.
Well, today he looked like it. But when you're looking at what Hurts can be and what the passing offense of this is, they are better when they run because that's what the offensive line is elite at. And you're getting average, forgettable running backs that are getting you 8 yards a carry. You live on that. You die by that. And Hurts has been great there too. You're getting chunk yardage. You're not getting that in the passing game.
Kyle, what's Tim saying down there? I just can't read it all the way.
It says, I've at least seen Hurts play much better than this. Interceptions are not the norm for him. Rager blows forever.
Yeah, all true. And I do think, and even me saying this, I feel like Jalen Hurts can easily bounce back from this.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those stupid NFC East games that, we all predicted in a blowout and whatever. The other part of this that we haven't really talked about yet is, Jason Kelce does leave relatively early in this one. And do we get any final updates on that? I mean, he comes back out on the game. It looks like it was all elbow, all forearm, something like that. Herbig gets in there. There's a nasty holding call on a Boston Scott touchdown, which also changed this one a little bit too. Trust me when I say this. Jalen Hurts, the Eagles, Nick Sirianni, whoever want to put most of the game, lost this football game. Doesn't mean the refs weren't also very terrible at holding calls all game.
It's a lot
All
of
game.
factors in this game.
And
Yeah.
by the way, that's the first time we've said that all season on a post-game show.
Yep.
We've never really gone after the refs, but they were atrocious today.
Yeah, really, really, really bad. And do you think that, like, that – because what I see is Nate Herbig's not a fantastic run blocker as a center. And as what Jason Kelsey can do, and we saw that against the Saints last week, I think that does change your running game a lot of bit. Not a little bit, a lot of bit. That's your signal caller. It's your protection caller. It's all that. Nate Herbig is nowhere close to Jason Kelsey.
Well, and part of it is, I mean, Herbig, and people are going to rip Herbig this week. But you know what?
Should not at all.
No, they shouldn't. I thought those holding calls were junk, and that's part of the whole argument here. Like, they had huge runs on those plays, and they both got called back, and that sucks.
I think they should be cross-training Landon Dickerson instead of Nate Herbig. I mean, I think that's the biggest problem. Landon Dickerson has experience playing on a championship team as a center. Why aren't you cross-training him? I understand he's your starting guard, but, I mean, come on.
Well, I think they have
Like-
cross-trained him, but they just didn't want to move him because then you're moving two things. You know what I mean? He's been your left guard, now you're switching that, so
makes
Mailata's
sense.
got to communicate with
I
a
don't
new
know.
guy, and
I
it's a
saw
lot.
them do it mid-game with Andre Dillard. They moved him from right tackle to left and to guard. I mean, they have no problem moving guys midway through the game. Why not now? That's probably because they're not cross-training him.
Well-
because they're saying, okay, you're a rookie. Let's have you learn this new position.
I
right
actually
now
don't
because
think it's
you're
a
new to the NFL.
cross-train thing. I actually think it's just he's literally doesn't know the playbook. Because
I mean, that could be it too.
he missed all of preseason. He had the ankle injury. What can you play right away? Guard, sure. You don't have to know anything.
They're having him focus
You
on
don't.
one position for sure. They're like, okay, you're young, you're a rookie, you've never played in the NFL. We're not going to have you play like 3 different positions right away. So.
But moving forward, you would assume that, like, okay, now you're going to get some heavy Dickerson crossover. That's probably an off-season project, I would assume.
Yeah,
so
could be.
probably no differences in there. But I do think that played a major difference in how long was Kelsey out for? About a quarter and a half?
Yeah, he missed a good chunk of time because it was like
Yeah.
he came out of the tunnel, but then he was sitting there on the sideline in uniform
Yep.
for a while, and eventually they put him in, but that was probably third quarter.
Yeah, and virtually, or not virtually, actually, physically, tangibly pissed off on all of the holding calls on Herbig, too, on the sideline. Dropped a motherfucker in there. I believe we saw
Yep.
the proper lip reading. So, you know, I'm just not certain that now with some injuries on board, no one should be certain of anything.
I mean, nothing's guaranteed.
No one should be certain of anything from here on out, and shame on us for actually saying a playoff run is coming, honestly. Do I
I
have
still
to
think it is because this is exactly what we talked about. I mean, we talked about them blowing a game or two that they shouldn't. We knew this was going to happen. You still have plenty of games left. It just sucks when you see it and feel it, and it looks this awful. But, man, I mean, you do have the Jets coming up. You've got a bye after this. Maybe Kelsey can take the week off, and you go into the bye, and you can beat the Jets, and everything's cool. You know what I mean? So we'll see where it goes. Like San Francisco and the Vikings are ahead of you in the wild card race. One of them is guaranteed to lose today. So, well, there's a ties, but that's dumb. So either way, like one of them is going to lose as well. So you're not losing ground in the wild card race. You can be okay. You can't throw 4 picks or have 4 turnovers in a game.
I agree.
Jalen Reagor speaking with the media, which I didn't expect to see. Jalen Reagor's on his last 2 balls from him. He said they were both drops on him. Said the last one in the scramble drill he should have caught. So at least he's admitting that. Nothing really from the coaches thus far. Didn't do enough as a team to win. Sirianni saying it's all about the process, going back in there and going to work. Man, shut up. It's just process. Back
That's
to all
roots,
that
baby.
again.
Roots, baby.
Roots.
This
more
game was
roots,
teed
more
up to
roots.
win. Like we keep saying, but this was teed up to win. And the Giants gave it to us on a silver platter. They were begging us to win. Like you said, like they gave us a knife and said, please stab us. But we didn't. We didn't capitalize.
Everything fell
So-
in line for them this weekend.
No.
Cowboys lose. Cowboys look like they're getting into that Kyle Bennett, Dak Light savings time, and you can't capitalize on that. So the divisions talk is out, way out. It was hilarious that we even got into that this week. Now it's just a wild card. Can you be better than the Saints? Can you be better than Minnesota? Can you be better than San Francisco? And that's not going to help you. It's not going to help you in the wild card. I actually, if you're going to produce one more of these, I'd rather you miss the playoffs. Why do you guys say 7 points?
The only thing
Fuck
this
that.
game showed me is when they commit to the run, they succeed or they have success.
And
And when
you're-
they deviate, they fail.
And you're
Look,
not a contender if you're just a
Well,
run
I'm
you're,
just
you're
saying,
not a
you're
true
not a
contender
contender.
down the line. It can get you to the playoffs now, but that's the
Yeah.
thing. This whole thing is stages. It's like the growing is supposed to be run the game management stuff and do that well, which Hurts generally does, and have the running game back you. Great. Now you put a little more responsibility on his plate the next year. He gets better as a passer. He also needs better receivers, but then you get to that stage. And then a couple years later, then he is the full-fledged, hey, he's throwing 45 times a game. If you need him to, we can win the game for you. Like, everybody's afraid of this guy. They go for it on fourth because, God forbid, he gets the ball. Like, then he becomes that guy. But it does take time. That's what it looks like at this early phase. So they can get to the playoffs. They don't need to be a contender now. But getting to a playoff game and Hurts in a playoff game is very fun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm still rooting for that to happen, but I'm just not sure if it's as beneficial as we made it out to be, especially, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
we're all swaying back and forth.
I'm not changing. I still think they're a playoff team. I still think they're getting in. I want to see them in. They've got everything there. It's just you have awful games like this, new coaching staff, young quarterback, bad receivers. It just piled up today. It was a rough one.
I say if your intention now, if we can make headway on any of these reports, on if they like Jalen or if they don't or whatever it is, if they don't like Jalen Hurts heading into next offseason, there is no reason to make the playoffs. None. If you're not, even as a backup role, if Jalen Hurts is expected to be here on this team, go to the playoffs. But if you haven't made that decision yet, I'm telling them to run it into the ground right now.
No, you get in because you're more compelling to a good quarterback. You sell better. And plus, Hurts' value goes up. I mean, if he's a playoff quarterback and you want to trade
doesn't matter
him,
if he's not going to be here anyway. What are we talking about?
Well, you got to sell your
more.
system to people in the offseason, too. I mean, if you keep winning and actually make the playoffs in spite of this system, you're selling your system to a lot of players in the offseason.
The system's already been sold to itself. You want to know why? Because for the last 2 weeks, every time that Jalen Hurts has dropped back, he's had great protection, fantastic protection from the best defense in the league to someone that's not as good. If I'm a quarterback, then I see the Eagles' offensive line, I'm sold. Yeah, I'm good to go.
And I keep making the Lamar Jackson reference, but I mean, listen, look how they've used him the last 3 years. They've won the division every single year by running the ball with him and their running back.
Completely different player.
He's not, though. They're very similar.
Throw the fucking football.
Can he?
Yes.
For the first couple of years, he couldn't.
Yes.
Do you know why
Jalen Hurts' ceiling?
Better than Hurts.
I know you don't like
Hurts.
Way better on the floor.
And he's also a generational runner. I mean, Hurts is a really good runner, but Lamar's the best running quarterback.
I'm not saying they're the same guy. I'm saying their skill sets are very similar. And if you run our offense the way they run theirs, you'd see better results.
I said on the pod this week that I'm so sick of that comp. That's why you're getting so much.
No, that's fine. Listen,
I'm overhearing that. Yeah,
I might not be on it, but I listen to the pod. I hear you talk, and I disagree. I think their skill sets are very similar. Obviously, Lamar Jackson is Jalen Hurts on crack. But what I'm saying is if you run your offense the way they run theirs and you basically dictate that you're going to run.
They basically are. They basically are.
But it's working. And that's what I'm saying. It's working.
It's not.
It is working.
They have a sub-500 record. It's not working.
No, I'm saying when they run the offense like they should, it works. It does.
If you're telling me that if they want to run this offense, not the one that we saw in Atlanta to start the season, if it was just a running offense for 7 weeks at a time, that you would be any more successful than what they are now.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, it started in Detroit. So you really started doing it just a couple of weeks ago, and then you started winning games and getting yourself into the playoff conversation again. You had to, but it started in Detroit.
And it started in Detroit, a team who has no wins.
Yes, okay, but then you beat, and the Saints are injured like crazy too. So I'm not going to say it's the biggest win ever, but that defense was pretty healthy, and you still ran all over them. So proving what you can do as an offense, they can do it. They can do it against anybody with that, and that at least makes you competitive in games, even if you're not elite.
And not to mention, here's a tinfoil hat theory for you.
We like those here.
So I was thinking about it actually for a while. When did this running, phenomenon really start? It didn't start in Detroit. It started when they traded Zach Ertz. Maybe they traded Zach Ertz because they're like, hey, let's commit to running the ball, have him off the field, putting in somebody like Dallas Goedert, who's not thrown to anyway. But guess what? He's a run blocker. Let's have him on the field all day so we can actually run the rock the way we want to. I'm just saying there might be some correlation to that.
It sounds like one of our tinfoil hat theories, so add it to the pile. Absolutely.
As soon as Zach Ertz left,
Kyle, what do you got down there, Kyle?
Taylor said every time Barney says run on a stream, he has to donate $1 to the Autism Foundation.
I think what? I will do that. I'll donate $1 every time I say run. As long as somebody's keeping track of How
Taylor,
many times I say run?
next broadcast,
Yeah.
you got to keep a Barney counter on just like how many times he said run the football, and then we can add all those up. I think that's fine. Then you
No,
can say
I'll-
that
I'll
as
There
much
we
as
definitely
you
go.
want.
Taylor's in.
I might throw it in a couple more times just because, I like donating to a good cause,
Well,
So,
like here's what I'll say: if you're having any trouble figuring this game out, I'm going to ask these guys a question in 1 second. It is actually the LiquidDeath.com's question of the day because they are sponsoring not only us everywhere we go, as we are at the Henry James Saloon in Roxborough, where we carry our cases of Liquid Death in here. And anytime that you want to come and enjoy the game with us, like Joe did today, shout out to him again for coming out. It's free Liquid Death the entire time, as John Dunphy, the owner, is saying goodbye as well here. If you go to liquiddeath.com/bell, you will get the wonderful, big, large case of Liquid Death sent to you personally. Well, not personally, but I'm sure Mike oversees everything. Delivered to you for free. Free shipping, liquiddeath.com/bell, and you can get in your fridge one of the most badass cans of water on the planet, from the Alps, directly from that to your mouth, and it helps recycle the planet because all of those plastic bottles that we use aren't recyclable anymore. I've done that a few times today, haven't I?
Yeah, that's all right, though.
Eating some
like
words.
It's been a long day.
But you would be a fool to try and eat aluminum because, well, that would break your teeth.
You're not a goat.
Yeah, you'd have some bowel problems and all that stuff. But you'll never, ever have to worry about your thirst again if you're carrying around the Liquid Death, 16.9 ounces in this beautiful can. And not only that, it's a conversation starter. It's something you can pick up once the party's winding down to sober yourself up and not look like such a, I don't know, Wendy, what is that called? Whiny Wendy Whiner or whatever. Like, I want to
Sure.
go home. Everybody's drunk. I just want to sober up and have fun. And this actually allows you to do all that stuff. So it's very cool. Also, you can scare people. You can scare cops. You can scare your parents. You can scare anybody. Just go to liquiddeath.com.
You do it again.
I have
you knocked
over the
again.
can like a second or third time. That's probably why
That's
the
the
Eagles
second
are
I'm
losing.
going to start
in the
calling you
postgame
Miles
show.
Sanders or Boston Scott over here.
Yeah, seriously. But I bet I could throw a can of Liquid Death better than Jalen Hurts, or at least from today. Kyle Bennett helping me out with the napkins to clean this up, and you can help yourself out just by going to liquiddeath.com/bell for your free shipping case of water as well. So here's the big question. Do you remember anything that the Giants did today to win this football game?
Scored more points.
Yeah, but how? Do you remember how they scored? Does anybody remember how they scored?
I mean, they had a couple of field goals.
They had a couple of field
They
goals.
missed a kick,
They missed the kick.
and that I forget how
A
they scored the
fullback
touchdown.
doink off his
A
dong.
fullback doink off his dong for a touchdown.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yes.
the thigh catch. Yeah.
They got fucking lucky. I mean, that's all it is.
They
The
got-
ball bounced in their direction, and
Literally.
we didn't capitalize. I mean,
Literally.
Yeah.
but like we were saying before, it was teed up for us to take, and we didn't do it. So the
Just-
Giants didn't really prove anything in that game, other than James Bradbury is really that bull, and shut down Devontae Smith. So other than that,
It's a
what did they
sad
really
one.
prove?
It's a sad one from the Henry James Saloon. Kyle Bennett, shout out your Twitter handle for everybody because I always forget it's K Bizzle.
KBIZZL311. Shout out to AOL Instant Messenger.
Nice.
Wow.
For keeping it strong all day long. It's Vince Quinn. You can follow him on the twitter.com. Barney, where can they follow you?
You can follow me at PusherSteen on Twitter, on Instagram, all your social media handles. I'm there.
If you need a real estate guy, he is indeed the guy. At John Barchard, as always, JohnBarchard. And we appreciate everyone following along at Bell and the Bird as well. So any final thoughts as we're rolling out of this one, guys? It's a very sad podcast from the Henry James Saloon, as it should be. This is ridiculous.
Well, it should be, but final thought is the Giants are dog shit. I mean, they're a terrible team. They're really bad. And to think about the Eagles playing as bad as they did today, and they still almost won that game like multiple times, the Giants are just awful. I mean, like, the next time they play the Giants, this is going to be a rout. I'm just letting you know. It's going to be a rout.
I like that. Final thoughts here, Barney?
My final thoughts are I don't think Jalen Reagor should be allowed back in the city of Philadelphia until he beats a New York football team. That should be our goal. This team does not come home until they beat a New York football team. So I hope you have your suite booked at the Hilton in New York City or Jersey City, wherever the Giants play. So
my final thought is my lovely wife, Carrie, is awesome at Christmas cards. I just saw my daughter for the first time on one. She is very cute, and that's all I really care about. And you should care about too, because I'm not going to let this stress me out today. I'm going to go enjoy the family. You should too. Enjoy the leftover Thanksgiving that is the foods that are still there hanging out in your fridge. Enjoy the pie. We will be here Tuesday. We will be here Thursday trying to figure this out as they take on the Jets. And I can't even say if it's winnable yet because they won today with Zach Wilson and the rest. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for listening along. Let's try and get some positivity in here by Tuesday. For all of us here at Bell and the Birdman, thank you so much. Go subscribe, bellandthebirdman.com, our stores, our memberships, all of that fun stuff. And we'll see you on Tuesday with a new